It is Sunday at Augusta, and we have already seen much. Spieth, our leader, opened the day with a birdie at the tough first hole. With more on what's happened, Jeff Martin.
You want me to catch you up?
Chad Drew. Tim O'Halloran. Catch me up.
That's like Paul Harvey, the way you use silence. That's a beautiful thing. Let's see, Tiger and Rory. Tiger badly yanked his drive over into the ninth fairway, hit it over the pines, and was able to two-putt for his par.
Interesting.
Rory, similar stuff, I think.
Charlie also bent it well left on his.
Yes,
his first
and
effort.
ended up bogeying the first hole, Charlie Hoffman. And some here have wished him to write himself out of the history books.
Contention?
Yes.
It would be fine with me if Charlie wrote himself out of the story.
And now we have
earlier,
Jordan
but
Spieth,
that's
the
just
leader,
me.
hitting a second shot on the par 5, 280 yards to the hole.
That's a long way.
You can birdie
downhill.
one. What can you do to two?
Well, you need the fortuitous bounce, which I believe he's
Look
got.
at this. Watch
This is
this.
going to be beautiful, folks.
Shades of Oosthuizen?
No, that's going to slide off.
Oh.
Relax, boys.
Still, what a
Glad
shot.
I got here. In time.
Set us straight. Jibbers.
Yeah.
Not much to say
Now,
about
how do you feel if you're Jordan Spieth, seriously, as we look at Tiger? How do you feel if you're Jordan Spieth? You're 16 under, you come in, you birdie the first hole, you go, is it over yet? No, it's not.
No, it's not, because Justin Rose, who not many people remember, was my horse that everyone piled on early on in the day, who I said would be alone in second, and is none other than in alone in second. And he also birdied the first. So
And here we see Justin Rose's second shot, and he is.
very nice.
Oh,
Watch
this is the
this.
one we're looking at, folks.
So he will leave himself a good 45 feet.
Tiger left himself a similar shot and could not.
Whose shot would you
two-putt
rather
for
have
birdie.
here than after
Oh, here
telling
we
me
go.
that?
Speaking
That's
of
a
Louis
real-
Oosthuizen.
There he is.
Louis Westhuizen.
Now here's how you play this second shot.
I predict
Well,
this goes in.
Well, it has before. It has before. This is the exact same hole.
Who would have believed it? Look at
Did
this.
you know that?
I
Louis
feel-
Westhuizen. We're showing it now. The double eagle. Here is the albatross. And look how beautiful that was. Louis Westhuizen, at that point, thinking maybe.
Now, Norm, you asked how you would feel if you were
walking
Jordan
in.
Spieth.
How you'd feel if you're Jordan
I'd say-
Spieth? You're 16 under through the day. You birdie the first hole. You're 17 under.
I bet he didn't
You
feel
still got a guy near you.
I bet he didn't feel so hot when he saw Justin Rose's birdie putt drop.
Yeah.
And to get within 3, which.
And then he had to sink one.
And but just he's magic on those 12 footers.
It's a pressure putt. Is if he drops one there.
It's become
right.
match play. So you guys can talk about the other players on the course. I will be confining my comments to only 2 men.
Now
Justin Rose.
Mickelson's birdie, that didn't keep him relevant at all, even on the fringes of relevance.
What is he now? He
got a
birdied
score?
the first, you said?
Mickelson is 12 under.
Yeah. So
Five
Five
shots
back?
back. Which is what he
It's not
was
impossible.
in 2013
But he's got 2 people to vault.
British Open. He was 5 back of Lee Westwood. He
What
won.
year was this?
2013.
2013, the year he won the Scottish Open as well.
Yes.
was he paired with Westwood in the final round? Yes.
He was.
And now here is Phil at the
He's not
par
gonna hold
4
up.
third, and he has done very good on this hole this week, playing it in 2 under through 3 days.
Oh, what a...
And it's drivable, but that's the penalty
Oh,
you
and that might
pay.
be on a little bit of an upslope.
It looks like it doesn't look at that.
Yeah, very
whole
little
angle.
green, very little
I guess
green
you
too to
would,
work with.
Downslope.
How close was that to excellent, though?
Yeah.
Well, it was almost excellent, but when you have a course that some of the holes look like they've been designed by M.C. Etcher,
Yes. Very close to excellent at Augusta National is sometimes terrible.
Yes, very close to excellent at Augusta is
Sometimes
sometimes
terrible. Truer words never spoken.
How do you feel about your man Spieth being 0 for 4 when having the 54-hole lead?
Is that a fact?
Yes.
Well, we have 2 of those just in the past 3 weeks, right?
I think that's right.
Yes,
One
he has
at
been in
least,
the final group in his last 4 tournaments.
I would say
The
it's
last
remarkable
four
he had.
tournament.
It's remarkable he's had that many 54-hole leads
Yes.
at age 21.
I mean,
He was leading the 2014 Tournament of Champions, tied for second.
I don't know how you count who's number 1 in the world, but
2014 Masters, he
if
tied for
if
second.
he wins this, is he number 1 in the world? I think he should be number 1 in the world no matter what happens.
I think he will be regarded as such, and people like Johnny Miller at the Valero Texas Open was saying, I don't care what the rankings are, this is the best player in the world.
he did?
right
Oh,
now."
yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I just said.
Yeah.
Now,
I
Spieth
believe Norm.
Yeah.
now has a question, because we see Spieth off the green there. Has Justin Rose already made his putt? He's farther out.
Wouldn't it be Justin Rose's shot, even though Spieth is off the green?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, it
yeah.
would be Rose's shot.
That's a highly contested.
Yeah.
Was it
Sometimes
different at
they-
Augusta?
No, it's a highly contested what the protocol is
Yes.
among the weekend golfers.
Yeah, I say it's the person farthest from the hole is out.
Yes, and
But
that's
most weekend golfers probably think the opposite.
yes.
Wait until everyone's on the green?
Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
and I think they must have deferred here because I see no ball mark for Rose anywhere, and he didn't hole it certainly.
Well, it helps Rose, really, or does it? Well, we'll see. Do you think that Spieth is thinking about holing this?
I think he is, don't you?
I do, yes.
Perhaps not boldly.
The chances
but,
of holding this, probably 1 in 10.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what it's going to do in those first couple of inches. Now, he's backed off. Now, let's remember the times he's backed off before. It has not worked out well
sure hasn't.
for Jordan Spieth.
Yeah.
And he changed clubs as well. He was going to pitch it.
He's a fast
originally.
player, and the thinking doesn't help him. You say he was thinking about chipping this?
Yeah, he had the wedge in his hand first.
That doesn't look like much of a putt. No, it's not. Wow. Wow. Not
There
much
you go.
there.
Subpar.
So, Justin Rose, thank you. Justin Rose about to,
Thanks, man.
it looks like, get it to 18 under.
Bubba.
All right, now Norm,
What is the 72 hole record?
18.
18
Tiger,
under.
Tiger 97.
Well, will almost certainly be broken today.
Well in striking.
Something with-
I don't know if Mickelson will get that high.
So Norm, you've slept on it. What are you rooting for today?
Who am I rooting for?
What are you rooting for?
I'm rooting for Phil Mickelson to win. But I think it's match play at this point. I know
Oh, you're
it's
rooting
early.
for Mickelson?
Things can change so quickly.
So you're someone who roots for Tiger and Mickelson,
Oh, yes.
because a lot of people take sides in that one.
Well, I used to, when they were both.
Don't tell me you like Dale Earnhardt and Jeff Gordon.
I was, of course, Tiger was the greatest athlete I've ever seen, and I'll always,
Present company
he'll always be
excluded.
my
Oh,
man.
then.
But
I think so.
Here's Rose's eagle.
attempt. Boy, would this be something.
Well, if
something
you're
like this
Mickelson,
dropped
I'm
early.
Rose. Then.
Okay, let's see.
That's got to slow
No,
down.
that's
Well,
just what
good
Tiger
way.
did.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
And Tiger,
Well, that's
from a little further away, did not
pretty easy
convert.
putt. Pretty easy putt going back.
Pretty
up,
easy,
though.
but Tiger did not convert his
Tiger
bird
3-putted just
from that, pretty much that spot. Hit a little further past.
Oh, something happened.
And okay, Mickelson.
My name went away.
Well, you have some Mickelson magic. Let's see.
Mickelson's third.
Oh,
Wow, what a beautiful
pretty.
shot. Boy, that's
That's
Well,
his
as good
second.
as you could do. I know.
Oh, at the
Look
third.
This.
Sorry.
I'm,
Oh, this is supposedly this pin is 5 paces from the back of the bunker.
So you're doing well if you
Wow.
have a
That's-
40-foot downhill putt. You're doing well.
Yeah,
So
this
you
is
just want to hit to the fat of the green.
Yeah.
But does he have to seek pins immediately if he wants to?
Oh, and
Whoa.
he's done it.
Yeah, he sought that. one.
I'd say that's because Rory hits
And
it.
look at this, it's rolling back. Go Gators.
Rory hits it as high as
Is this
anybody.
McIlroy? Is he taking chances on every shot at this point?
I think he
Trying
has to
get
at 6
something?
under. He's
Surely.
12 shots behind.
Surely they will-
62, you
He's
know?
11 shots behind.
Surely they're both freewheeling,
Yeah.
playing with house money, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so. Nobody remembers second place, let alone the front page of the leaderboard.
Now, Tiger
All right.
and Rory both have.
Pretty important putt. I mean, you can't make a mistake. No margin of error for Justin Rose.
There is not.
So there you
Well,
have it.
hold.
Birdie
Well,
number
hold.
2. 2 birdies in a row.
No flinch in that stroke.
I think my mom has joined the Twitter. Not
Oh,
The Charlie
yeah.
Hoffman fan club?
yeah, no.
Can you?
Yes.
Speaking of fat on the green, with my shirt color.
Oh, that's your mom?
I can't imagine who else would do it. I find it very.
Is fat on the green a phrase?
Well, Norm said you're aiming for the fat of the green.
Ah, okay, all right.
And yeah.
Spieth taking his time now. He's probably remembering back to 14 yesterday. You remember that? putt?
He could miss,
remember
these
that
are
putt?
easy to miss.
Yesterday in the 14th hole.
These are
We
easy
do,
to
and
miss.
He's
17.
gonna slide it by.
Oh boy.
No.
Oh, no.
Just like that, Jordan Spieth.
A dead push.
A dead
Right away.
push, and he gives away another. You remember yesterday on 14?
Well, now Rose
He
really.
double
has to-
bogeyed.
Did Rose hit the one coming back already?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rose has made his birdie.
It was 17, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The double bogey at 17, called by me and called by Chad.
I just hope we're not seeing him fall to Spieth's.
It's remarkably poor.
I fall to Spieth. Justin Rose. How about that? Spieth.
Okay.
Jeff,
One
this
under
is-
through 2, but he's dropped a stroke to Justin Rose.
Jeff, this is the magic 3-shot.
It's
This
there
is
for the
3
first.
shots.
That is the first time that
Now Mickelson.
that wall has been breached. You're right.
Needs this to stay 5 back.
Nope.
It's match play, folks.
That's a par.
So, as I said earlier, I'll be confining my remarks to the final, the ultimate game of Jordan Spieth and Justin Rose.
No.
And I leave it to my compadres.
I'll handle.
Nothing about Mickelson.
I'll handle Sang Moon Bai.
Oh, who just would you fill Norm in on maybe what?
Sang Moon Bai did hole out from I'd say 166.
Yes.
In the second cut,
Yes,
knocked it right to the back fringe, rolled back in.
On the 14th.
on the
hole.
14th hole. You know, Sang Moon Bay.
Sure. Are these, yes.
That's the name of the flower.
I was asking,
the 14th hole was
Rory
identified
and,
by.
I thought I saw Rory and Tiger paired. Is that
They
That
are.
is correct.
Yeah.
How
Still both
about
at
that?
Don't you have a comment on that, maybe?
That's an amazing thing.
I think they're just playing for pride, but
Let's
but
talk about the last
Two proud
time
men.
Rory and Tiger were ever paired in a major, because, folks, it's never happened. They have been paired together.
but not in a major.
But in a
Okay.
major?
Do you think there's a lot of chit chat between them, Norm, today, or just two men going about their business?
You'll notice I made that pronouncement, and afterward, a sidelong glance is what I earned from Chad Drew, and then he went to the computer to find out.
Oh no, I'm playing Minesweeper.
Oh, Chad Drew.
Oh, we have Lori Joe. Should this be?
Oh,
should
can I
this be
answer?
taken? You may answer it, Norm. There you are.
Hey. Oh, yeah, we found his club, actually.
You should fill the viewers in on,
Who told
on
you?
Tim.
Who told
Well,
you?
once we've completed our discussion here, I think.
Oh, okay.
No, who told you that they found the club? Oh, okay. So what do you... What? I think you probably should grab the
That's
putter. The longer
perfectly
it's
fine,
there, you know.
You remember when the great Ken Venturi answered
He's
that
gotten
phone call?
seven calls
The 88
from us.
Masters, I think it
No,
was.
no, it's
Was Scott Hoke maybe in contention?
I think it was
this is a touch of class.
yeah.
Taking a call in the
Yeah.
air.
Stuart Sink was calling him.
Right.
Sure, yeah.
Unprofessional.
Okay, thanks
Just the
very much,
opposite.
Roger. That's really thoughtful. Oh, we're on the air right now. That's very thoughtful of you.
Here we go.
Mickelson.
Okay.
Hi,
Yeah.
Phil.
Yeah.
To stay within 4.
That's fun.
Bending,
Okay,
not
bye-bye.
breaking. Okay, conservative play for
Well,
young
here's
Jordan.
Spieth at the third now.
Mickelson's got to be disappointed after attacking the third hole, going at it with driver on the
Yeah.
350-yard hole
Not-
to walk away with par.
He wasn't
That's
And-
true.
wasn't
Well, allow me
rewarded.
to step
Wasn't
in.
rewarded for the risk.
We would step in, Norm, and explain to the viewers what just happened there with that
Oh,
phone
yes.
call. Some of you may recall Josh, our fashion analyst from yesterday, had a bit of a snafu last night on the golf course where he left my putter on the 4th green, which was really disheartening. And fortunately, Lori Joe was able to snatch it from the clubhouse, which
Yeah.
is the subject of the phone call.
Yeah. Well, in terms of trying to get the club back, it was everybody but Josh.
Yes, I believe it was Stevie Ray Fromstein functioning
Yes.
as my personal valet. that was,
Consigliere?
yes, very safe.
It's valet, I believe,
well, if
in
you-
that term. If we're talking about Downton Abbey,
Okay.
which I know everyone wants to.
Well, why don't we bring in one of the fellas,
Yes,
Steve
yes.
Fromstein
See if
or
Josh can explain himself.
Josh?
Oh yeah, maybe we could get a hand.
Well, he's not wearing shoes. Bring in Steve first.
Oh.
Steve first, and
Well, there's also some very interesting clothing choices that Josh will be very interested in today.
Nicholson hit the
White
mark.
belt.
is Steve mic'd up or?
Yeah. After his critiques yesterday, they've really toned down the white belts. to,
Yes.
much less.
Jordan Spieth, I got to ask you guys, was that pushed putt at the second hole a sign of nerves? I mean, you got this guy, Justin Rose, birdie number 1, birdie number 2. Is that why he missed that putt? Is that why he leads by only 3? Is that why this has become a contest?
Well, let's look. Yesterday on 17, he double bogeys,
Yes.
Jordan Spieth.
Then
And then on
remarkable-
18, he had a terrible approach.
Yes.
And on the other hand, he had a
Here is
spectacular
Steve
flop.
Fromstein. We had some I don't want to say anything about any substances or anything like that. We went to golf.
That's true.
Josh was very bellicose at that time.
Belligerent.
Belligerent.
Yeah.
He
He yelled
wanted
at
to-
that small child, I believe.
He wanted to
Yeah.
fight. He said questionable language to a young boy. He stole balls of other players and he just hit their balls and then complained to them. That night, it became a lot more serious.
Oh.
Steve Fromstein will fill you in.
Well, it's just a matter of.
And this was only hours ago, and this is partly the reason we're a little
tired.
tardy. Well, tired. He says tired. I say tardy. To take responsibility.
You could be both.
Is that right?
There's Lojo again.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
Oh,
He probably have to answer questions with the club.
hi, Lojo. Yes, yes. Yes, I will confirm that it is my club. I was playing with the McDonald group last night, yes.
Explain what
And
the club looks like.
I appreciate that. She is very responsible. I appreciate your help. Thank you, sir.
Tell them to watch the podcast so they can get the whole backstory.
that's a good point.
Well,
You should
Well, they
call
should
it
have
back.
it on at the clubhouse, really.
If they want to know.
I'm going to tweet. Can we tweet? Who knows how to do that?
What are you looking for? The
Oh no. Do you know how?
what are you looking for? The
Tweet the podcast.
yeah.
All right.
Is it just going to be a
Tell people-
retweet by
send them a
you?
link. No, probably a new link.
What is? All right.
Oh, here's Spieth.
This is Spieth in the center of the fairway.
suddenly an
didn't-
important shot.
He certainly didn't go for it, and neither did Justin Rose. They're side by side. Spieth second. Not bad.
Getting better, better by the second.
No, it's not going to
It's a
get much
slippery
better.
one, though.
It's not going to get much better. But Rose could really put the pressure on here. Boy, imagine if he pulls it within 2.
Goodness.
Wouldn't that be a story? Here is Justin Rose.
2 back with
But I was
15 to
just
play
trying
would be.
Now, okay, now Norm, you're rooting for Mickelson. I'll buy that. Are you rooting against Justin Rose?
Yeah, how do you do that?
Well, it's hard to root against such a history, you know. The question is, does Justin Rose break records if he wins here?
Boy, what did he start the day at?
72-old record.
18 under.
Look at this! Wow, that spun back off the green. It looked perfect, but it's still a much better
Yeah,
putt.
he's up the hill, yeah.
Straight uphill, it's going to bend.
It would certainly be
Right.
unfortunate for having 2 players break the all-time Masters scoring record and one have to finish second.
He looks
right.
calm here.
Now,
doesn't he?
Rose has to shoot 66 to tie Tiger's record. You know, possible, but oh, that's difficult. But starting with 2 birdies is certainly the way to begin.
Oh, wow.
Who made that?
DJ.
Oh, okay. All right. What's that, number 6?
Yeah. Still a good bit off the pace.
Now, what's at stake for Tiger today? Possibly, if he plays well, and I'm afraid you saw him bogey number 4 while we were recapping the putter story. Bubba, 4 over. He has lost interest, I think.
Wow.
But has not lost his touch with the wedges.
There you go.
He'll take a tap-in eagle.
It seems a long time ago when the
Is
Golf
this-
Channel commentators were saying,
I mean,
can
is that-
anyone beat Bubba?
Yeah. Do you feel, Norm, that there's a too quick an attachment to new players, thinking they are the next Tiger? I feel we've been through a few iterations of it in the last few years. Is Justin one of these people?
Well, you know, people gave me a lot of grief when I said after the Nike deal, when I tweeted that you know, Tiger would have a great year, and Rory McIlroy, who had, of course, I was the champion of before he was even on his streak, and I said he wouldn't win, you know, in the year, and he didn't. And
That's when you earned the nickname Normstradamus.
Normstradamus,
Correct. You were uncanny.
Really, where it really came from, of course, was when I broke down the Ryder Cup.
Look at this.
Who's
Phil.
that?
Oh,
Who's that? Phil? Oh, that would have been amazing.
Phil Mickelson with a wonderful touch on the greens this week.
Tiger bogeyed that same 4th hole.
Reminds me of the game we played yesterday,
Oh, okay.
that we all played.
Yeah.
We're going to get to the Stevie Ray Fromstein drama, and we'll hear from the other side.
You know, at the right time.
Josh,
right time?
Josh is sitting over there.
We
All
can
right.
Oh, this is where we need Josh.
yeah.
You will
Ian-
not believe
Ian Poulter is.
Ian Poulter in just a vomitous.
We're going to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Let's watch the
Josh.
drives on number 3, which I mean the putts here, and it'll be Spieth first.
These are both makeable.
Now, any shot here, you know, could break someone's heart, or if Spieth hits the long putt, it's such. Here we go. Let's take a look. Spieth.
Let's see.
He'll sink these with
Little
some
high.
regularity, but
Coming
he doesn't
down,
often
coming
leave them
back.
short.
That's a great job. Right
He
when you
is-
think he's fumbled it a little bit, he
Right.
comes back.
Spieth uses the putter and puts pressure now on Justin Rose.
Some might say he's the comeback kid. He's only 21.
Greatest. I've never
Yeah, he
seen
was
such putting. I mean, like, that's
a lot of
insane. I don't
potential
know.
when he was
Tiger,
14
Luke Donald.
Yeah.
No, the putting is, and it's not. It's when you look at him. I mean, when you look at Tiger Woods, you know, in the dead stillness, that Nicolaisian stillness.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't see that from.
He may be
From
21 years in age,
putters.
but between the ears.
I bet,
Well, I'm rooting
I
for
bet Tiger Woods would like to be the next Tiger Woods. Don't
That's
you
very
think?
good.
That's, yeah. I think you're absolutely
That's
correct.
a good headline.
I think
a
your
good
column
headline.
is half written.
Oh, wow.
I just left it.
So there you go.
That could be the difference
Oh,
today.
okay.
They're right where they started.
All right, now.
Spieth at the record right now.
All right, 2 men have now
What is the record?
have now reached 18 under.
Minus 18.
Though Spieth did touch it yesterday and promptly gave it back. But
So
Do we know? Did
So Justin Rose could break the record
yeah.
and then lose it moments later.
What is the winning score?
right.
Right now, should we all have
the
a
gentleman
go?
who dons the green jacket?
I say it's a flat 20.
20.
Wow, that's going low. You're saying Spieth will shoot a 68, huh?
I believe Norm's saying Mickelson will shoot minus 20.
Oh, okay, all right.
There's rooting interest anyway. I say.
Well, what are they at right now? 18 and 14 in the match play?
Yeah, I say 19 wins it. 19 under.
Well, wins it is different than what's the winner has. Look at that.
Man,
I'm not sure I agree with that.
Look at this putt. He didn't know. Watch him. Watch him.
It's fantastic.
all right. I'll call 19.
Oh, so you're just,
Jumping on a bit of the O'Halloran bandwagon.
yeah, someone's on the O'Halloran.
Well, let's talk about yesterday.
Is that what you said? I wasn't even listening.
We'll get to your predictions in a moment. Do you want to hear the Stevie Ray Fromstein story?
Very much.
Late into the night, in my
Norm's
one-bedroom
place.
apartment.
One bedroom,
I'm
3 people.
I'm asleep on a bed. I'm asleep on my chair, my reclining chair, my lazy boy.
No offense intended.
No. And I wake up to this.
Well, yeah, it was actually the middle
I've
of the
been
night, 4 in the
asleep.
morning.
How long
5
have I
in the
been
morning?
asleep? A couple of
About
hours?
over at least 2 hours.
And the entire time, something has
were
been
arguing.
escalating that I had no idea.
Almost came to fisticuffs, which is a fancy way of saying I
Well-
almost got beat up.
Well, I mean,
Assuming,
Josh
of
did
course, I
say-
was the one that would
Josh
be
did
beat up, but of course,
straight out say
I
he
go
was
into
going to punch him.
I assume.
This is not a midnight terror. This is everyone was awake.
Well, Norm was sleeping.
I was sleeping until I was woken up.
He woke up for that though.
Okay.
by the real angry.
But and I kind of pride myself in being somebody who people don't want to beat up. Usually, I pick friends that don't
down.
beat me up. But so maybe I have a false sample. I've artificially picked people that I don't think will beat me up, and I've made them my friends, and maybe I've been living in this dream world. But yeah, it got a little intense. Then Josh thought I was lying about something, which I also take some pride in that. And then Josh left angry. I guess instead of beating me up, he left, which I guess
Left the apartment.
yeah, with his luggage.
Oh.
Then Norm and I went chasing after him, we're both the guy chasing the woman to say, "Come on, honey, come on, don't be like that. Come on." We were afraid he'd get attacked.
Oh, I think
He's got all his
a
luggage.
reasonable fear. Yeah.
So
Well, he has that pink suitcase.
Norm and I were driving around. What?
Yeah.
That was maybe an off cream.
Pink
Orange
suitcase.
cream.
It is a pink suitcase. You're right. Which it doesn't mean anything, but it certainly could attract an element.
It's creamsicle.
Creamsicle. That's exactly what I was
Creamsicle.
thinking. Yes.
Well, is that better?
And Justin Rose has tried to get to this pin, but he's hit it way over.
All right, Spieth will get a read of
He'll
sorts.
get a read, but neither of those.
This is going to be, this is 3-putt
Rose just
territory.
has
And
to open it.
I don't just throw that out there.
Rose just has to hope
Rarely.
for a 2-putt here.
That's about as far away as
Goodness
you could get.
gracious.
No.
Anyways, continue your
Well,
story, sir.
Norm, did you see McIlroy's shot into this 4th green?
Yeah.
He was only about 10 feet around the hole.
For a double? Or for an eagle?
Oh, that?
And did he make it? I didn't even see.
No, he missed
it,
it. But just.
Bubba Watson has 2 eagles on his card today.
No. Does he?
Yes, he does.
Oh, wow. Sorry.
How about that? And he's +2.
And also, we just set a record for most eagles in a Masters.
Zach Johnson with another
Career
eagle.
Masters,
That's
or in
why I'm
one
saying.
Masters.
In one Masters.
That's what I'm saying. Have the players outgrown Augusta, I guess is my question.
Don't you like having
Well, you saw
Have
the,
the players
don't you like-
outgrown?
In some ways, they show the Tiger stats yesterday that he is like minus 150 on the par 5s and 30 over on the par 4s and 50 over on the par 3s. So it's certainly the only way to attack Augusta.
I'm going to step aside to have a sandwich, but I'd like to leave you with something.
not with Josh. I'm just saying, I'd rather you be here. Not kidding.
Were you the mediator?
There's
little
4
bit.
rounds in a tournament.
Your boy Henrik Stenson -5 today.
All right.
Too little,
Too late.
too late.
Well, he's recovering. from
You
his
take
illness.
18 holes, right? And you put in 4 par 5s, right? Now, a guy got 3 eagles. We're talking about DJ in 1 round. Here's my question. With reachable par 5s, highly eagleable par 5s, can we start thinking about a 54?
At Augusta? Or anywhere?
Anywhere, but Augusta with these greens.
No.
54 impossible still.
Impossible.
Talk
about why you agree or disagree.
I don't think it's impossible. Having shot 54 on Tiger Woods' PlayStation Golf, I would say that if you can eagle all par 5s, you're already 8 under, right? And we're looking to be 18 under. So you need 10 birdies in the remaining 14 holes. And I don't think that is
I don't think
insurmountable
anyone
feat.
has eagled 4 par 4s in a tournament. Eagled
Par
the 4 par 5s in a tournament round of golf.
I think that's
ever
probably
in
true.
the history.
I don't think it's, but I don't think it's in a.
But Norm was talking about
unfathomable
he was talking about 18 under
Right.
par.
Yeah, and so I don't think it's not. You can't count on being 8 under through the 4 par 5s.
Norm, were you suggesting at a championship level course or at the?
Well, I didn't say you can count on hitting 54. I said
Is
when
it feasible?
everything comes together.
Oh yeah.
Dustin Johnson with 3 eagles. Now, when we're talking about a championship course. I'm saying a 54 at any course.
I think that's very. It's still very hard, but I think if you looked at stats of different guys, I'm sure there are many people that have birdied every hole at a given course, so therefore they are certainly capable of doing that.
Right.
The question is, can they string it together? And
I remember
sort of like
Tom-
bowling a 300. You know, I can bowl a
I
strike.
remember
but can
Tiger Woods and
12.
Bob May in 2000. I remember that.
I was there.
And you were there.
He was there.
Wow.
Really?
I
Did you
was
see him? Did you say hello?
Okay. Justin Rose.
One of
Really, he needs to 2-putt this.
We were talking about, can he nestle it close?
Well,
Looks like he can.
it's
No,
not
no.
in. It's not
No, it's a
in.
2-putt.
Well done. Well done.
Now, we're talking about Tiger Woods. And I always say the best I've ever seen him play was in a losing cause to Rich Beam.
Oh yeah, he made birdies, like 4 birdies in a row.
He said
he
his
seemed to be
caddy,
out of it.
If I can birdie out, I'll win. And by gosh, he almost did. Or maybe he did. I'd be
I remember some good sports writer said, Tiger, attacked those last 4 holes with more focus than any game deserves, which was an interesting line.
Makes him sound very pleasant to be around.
Well, that's the thing about Tiger. Maybe that's what Norm admires about him, is that hardcore tunnel vision.
What do you think Tiger is like, Norm, in 25 years? Does he go the way of Arnie and the rest, very calm and kind of a jolly old fella, or does he maintain an unbelievably...
As in Sam Snead, maybe?
Yes, perhaps similar to that.
I would compare him more in his retirement to Johnny Carson,
Oh.
to a golfer.
How about Ben Hogan?
Did Ben Hogan vanish?
Yeah, he was...
Almost under the steering wheel of a 56 Buick.
Well, do you know the story we're talking about?
No.
Well, it's one of the greatest stories of redemption
oh, dear.
in the history of not only the
Not
majors,
great.
but of golf itself.
End of life.
Everyone's run it that way.
And of redemption.
Well, let's continue to talk about what happened.
Oh, yeah, what's the resolution from last night?
Oh, yeah.
Well, Josh, what's the name of your podcast? Your Deaf Frat Guy podcast?
Oh,
So
this
maybe
is how-
one day,
This is how it happened.
this
is
will
how it
all be
happened.
on the Deaf Frat Guy
Isn't that how it
podcast.
started?
Because we started to do
By the way,
it
the
as
deaf
a...
prop guy is way better than the deaf frat guy.
Oh, what is
I
it?
want to see the deaf
The
prop
deaf
guy.
prop guy. Wow.
What is the name of it?
Wow.
Deaf frat guy.
Yeah, isn't that what I said?
Well, you said deaf prop guy, which is
I said
amazing.
frat guy, but I mumble, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I was insecure about
We have it
my
on tape.
True. That's been going around a lot. So yeah, we were just to do a podcast with Norm.
It said he's a deaf prop guy. We're getting a lot.
I did?
Yeah, we're getting a lot.
This one says, who is...
Wait.
Apparently someone thinks I drive a 56 Buick.
Oh.
I'm not
Who's
sure
the guy
what
that looks like a
means.
retarded Stevie Ray
Tyrone
Fromstein?
We
Frazier.
didn't have
It'd
to
probably be
repeat
me,
that.
I
It's
guess.
a classic Tyrone Frazier comment.
This
Yeah.
says Kristen Long says golf puts me to sleep, but not golf with Norm Macdonald.
Oh, that's my wife.
And that comes from Kristen Long. And if Kristen wants to get it on, then
I think I just told you that's my wife.
Spieth with a hard-earned par.
but Lefty.
And now is Rose. Oh, there's Rose lining it up.
Watch Lefty, because Lefty is coming. Expect something big from this shot, folks.
This is his third, though,
Yeah.
on the
Third
par
on
4.
the par 4. Well, expect something really big then.
No less than a hole out.
Here comes Lefty. Watch that ball.
Oh, just too much.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
dear.
You were right there. Why didn't you...
These treacherous green complexes.
Even though-
Almost seems like Norm
And
was
that's for
incorrect.
par.
Oh.
He's
He's going to drop one.
Yeah.
that disappointing par on 3 has really taken the wind out of his sails.
Justin Rose, he can't miss anything. 4 back. He really
Wow.
He needs
Okay.
a 2-shot swing somewhere, I think, in this. He can't just do it one at a time.
That's right.
Spieth's not going to back up.
Yeah, it could be the next hole. We'll see.
We'll see. 2-shot swing, what we're looking for.
Now, looks like, is DJ making the most moves within earshot of the leaders?
Before
Yeah.
we have a little time here before the next drive by the
That's him
the
going
leaders
to 2 under
at
on the
4.
day.
2 on the
Let's
day.
hear the end of this story. What happened? And start with the podcast. The Deaf Frat Guy podcast and what exactly happened.
Well, we could... You want to bring Josh over here?
No, well, you start and then he'll join.
Well, we were just... I was helping tape a broadcast for... the
Podcast.
A podcast for the Deaf Frat Guy podcast, starring Josh Gardner, and with Norm. And but I was just I had a really good tape recorder, tape recorder, digital.
Okay.
So, but I think Josh thought I was trying to creatively steer the thing, but I was just trying to get good levels. And when it didn't go well, I was saying, okay, wait a minute, meaning let me stop the recorder for a second and get the levels right. But he thought, wait a minute, what you're doing sucks. So that kind of, I think that was sort of the misunderstanding,
I see.
the confusion.
Were there any beverages involved here, or is this straight?
There was some other things involved in terms of inebriatory.
Could have caused a little more agitation.
Yeah,
perhaps,
no, I mean,
yeah.
definitely. It's hard to imagine this whole thing would take place if we had been sober. Hard to imagine.
So this has
We would've
nothing
had
to
the
do with the golf
same-
club then?
What?
I thought this was a golf club related.
No, it just sort of, that was a bit of backdrop.
Okay.
Okay,
You know,
not an easy drive here off 5.
Who is this?
Towards Berkman's place.
Who is it?
That's right.
What, Spieth?
Spieth.
Spieth is...
Uh-oh.
Spieth finds trouble. Spieth finds trouble. Spieth.
Frazier is down.
Charlie Hoffman.
He's sort of the forgotten man, isn't he?
Yep. Where's Hoffa, man? No?
Atheists tend to be insufferable. What did Fromstein do to piss off my main man, Josh?
Oh.
From Monk Fan 72. I don't know, I feel that's support is going against me.
Justin Rose, we'll see if he takes full advantage of this opportunity. He plays it safe. He's on the right side of this hole, so if he can get up and down, he needs birdies, needs them bad. Mickelson scrambling now to stay.
Stay relevant.
At 12 under.
That looks...
Nope. That hurts.
Norm, do you have any interest in revising your prediction for the day?
Of 20?
No, of Phil Mickelson being our champion.
Ricky Fowler for Eagle.
Now, did he predict that, or were you merely rooting for it?
Rooting
Just
interest.
rooting for it, yeah.
I think we're really missing out here on a fashion update with. There's another one, folks. We are up to 39, possibly 40 Eagles on the day.
But I'd give it right now, I'd give it to Justin Rose. 4 back.
No kidding?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. After what we saw in the second hole, sure.
Well,
And there he is, making a circle, Phil Mickelson.
He's not even at the ball.
Oh my gosh.
Well, he
it's,
makes
it's
a
a,
circle.
a little routine of
See,
his.
he goes all around.
That's a big miss. It's about a foot away.
So how did it end up? At one point, I remember
Okay.
you telling me that Josh said about you,
Yeah.
he gets the fucking bed. That's
Well,
bullshit.
that could have been a source of tension, that I'm sleeping on a bed and he's sleeping on the floor. But, you know, I arrived first. A couple days I preceded the imposing on Norm's hospitality first. Got the bed, the pull-down bed,
Murphy bed.
Murphy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Murphy bed.
You've been on that bed.
I've been on that bed. That sounded oddly romantic, but no, I've sat on that bed.
And
He has sat on the bed, and it was also romantic. So.
other sources of tension, I like it warm, Josh likes it cold. It's like one of those, you know, couples.
You guys see the original
You
Odd
came in,
Couple, huh?
you
Yeah.
came into my bedroom today, and you said, "Josh, turn the temperature up on you.
Oh,
Down.
clever move.
Made it cold."
That's turning it down, isn't it?
Is that true, Josh? Or a lie? Not true.
So, Stevie, would you say this built up over days, or was it, and it just came to a head?
No. No, in fact, it did not build up over days. It seemed to just happen suddenly because everything over days was fine.
Oh.
We get along very well. I like Josh, admire him. Think he's very funny. And so it's one of those things where when you're talking to somebody and suddenly you're kind of really surprised. Like I've made people mad at me in my life, especially maybe girlfriends, many times, but it's always different when you don't even know you did something
Oh.
than when you, okay, I understand why you're pissed
So, are you
off.
accusing Josh of maybe getting a little too angry over nothing?
Well, we'll have to hear his side to it, but I think he might cop to that.
Oh.
A
So
little
you're
bit.
you're preemptively setting him
can-
up for an apology.
After
Well-
he just called you a liar.
Pardon me?
After he just called you a liar.
Well, I mean, it's only one of two possibilities. Either I am a liar, in which case, how do you even trust what I'm saying now?
Well, I don't think anybody is like a liar all the time.
No.
Norm, do you want to? We have a question from.
If you're a liar all the time, you're basically telling the truth all the time.
Well, someone could figure out that you were. There's a classic riddle with the guard that
Yes.
says lies
Everything
all the
I
time.
say-
Oh, yeah.
On
And wasn't
Star
there a
Trek-
tiger? Wasn't there a tiger?
There may be a tiger.
Well, there's no
involved.
tiger today. Justin Rose at the 5th.
Well segued.
Wow, Rose, really. 4 back is not where he wants to be. He's thinking about the front 9. What can I shoot? What can I post?
Good shot here. We could have that
Live.
two-shot swing you've been
That's what I
discussing.
He seems to be
That's
unhappy
right.
with this, though.
He's gone.
Goodness gracious, what?
Oh, man.
I would venture to say that's a better spot to be in than not in the bunker.
Okay.
He is the preeminent bunker
Oh, is that
player
right?
Really?
of our generation.
Okay.
This is a guaranteed par. for
Well,
him.
I don't understand. I mean, I lost perspective on this hole. Where exactly is Jordan Spieth?
He drove way left.
He
He's
drove
either
left.
in the bunker or short of it.
And it looks like a weird bunker, doesn't
Oh,
it?
he's short of it. He's
got a
perfectly
break.
fine.
Maybe he knew what,
Much better
or maybe he
Look,
hit a
he's
club.
in perfect position.
Maybe he knew what he was doing.
Well, you don't place the ball there, but by golly. what a
But
shot
perhaps
that
he
And look at this
took a
green.
club that would be short of
Look,
those bunkers.
I mean, could he be in a better spot?
Unless he's got that tree to contend with.
But he's got to go
He's
over
gonna
the
draw.
sand
He's
trap,
gonna draw
right?
around
Well,
it.
yeah,
I'm sure.
that's,
Yeah.
for
Yep.
them, that's not an
That's
issue.
nothing?
Yeah.
He's going to have to draw
They
this
don't even
ball.
see that.
I see.
There are some branches of a tree, and now tree, of course, is 90% air, but
Yeah.
it's 10% wood.
Oh, he is. He's aiming well
I
right.
would not want to be where he is right now. I don't think.
Norm, I feel like in your golf game you hit the 10% quite commonly. Is that is that accurate?
Where is Josh Gardner, I wonder?
Okay, let's see.
Well, he did pull the draw, but
Watch this hit the green.
Oh, he
boy.
missed one. He does not miss many greens.
That's an okay place to miss, though.
You think?
Yeah, that's a fairly straight up the chute,
The hell, yeah.
which I'm sure no one will acknowledge that.
You've been
comment.
very optimistic this hole. I don't want to crush.
Well, Phil.
okay. Here comes Josh Gardner. Let's bring him in here.
There we go.
He can sit in my spot, and
what was it?
until the next, we can sort this out and get this behind us.
What was your
Sunday,
impression when you sort of were suddenly woken up?
I was woken up by Josh, and I don't like violence, threats of violence, and that's what I didn't like.
Right.
It takes it to a whole different level, and all of a sudden you don't know what's true and what's not, because one person might be, scared.
Ernie Els.
Okay.
Has he done it?
So-
Oh, no, he hasn't done it.
Let's hear about it from the two.
Are they okay
participants.
next to each other, Norm, or should something
Well,
be in
Sure,
between?
no.
I think now we're sober. The light of day.
Oh, Josh?
Josh Gardner.
Well, no. Pause.
We're just announcing his arrival.
Nothing was done that was worthy of applause.
Morning,
A
Josh.
putter was stolen. A man's health was threatened.
This is worth watching.
Okay, let's hear it.
Dustin Johnson with
Justin Johnson's
a
powerful.
terrific shot there. and,
Well, Josh now
terrific.
trying to put on sunglasses to look like a badass or something. It's not working. Let's.
In a terrific tournament, in a terrific state, a terrific
Well, I have to retake that chair
nation of
momentarily.
ours.
We
And
have
one
to-
of the greatest things about this nation is our judicial system and the fact that a man has the
How
right
did you feel when?
to defend
how did you feel when
herself.
your podcast was being done by Steve? Let me ask you that question.
I was confident. Steve and I had gotten along fantastically all week, despite
And why did you tell him that?
the situation, which was
Why did you tell him that
becoming
he was
untenable
Why did
and
you tell him
painful.
he was trying to take control of your podcast? Then
I felt
did you
that
believe it?
What was becoming untenable?
my situation,
Oh,
not
being on the
yours,
floor, you
Steve,
mean?
being on the floor in the heat
With the cat.
with the cat. I'm allergic,
Allergic
to
to
cats.
cats.
You had a very averse reaction to the cat.
I'm more. I'm as Norm said.
Boy, did that stop.
You know what it was?
He
I
had been
think,
allergic to pussy
I
for
think
20
Josh
years.
got up on the wrong side of the floor yesterday.
Now, you may ask Josh if this situation indeed was so bad. Why did you go out and play golf with Tim? Why did you lose his club? I didn't. It was not my intention to go play golf. I felt that I was dragged there. I left the club there. I did not even think that I was borrowing your club. If I did, I apologize. Steve, to you, I apologize.
No need to apologize. This
I
is just
felt
good
I was
podcast
under.
material.
I felt that since we got off the air yesterday, I have felt a hostility which is verging on ferocious.
Hostility.
Look what just happened to Jordan
Whoa.
Spieth.
Stub to chip, huh?
That's the second
He
one. He
stubbed
stubbed it on
the chip.
He
17.
did it exactly yesterday, yeah.
This guy keeps writing himself though.
Yeah, he makes a mistake and then hits the putt the next hole.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to do with these
But
apologies.
hostility from the inside or coming at you or going out from you, you mean?
It could be both.
He said three things.
It's that kind of clarity, I think. that-
Jordan Spieth at the fifth.
But the act.
Gonna lose a stroke here, you would think.
So
Do you want to revisit your optimism?
Did you at any point?
Well, I
think
didn't realize
it was
Jordan
my-
Spieth would
that
choke.
I was
a
responsible
simple
for the
chip
loss of
shot.
the putter.
I sure did
is
not.
this a Nick Cage
No, it
impression?
could have been.
I don't know what he's doing, but I'm just asking, you said that Steve was trying to steal your podcast. Sabotage it. Do you feel that way still?
In a perfect world,
Do you feel that way right now?
no, I do not right now because you know why?
So he was
Because
right.
I've let it go.
Well,
Whoa.
I've let it go.
You let it go, that means you
that
do.
means you believe it.
Yeah.
I've let it go. It's a non-issue. You could ask me another completely different question. I'd have the same neutral
Was he
answer for
falsely
you.
accused of something yesterday? Did you do that to him?
I was accused on the ride over for having footwear that smelled offensive to you.
No, you said that.
I begged for the window.
That's not in the hole,
A
folks.
shot at a
Get in the
double
hole.
bogey. A shot at a double bogey.
We could have
Okay.
2 shots
The
in line.
non-apologia is over. I have to take my spot here. This is an important moment. Here you go. You can take this, and you know what you can do with that. Shove it up your asshole.
Oh, I think.
Oh, I thought
they
you.
meant
But
don't
I
lose
thought
it.
you were.
No, don't lose
It's
it
one of
again.
those jokes.
Don't lose it again.
Thank you, Josh.
All right.
Oh no, I'll get off the podcast.
Are we going to see a double
A double.
by Jordan Spieth?
I think he makes
How
it.
about that?
A double would open the
We
door
could
for
have
Mickelson
a
even.
three-shot swing.
We could. Well,
Rory and the
no, because Rose is lying 3.
Oh yes.
Phil will want that.
Oh boy!
Boom.
Rory.
The Rory Tiger pairing has produced 0 fireworks so far. Tiger has a bogey, and I think Rory is
Ricky
all pars,
Fowler
right?
-5.
Okay.
To possibly tie the low score of the day. And Woods is. Did we know that Woods made a bogey on?
Woods made a
On
bogey.
4?
Yeah.
Okay, this will test your nerves. Spieth so far has been playing
Oh boy.
like a man beyond.
Possessed.
All right.
Just a 1-shot swing.
And now
If Jordan makes.
Justin Rose
If,
has to
Justin.
make this putt.
Okay.
I think he makes.
And then we're back to your 3-shot.
Well, the danger's
I just pulled that number out of the air.
No, 3 shots an interesting.
Yeah, that's
number.
sort of
I think you
right
need to
though, isn't
defend
it?
your position a little more firmly.
I believe
I
in
didn't-
that.
I didn't wanna
3-shot.
act like
it's an
I-
interesting number, 3.
Are there any socks around in the studio?
There's been an issue. I may as well just put everything out on the table. There's been an issue at my apartment since Steve and Josh moved in of a smell.
You mean with 3 grown men in a 1-bedroom apartment? I don't.
Well,
No, a specific smell.
Oh.
He made
Josh,
it.
Wow.
Picked up
Josh
a stroke.
swears it comes from his feet.
Fantastic bunker
He
shot.
says his feet have smelled bad for years.
No, not for years, just with this pair of sneakers. In fact, I never wear synthetic footwear.
He asked people to smell his socks yesterday. No one would do it.
well, every time Josh would go to the fridge and open it, it seemed
smell
to
came
smell.
out. The smell came
And we
from
thought
the
it was,
fridge.
maybe it was the Middle Eastern food that I'd purchased.
Yeah, he bought all kinds
But it
of
turns out
Wow.
it was just Josh at the fridge
So
because
there's
it
three,
was
let me
his
just
feet.
recap. 3 grown men,
Yeah.
1-bedroom apartment, synthetic sneakers worn without socks.
Yeah, without
Middle
socks.
Eastern food. You're trying to get us to believe
me.
there's a smell in there?
Well,
But I was not involved in it, you notice at all.
No, I know,
Right,
but I'm
notice
I'm
Norm
just
wasn't contributing any smells to the.
I'm
The
shocked.
other day, I was sitting in the kitchen, and this guy comes out of my bathroom, using my favorite towel to wash God knows what on his body, and he throws the towel down on the floor. He says, "When's the maid come to this place?" You remember saying that?
Well, I remember saying that, but I never threw a towel on the floor that wasn't already on the floor.
Speak of Freddie in that way.
Now, I
Yeah.
subscribe.
In fact, I never threw a towel on the
subscribe
floor.
to the old.
I might have used
often
the towel
call
that
Freddie
was on the
hardest
floor.
working man in show business.
Oh yeah.
There's an
Freddie
old
Bowers.
saying: house guests are like fish. They start to stink after. I said 3 days. Steve said 11 days.
Ben Franklin said
11
3 days.
days.
So.
Yeah, isn't that the same? After like a few months, they start to. You go, hey,
I feel like the fish are usually dead.
how's the house? How's the apartment hunting going?
If I remember correctly, Spieth was had that 3-shot lead only for 1 hole, and he immediately put it back to 4, didn't he?
Yeah,
another
that's
12
right.
hole.
And on one, Rose pulled within 1, but only for 40 seconds or so, until Spieth birdied on top of him.
So Rose is continuing to apply the pressure.
He is. He's playing well. Now, the 6th hole, it's interesting.
He can't make a mistake, though, the poor fellow.
That's right. You know,
Tell
fans
us about
are...
the 6th hole. Jeff.
Oh, yes.
Well, it's a downhill par 3 with a very treacherously sloping green. You're hitting a short to medium iron, so, you know, they can hit a pretty controlled shot. But as in so much of Augusta, you miss your target by a yard or 2, and it's the difference between a birdie putt and,
Trying to save.
a desperate.
Long par.
Now, see the fans,
see,
see the
there you
fans
go.
on the hill there. They're hitting. We can't see them from this angle, but they're actually hitting it over the heads of fans. And the 16th pond and green is just to the right.
Hitting it over the heads of fans.
They're on the hill right below, watching.
Oh, I see.
Perhaps we'll get an angle from the other side.
Oh, because they have to draw the ball in.
It's a great vista, though, because the famous 16th par 3 is just to the right of where we're
I'd love
looking
to see
now.
a shot tracker, but they don't allow it in Augusta.
If they did, they wouldn't call it a shot tracker.
No.
Oh,
They'd have a dignified name for it.
No, it doesn't. It's gone.
So long.
that's a
That's
mishit.
Oh, man.
Oh,
That's
these
a
green
big-
Look at that.
complexes.
Look at that. And
Oh.
that means that Spieth can get that shot right back.
And he will.
Let's look and see if at the corner of his mouth any saliva drips.
What if he hit the rake? Does that?
And look at that.
I think they
You know,
would move that rake. It's only a.
So this is exactly what Jeff
Masters.
Martin said. The difference is about, in that case, it was about 6 inches, wasn't it?
Remember I did the dinosaur tournament, and there was like people on, like when you're driving, there's people on either side like that, and I can't hit a wood, and I was just scared to death that I was going to kill somebody if I hit it off the ground.
It looks like he might have
Yeah,
pulled
he
that
likes
one a
it.
little
Yeah,
left,
going
folks.
yeah. Ooh.
And that's no bag of donuts either.
No.
Oh, indeed.
And what does
So
that
they-
mean?
Well, a bag of donuts is like a
Good
donkey
thing.
ride to heaven, you know.
That's absolutely right.
Okay.
The 100th green hitting regulation, meaningless.
I have no
Goodness
perspective
gracious.
on what that
We
means.
had a lengthy discussion earlier, Norm, about the meaningless statistics.
Oh, really?
At the Masters, yes.
So many times. I find it most prevalent in football because,
Yeah.
you know, the seasons are so small. Well, that team hasn't been that team in 9 years. Well, maybe they faced each other 3 times.
But baseball, as we were talking also.
Well, baseball.
He hasn't struck out the first 6 batters since 2013. And if you're going to say something since, there has to be a time frame of, I think,
More than 3
minimum
weeks.
minimum 25 years.
I think baseball has trouble where there's some records that are so long that they create ones that are much shorter
Yeah.
that are then meaningless, you know.
Now, Ricky Fowler is having, looks like, about the best day among people.
500?
500?
5 under.
Well, 500
Never-
is
Have you ever seen Ricky in person?
Ricky Fowler?
Yes.
I'll let Steve answer that.
Boy, is he good looking.
Wow.
I was going to say,
I don't believe he has.
no, he is teeny tiny. He's just taking up very, very little space. And you think, can this guy,
Yeah.
I mean, I know he takes a great athletic big swing and gets pretty good distance, but it's like, man, well, that,
Have you seen slow motion of his golf swing? Like his shoulders are literally still turning to the right while his hips are going to the left
Wow.
and generating just massive amounts of club head speed.
I hear he came down Magnolia Lane in a tiny carriage pulled by 6 mice.
Oh,
earlier in the
interesting.
week, yeah, so.
Was it a hollowed out pumpkin?
That can be an advantage.
You look
Real
very
serious.
handsome indeed.
Very serious analysis there, and it was not what I agreed.
Yes.
No, he looks
Elating
like,
on every word.
I'm just saying, he looks like he could dance a jig in the palm of your hand. He's very tiny. But he finished in the top 5 of all 4 majors last
Wow.
year. You know that, Steve.
Absolutely.
And,
Who?
Fowler.
But I've always, Fowler, I think.
Big guy. I've met him in person. I really look up to him.
Okay, all right. It's all perspective.
Maybe it's me.
All right, let's, boy, oh boy, would Justin Rose have been in a great position if that ball had just gone a little further now. Look at that. Ooh. Oh my gosh. He's gonna,
he sure didn't want it to roll back to his feet.
Down.
Yes. And Phil Mickelson almost chipped in from that same line of just earlier.
That's right.
but if we're going to look at
Almost chipped in for birdie,
look
though.
at the probability
right.
here, it's going to be exactly
But-
what I said. Spieth's going to grab the shot.
You said it. You
back.
called another one.
And I don't
Really?
just throw this out willy-nilly. This is
A tough.
Oh, you see the
Three-putt
16th over there,
territory.
Norm?
Okay. Three-putt
huh?
territory, says Chad. Last time he said that, he was
Yeah, and then it's
absolutely
a great
correct.
vista.
Here's the great Phil Mickelson trying to hole out here. Gets
Okay.
it.
Oh, doing one of these mini golf shots that
Yeah.
Augusta gives you.
Well,
Oh
it's
yeah, this is
it's a little
7.
clinic he puts on using the spin and the backstop, and
Wow.
just watch this ball and watch what happens.
That went a lot better than I thought.
Phil is okay.
Jesus.
In your life.
Look at that.
In your life.
In your life.
Oh my
That
God.
was masterful.
Phil Mickelson.
Amazing.
You know, I think when I see those shots, if he was able to hit it 25 yards in the exact, why couldn't he have just hit it 12 yards to right there?
Wow.
Like, why did he have
Not
to
as
take
impressive.
the long route? But
Maybe
you don't get
a better
points.
percentage play, perhaps.
Yeah.
He didn't even call it off the side grass onto the.
Dustin,
DJ,
out of the pines,
Dustin Johnson. Look at that.
showing his
Look at that
firepower.
swagger.
Yeah, you were looking where I was.
First time you
Yeah.
see him, first time you see him on a golf course, you say, "Who's that?"
Right.
Right?
And what is that? Here's Jordan Spieth.
Who wears it better? The guy on the far right in the green or me?
You have a great,
thank
great
you.
golfer's body.
The less fat guy for sure.
Yeah, well,
Hats off.
Where,
Chad has the body of a 1920s baseball player.
I'm nicer than his mom.
I'll take that.
Yeah,
Babe Ruth.
never miss the opportunity to
So,
say something nice, right? And
That's hardly three-putt territory.
Okay, well, what would Justin Rose give for that leave after two shots?
Well, he said three-putt territory.
Chad's
I'm
been
gonna
known to be a
go on
wildly
a limb and
inaccurate.
say 2-putt.
All right. So all of a sudden, it's Justin Rose. And this is exactly what you said.
He's able to.
You're 6 inches from you got your birdie putt, and now you're scrambling to save a par.
He has not faltered for more than one hole at a time, has he? Tiger has made 2 bogeys on the
two
day.
over, yeah.
Then they did not deign to show us the second one, I think. No,
Tiger just can't reach a green in
Nice.
2. Tiger just can't reach a green in 2. In the par 5.
Which I think we should have these players outgrown Augusta's par 5s.
Well, this is a question I asked
Oh, low 30 minutes ago.
when I first came here.
Right, Wes?
I like all the eagles and birdies. I like the scoring
Word for word.
opportunities.
Word for word.
Every
the whole 54.
every tournament shouldn't be the U.S. Open.
All right. Very tough putt for Justin Rose, or he's
He made
4
one.
back again.
He made one of this length on 18 yesterday.
That's a nice putt.
No.
sir.
No.
So just like that, Spieth grabs it again.
He does.
And he's 4 back.
Have we ever been so excited or interested in a 4-shot lead? I mean, it seems like they're trading blows, but
But they're not really.
they're not really.
Well, the
It's-
longer
But-
it lasts, it's like a basketball game. The clock is on the
A 2-shot swing can always happen.
Yeah, but
huh?
it's like a basketball game with
Now,
a
Rory-
13-point lead. you know.
Rory has
Yeah.
the firepower.
Gets to 10 and then
certainly.
it gets to 16.
more than enough. Rory has 50 yards to spare.
Of course, the difference is there's no defense in golf, so it's the one sport where you can't stop the other fellow.
And it makes it hard because, as they say, defense wins championships.
And defense does win
It
championships.
does.
Not in golf.
Not in golf. Although when you're playing against your playing partner who is at the same level, you can certainly, if you see their shot, make an
Now, can
adjustment.
DJ get into
If you're
that?
not
No,
playing
no,
against
no.
the course, you're not going to win.
Well, it's easy to see what celebutante Paulina
Well-
Gretzky
I thought
Yes.
sees in the father of her
She has
child.
not been
That
featured
was-
on the camera a lot.
that wasn't
She may
much
not
of
be.
an,
No,
wasn't much of an apology by.
By Josh?
It was one of those non-denial denials.
Yeah.
Well, I thought there was an interesting remark here somewhere, Norm. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, Josh looks dangerous today. That's what I'll be paying attention to more than the golf.
Well, don't give him any ideas. The Fromstein, Gardner,
I think that's what this,
an obvious case of roid rage.
Oh.
Stevie Ray is obviously juicing.
Stevie Ray, is that true?
I'd say.
Have you done a cycle of maybe an HGH or something?
HGH?
The cream, the clear? Any of
What's
that?
that?
What's that? What's how you develop
I don't
such
think we should
a,
Oh, that's how I got my musculature.
I don't think we should discourage rumors that hints that violence
Speed.
is coming.
Has it to 17 under par.
Bogey here yesterday. Will he make things right? As
Is this the
been-
drivable par 4?
No.
No, we've passed.
right again.
Especially
right.
not when you.
Now that's way right. That is serious business.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Yeah.
That could be
And-
out of bounds, folks. It will not be out of bounds no matter what, but
But it though the.
Josh, we have a fashion person here. Ricky Fowler
Oh,
is on
Really,
16 and putting.
a dynamic look, almost a tangerine pant.
Putting. He already has the best round of the day
Wow.
going.
Oh, nice.
And that's not going to stop
Wow,
it.
Ricky Fowler gets to 7 under.
That's a guy that's not going to get hit by a golf cart today. Golf cart.
He will bring some serious color to Augusta's fairways today.
Justin Rose.
Oh, he's.
And
he
he
might be
is
going a
looking
little
right. Goodness gracious, you don't do that.
Oh wow.
Well, you get some.
Oh, no.
What?
Worse by
Unlucky.
this. Now this is a very well bunkered
Wow.
green, of
Very
course.
obese
Good
crowd, it would seem,
gracious.
patrons there.
I don't.
How do you do that? Tiger
Tiger
Woods
on the eighth.
using the.
And
Stop.
Less effect than
was
Phil.
that maybe the chip of a man who's losing a little interest?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, one thing we missed by not having the volume on here, Norm, is Tiger on the 13th tee. You remember he hit a very crooked drive, and he said, "Oh my effing God!"
Oh.
And then they replayed it and showed him say it again.
Whoa.
I caught that on the. I mean, not to censure him, but to just to show.
They just didn't.
And
I think they didn't
without-
catch it. I think they didn't catch it the first time.
Yeah.
And do you know, Colin Montgomery in the recap last night said that Tiger's ball on that 14th hole, there's off the 13th hole. Sorry, off the 13th hole, there's a restroom, not 120 yards from the tee, and that's what Tiger's ball hit, and ricocheted right back towards the golf course. He said that it would be near impossible to try and hit that restroom.
Adidas puts a huge focus on brand recognition at the majors, and one way the company does this is by scripting each of its players with its signature look. For Jason Day, that means he'll sport the Climate Chill bonded print polo, an array of colors over the 4 days. The contrast detailing on the placket, collar, and sleeves adds a classic touch to this modern high-tech shirt.
It's true.
That
We're all going to be wondering where Spieth's ball is. I think that's right now.
Will either of them be
consideration.
stymied? Yeah.
So often you look and oh by gosh, he has a window somewhere.
Yeah, they always seem to.
Well, perhaps they can do what Mickelson did, which was put it in front of the green there and then roll it all the way to the back of the green and back. I'm saying it like it's
are you
easy.
talking about this shot right here?
I'm not. This is Tiger for birdie after an indifferent chip.
He's got it. I'd put everything on the fact that he puts this in on the right side of the hole is where you have to aim it. There you go.
Okay.
No.
So Tiger, 5 under.
He never misses.
He does look like a broken man, though, doesn't he?
Well,
No,
two
he-
bogeys.
I mean, if you said before the week started, how about your 5 under, in the front 9? I think he would have taken it.
I think so. Well, I don't know if he has that
well,
perspective
Not only that,
at the moment.
Is he what, third group from the end?
He also
I
hasn't-
mean, remarkable. That is just
he hasn't
remarkable.
played 72 holes in more than a year.
That's incredible.
2 months ago, wouldn't you have said, can he compete at the Masters? Are you kidding? He's probably through.
He's got to be thrilled.
His body's
maybe he's
He was
falling
on the front
apart.
page yesterday.
Maybe he was feeling like a real.
Now look at this. Just how does this happen?
Is he just going to hit it low? I think he's just going to hit it low and run
He's
it up in
gonna-
front of the green
well,
like Mickelson did.
I think he can get greedy here and then not be really punished for it.
those
There's
trees,
a hole low between the trees. What can happen?
Now, here's
He's going to
the,
go over.
this seventh pin is tucked dangerously close to the front bunkers.
Okay.
So all Spieth's doing here is punching out. He will not be anywhere near the,
So
he's not gonna be
what will
going
he have
to
left?
the green.
170?
No,
160?
he'll set it up to his favorite number, as they
Like
say.
110.
Probably
Well,
closer
then-
to 95.
Well, then he's fine. Look at.
You don't think he'll put it right in
Goodness
front of the
gracious.
traps? Like,
I don't think so,
like,
because I
like
think
where
he wants to
Mickelson
get-
It
was?
is Justin Rose that has the worst position. This is
Yeah.
unbelievable to me.
Rose's ball was bouncing crazily right.
Remember, this is where Mickelson hit it way on the back of the green and it rolled down close. So if Spieth has the course knowledge that everyone
Well, there's no way
claims he
Speed
has,
is going for the green.
No, but remember, Mickelson was short of the green and chipped his third up and it rolled back close.
What if you're in the bunker? Are you okay?
That's,
or is this,
again,
is this
you
a
can
tough
You're going to
bunker?
You
use
can
the
hit it to
hill.
the back.
You're going to use the slope.
Pretty interesting situation.
I don't believe he goes for the green.
No, not even close.
It's not what I would do.
That
Oh,
might have
really?
clipped
Wow.
a
That
tree.
looks
That
like
may
it
have
did.
clipped a tree.
He was taking that on, wasn't he?
And look at that,
Wow.
folks.
Got
That is
lucky.
the luck of a
Wow.
Masters champion.
Wow.
Wow, wasn't.
Some men make their own
Oh
luck,
my
Chad.
Yes.
goodness gracious.
Men like Jordan Spieth.
Luck is what happens when you prepare
A master Spieth.
something.
When
Luck,
preparation
two
meets
things.
What
opportunity.
happens
Yes.
when the
I know there's two
opportunity-
things you got to do.
I stole that from someone
With a
on
lot
the
of
feed.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
This
got
is
no.
He's got a half a follow through.
Got no follow.
Oh, no, he's got plenty of follow through.
Does he?
I'm not sure.
But when preparation meets luck, then you're really in good shape.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Tell that to the Indianapolis Colts fans.
You got a Ben Franklin thing going with your
Franklin?
commentary.
Well, you know, like
Here's
little.
Josh.
I like to be
Gardner.
quotable.
Shoeless Josh Gardner.
Shoeless Josh. It's almost a martial arts look to him.
He's got a crazed look.
Acrid, sour.
A fashion expert who knows when he's got a shirt that works, he wears it.
I was noticing in terms of fashion, it seems that most of the players are
Yeah,
wearing.
he hit that tree on the follow through, folks.
He had to,
And he had to lay up
had to
also.
shorten that backswing, didn't he?
Wow.
That's rather the
Oh, and look
follow-through.
where it is. It's way to the right.
no.
Oh.
Oh, it's among the patrons.
The rose is wilting in the hot Augusta
That's right.
sun.
Open a window.
Beautiful.
Well, bad luck, but
Uh-oh.
does he come out with a? Oh, way over there.
Now, those were two very decisive shots.
This could be it, really.
It could be. What?
No, I don't think he posts a high score here. I think he gets away
Yeah,
with
but
par.
Spieth is going to have
But
his
that,
putter out. Who'd have thought?
Yeah, I think they'll both have par, but I mean,
You think he can make par from over there?
He must have clipped a tree with the ball must have hit a tree.
One of the further down.
Yeah.
the follow through.
Yeah, but the follow through is meaningless to the flight of the ball.
Oh,
the
no.
club follow through.
I disagree with that. What do you think?
Meaningless to the ball flight? No, I think you're going to have a lower trajectory if you can't follow through.
Right, but it's not. It had nothing to do with where the
With
ball
what
ended
happened
up.
here, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you two whispering about?
Are they fighting?
No, go ahead.
I told you. No, I'm kidding. No, we're just talking about.
I
But I'm
said-
saying his mic is live, so.
His mic's live. What were you going
Plotting
to say?
something
Mike?
sinister.
Yeah, what do you want to talk
Mike.
about?
I said that Steve, maybe as a gesture of my apology and my reticence to do any further damage and my reluctance, Steve should take over some of the fashion stuff.
Well, he actually
Right.
that,
If you
that was
want.
part of his big compliment to you
Oh,
yesterday.
well, that's
But
good.
there was
Oh, that seemed
All right,
unlucky.
but still, that's
there was
that's holdable.
Do you think that's? I wonder if that's more downhill than it looks because it
Not
didn't look
interested.
too bad. But I wonder if
The
that's
power of these guys, a 570-yard uphill hole, reaching into. I'm
accusations
sorry,
of
what?
theft. No accusations of theft,
Theft or
Oh,
miscellaneous
really?
intellectual
equipment?
property. Well, a golf club, but also some interviews yesterday that Steve.
Wow. So we're going to be talking
Well,
about
here's what
golf,
happened.
we're going to be talking about life,
What
and maybe
happened
we'll
is
be talking about
Steve,
murders
Steve interviewed
before the
me,
night is done.
and so did Deaf Frat Guy. And Deaf Frat Guy feels that Steve maybe sabotaged.
All right, well, I wouldn't want to sow any seeds of discontent, but Steve mentioned to me this morning that he was thrilled at having hijacked the Deaf Frat Guy podcast last night.
That was said in confidence.
See?
Well, let's see now what Justin Rose can do.
We're going to have a blood fight before this podcast is done.
I mean,
stay tuned.
Look at
Hopefully not my
very,
dog.
very little.
Look at the gentleman on the right. Look at his
This has to be a
fashion.
flop shot. This thing has to stop.
That's an unfortunate outfit.
This thing has to stop on a dime because there's not much green to work with. That looks perfect, folks.
But he's got a lot of room behind it.
That looks. Can he spin that
Oh,
back?
my
wait
God.
a minute.
Can he spin that back into the hole?
I think so.
Can he spin it
Yes.
into the hole?
Yes.
Oh! It broke at the last second.
my God.
And that might have been the shot that started Rose's engine. By golly.
Oh my God.
That authentically looked like it was going, didn't it?
Oh my
Very
effing God.
exciting.
To quote Tiger Woods.
What's that?
Oh my effing God, to quote Tiger Woods.
Yes.
Tiger Woods.
I was more
My
decorous than
goodness
Tiger.
gracious.
Wow.
Let's take another look at that and see the break right at the last, almost like a donut.
Wow.
Shot of the game.
Here's the shot.
There's that
Interesting-
guy
interesting
again
how
with
they
the-
did it exactly
With the
what I
green
called for.
sweater, the vest, the visor.
Now look at this,
We're all
look at
winners.
this.
Look at that.
It's rolling, it's rolling. Everybody thinks it's directly online. Is it domed? There it turned.
Oh, it's like,
That's a domed hole, boy.
that's a big fuck you.
Let's talk about domed holes and whether they should be banished. So now, Spieth, suddenly the pressure goes to him.
Yeah.
He's chipping,
wow.
he's not
Look at
putting.
this.
This
And
shot
it's
is
not much of a chip.
this
Wait-
shot is
wait till
harder
where
than we
it
thought. I
ends.
think.
No, it's not going to come back.
Not all the way.
gonna
We'll
stop.
edit that out.
Okay.
Stop, just like I said.
There you have it.
No need to edit anything out.
Let's
from
talk
this
about
guy.
chromed, or rather domed
Domed-
greens. Let's talk
domed
about
holes.
that. Domed holes. Let's talk about that for a moment, if we could.
Sure.
Okay.
Ask the panel what they think.
There's
What's
a little
your take on it?
sportsmanship, from Jordan?
What's your take, Tim, on domed holes?
Well, I used to have-
Should they be banned from the
have-
game permanently?
I think they should. I've had difficulty in about 1988 at the Wallex Youth Mini Golf Course. The 17th hole had a domed hole. It was extremely frustrating. So I think at the professional level, it is surely even more so. And they should be eliminated.
I mean, how do you play it?
Oh,
you,
my
just,
God.
you just hit it hard and take the dome out of play and
I think that's the.
try to can
It's
it?
the only route, right?
Yeah, that's the only. Your only. You know, the one thing they do say about a domed hole though is you're always putting uphill.
Oh, that makes sense.
Thank you.
For
do
the
you think-
non-golfers
do you
out
think,
there among us, could we even further elaborate on a domed hole? What is
There's
it? Where do you
actually,
find them? And how do you make them work for you?
Outside of Tim's childhood mini golf, there's no such thing.
Oh, really?
You won't find him here on the tour.
No. But you would find at some of the lesser.
Web.com.
No. At some of the lesser tend
Westchester.
to yes golf courses, the greenskeeper who's getting a little tired or not paying as much attention when they cut the hole with them with their little and they pull it up. Sometimes they pull the surrounding
Interesting.
grass, and so it inadvertently creates
A domed
a
effect.
domed
yeah.
effect.
That's interesting.
Spieth for par.
And
No!
he misses
And
it,
that's
ladies
no
and
gimme-
gentlemen.
That's no gimme coming back. That's no gimme coming back.
Oh man,
Is he going to double?
don't you know that just a few minutes ago he thought, oh boy, I'm going to
Well,
pick up
when-
one shot at least,
when
at
he hit it
least
into the-
maybe
when he-
two.
when he-
Here's
hit it into-
Mickelson for eagle. This is an ever important.
Wow,
This
is
gets
big.
him
Boy, this is big.
to within 4.
Look at Phil Mickelson. Here
This will
comes
get him.
Lefty.
Oh, but look at where he's aiming. Oh
Here
boy.
comes Lefty. Look at the angle of
Look
this
where he's
putt.
look where he's aiming, Jeff.
Look where he's aiming. Do you see where he's looking, Steve Fromstein?
It seems to be.
Look where the hole is. You see where the hole is?
He's
Somebody should
90
tell him.
degrees.
Somebody should tell him the whole.
Here's the hole.
Get in the hole.
Okay,
And a terrible, terrible putt.
It's going to stay underneath. Then.
not good.
Wow.
Playing for the
Not
birdie,
good.
so-
Not good though.
His feet were completely facing the other way.
Yep, that's how you have to play it.
That gets him within 4.
Let's not kid ourselves.
But this
He's
next
picked
putt
up a
by
shot.
Jordan Spieth.
He's picked up a shot on
He's
Spieth.
pushed one. Rose will finish out here and grab his putt.
Oh!
He used all of it, and he
Oh,
wiggles his ass.
it's a touch of
wiggle his
waggle.
hot ass right in his face, and that's a chrome dome.
He did
His
an impression
asshole.
of the ball going in.
His asshole is like a domed hole.
And then he does it.
The way it,
That was over
It was outward.
360 degrees.
They edited before the. It's almost like a football celebration that was
Yeah.
edited in the.
Holy
Yeah.
cow.
And now, but
like Icky Woods buying cold cuts.
Yes.
yeah. Now,
Very fat Icky Woods.
Now this could be pushed. Don't be surprised. I told you it was coming. Double.
What were
Now,
they?
another
Still,
one-shot
though,
swing. So
what were-
back and forth they go. Now it's 3 again. Every time it's been 3, the next hole it's been 4. We'll look and find out if Spieth still has that in him. He keeps opening the door.
and now, watch this. Very important.
Injury.
That
I'm not
could-
playing well, so I think I have an injury.
Oh, I don't know about that. That could be a
Guys,
big
I
moment.
can't win. I probably should just
Chris
pack it
DeMarco
in.
said Tiger was not hurt at Torrey Pines. He
Yeah.
was embarrassed by his play.
Yeah. Oh,
I'd say that's a
there's
genuine injury.
yeah. There's a route at Augusta National, please.
That's what happens.
Oh, I hit a bad shot. Yikes. Oh gosh. Guys.
Boy, he faked that injury quickly. I
Can
gotta
someone
say.
get Lindsey Vonn, please?
Here's the question. If the ball had gone closer to the hole, would his injury have been as pronounced?
Not even no, not at all. I'm gonna have to.
And this is right there's the moment he
yeah.
decided to.
And by the
Held it
way,
first a little
fake
bit.
the
by the
injury.
way-
I believe that. That looks like.
and
a
by the
real
way,
twist. That-
you heard it here
I believe
first. That Tiger has not played 72 holes in over a year. That streak may still be
he's
alive
leaning.
at the end of
He's
today.
leaning akimbo
Hurt
here.
himself. I believe he hurt himself there.
Yeah,
Ladies
I
and
say
gentlemen,
walk-
something's rotten
I
in
say
Denmark.
walk off. Just leave the course.
Yeah,
I'm in pretty bad
off
shape, so I can
kilter.
identify
Okay,
with
all right.
any injury
Yeah.
based on anything that happens.
I mean, you know, the PGA is going, boy, if we had the power, we'd stop this. We'd,
well, then there's the
the most
question.
valuable asset.
Then there's
on
the question:
tour
then is
is
Tiger
injury.
even eligible for a PGA Tour event at this moment?
Oh.
Let's find out.
There's been rumblings.
Is the
Are
Masters
we,
is
are we
not
coming
a
to a
PGA
par
Tour.
5, by the way,
Masters is not
for
a-
Spieth?
Yes, we are.
Yes, the 8th hole.
The 8th hole,
But
boy, is this 8th hole become important. Am I right?
it is though. Does Spieth really have the firepower to overpower?
No. Spieth, this is where Spieth can lose because Spieth is not strong enough. He's not big enough. Now you put 20 pounds on Jordan
There
Spieth.
you go.
And you got yourself a monkey that'll do tricks for you.
It
all
could
day
have.
long.
Well, you Spieth.
But-
I was talking about a
but,
small
you know,
Ricky.
right now, all he's got in common with a monkey is that domed hole. You know, that big red.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, here's Justin.
I don't. That's what I was going to say. So I don't have to finish my sentence. No.
Great drive by Justin Rose. He can get there in 2 without question. Now, Spieth, look at the width of that fairway. You can't miss it.
Oh, and
thought you were
here's someone
gonna
we
say
haven't
shoulders.
seen from in a while.
Charlie.
Charlie Hoffman, 2
Oh,
over
the
on the
forgotten
day.
man.
Gee, I
Man.
wonder if this goes in.
I think they didn't have anything else to show.
No, it didn't go in.
Yeah, he's been poor.
Yeah.
Is he 2 over?
2 over.
Yeah.
Perhaps that was an eagle putt.
So, 3 strokes is the lead. Spieth with 11 holes to go. You can't really make a mistake here. He's hit it right.
Toward those traps? No.
No, he's fine. It's
Quite
a
safe.
very wide fairway. And he's past Justin Rose's ball.
All right. Now, Spieth, we were talking about how small Ricky Fowler is. Spieth is not that small.
Oh, is that right?
No, you see him in, he's like 6'1", you
never
know,
seen him.
170, something like that.
Above the hole.
Well, Spieth is a
That
growing
is,
boy.
Jeff,
that is
if you
difficult
were
for
to
Tiger
guess,
Yes.
Ricky Fowler's height and weight would be
5'8", 145.
Oh, wow. I'm going to go 5'9", 160 on the dot. Can we look that up, Chad?
Yep, I've got it right now.
No,
He
you
is
can't.
5'9" and 12 stone. No, I don't. He doesn't have his
I think
weight.
12 stone is very heavy.
now. Who is the most
More than 145.
They puff those up.
single most diminutive golfer that has graced the tour?
Corey Pavin.
Good question.
He's Ricky
5'1".
Fowler is 5'9", 150.
There was a player named
He's
Brian.
11 stone. I wasn't that far off.
Oh, really? My stone calculations have been out of practice, I fear.
So Corey Pavin.
5'6".
Oh, Corey Pavin supposedly is 5'9", 155.
Oh,
So
they
he-
puffed those up.
Let's have some fun, guys. Let's go to the other end of the spectrum. Let's talk about the largest, I call them athletes, on the tour. The largest athlete on tour in the last 20 years would be...
All right, that is fun.
Billy Ray Brown.
I would say at his worst, John Daly was quite poor.
John Daly was he was a surprisingly nimble, though, for a man of his carriage.
Craig Stadler, pretty heavy fellow.
He's fat too.
Billy Ray Brown, 6'3", 205.
Tim Herron was known as Lumpy.
Oh, Lumpy
Yes.
Heron. I believe they call Chad that as well.
Yes, Tim Herron is my nickname.
In terms
John
of,
Daly is 5'11", 215.
now we answered you with fat guys. If you're talking like a big muscular guy,
That's a different.
probably Dustin Johnson.
Maybe.
Bill Glass.
What about Jim Thorpe?
Big guy.
He was a
yeah,
big guy.
He was a big
Jim
fella.
Thorpe broke the leg of President Dwight Eisenhower while playing football at Army. A bit of trivia for you.
Same guy. Same
Yeah.
same name rather. Different guy.
Percentage of body fat. That'd be more accurate.
All right.
Jim Thorpe is 6 feet, 205.
Now, which
I bet Tiger's got a fairly low
Body fat, right? Yeah.
which came first, though? Jim Thorpe, the athlete, or Jim Thorpe, the town in Pennsylvania?
That's a great question.
He was relocated to a school there. They used to, Catawba, was that what they were called?
Taba.
Well, yeah, there was, do-gooders were taking Indian kids, Native American kids, and sending them to these boarding schools in places like Pennsylvania, like sending them from Arizona to those. And some of them resent being ripped from their culture. Others, loved their alma mater until the day they died.
I'm
twisted
opening up a can of
history.
worms here, but Ricky Fowler has a very unusual middle name. Utaka.
Utaka.
Cool.
Yes.
That's interesting. That's actually from...
Let's find out
that's
more.
From,
I wouldn't have guessed that.
It's from Amharic, which is the native language of 40% of Ethiopians.
Is that right? Ricky
so.
Fowler is an Ethiopian?
Not necessarily, but maybe on his grandmother's side.
I think Ricky is very, very smart.
His
because-
maternal grandfather is Japanese and his grandmother is Navajo.
Cool. Oh, he's like Tiger.
What a
He's,
combination.
all right.
He also
Let's see
filmed a
what Spieth-
commercial for Crown Plaza Hotels.
Ooh.
Spieth, really does quite well.
There you
A
go.
very straightforward.
Crown Plaza
little
over
chip.
in Mass Pike in Newton Center, Mass. I've been there many times.
The Crown Plaza has a great free buffet or a like happy hour.
Happy hour.
Yeah, that's always fun to go to. If you're ever staying in a hotel that's not the
Dustin
Crown Plaza, you
Johnson
just
does
sort of
very
slide
well
over
on the
around
treacherous
5 p.m.
11th.
Hotels
pin.
right now are not the best subject for us to talk about.
Oh, because you guys wouldn't know
It's-
anything about
Actually,
it.
it's not a bad topic, though. I mean,
Maybe a good
to
topic.
bring out.
It
Josh,
might-
would you share with us your father's perspective on grown
see.
men staying in hotels versus on couches?
Well, he said that
see
I
if Justin Rose
should be ashamed of myself and that no man
Oh, that's an unfortunate
past the age
bounce.
of 40 should spend the night on a sofa, a
But-
couch, or anything other than a
Slight
proper
advantage,
hotel
Fowler,
room.
but-
And I have to agree, but I thought we were just gonna have a nice fun time, just a bunch of guys
fellas,
hanging out.
yeah.
We were gonna, and last night, I do apologize that my aggression was taken for real threats of physical violence. All I wanted to do was a little wrestling.
I misinterpreted when he was standing over me,
This is my wrestling partner, Brian.
and the veins were popping and stuff. I didn't realize.
Hopefully viewers at home caught that ladies' man reference. An
Yes.
Underrated
Very underrated.
Tim Meadows vehicle.
I missed it.
Now, the problem was, I think also, is that we had played a little golf, and Norm accused me of several things, none of them pleasant. Norm having gone to sleep was.
That could be so many things.
It could be.
Did you cheat?
I did not.
Okay. Did you insult his mother? I just don't know.
No, I did not. What
Okay,
happened?
well, good.
What I think happened was Norm, what happened with the ball incident?
It was difficult.
Tell me
Well-
about the par 5, boys. Tell me something.
Let's get. We got.
Both, they're in slight edge Jordan Spieth.
Yeah.
He laid up just a few yards short of the green, straightforward chip. Rose.
Here's Tiger. Let's see a full shot.
So they're both lying too?
Yeah, they're both, and Rose is in
Both
it.
about
Is more where Mickelson
100 to
was.
120 yards out?
No. Only a few yards off the green.
Oh, goodness. I thought you said this was a par 5.
Okay,
Tiger should be.
Finito.
Yeah.
He is hurting.
He's hurting.
no.
You got to get out of the. You got to get off the course.
Well, he's playing with that injury, don't forget.
Now, does this mean anything? We go to Chad. He talked about the majors and all this. Does not finishing mean anything here for Tiger?
Well, he hasn't
Can he
finished
make
he
can he
hasn't
make
finished
top
it.
10?
I'm just saying.
Can he make top 10?
Yeah, of course. He hasn't finished
Is
the
that
tournament
important?
in over a
is,
year.
Is making top 10 important?
Oh,
Now,
I think so.
to him, no.
Well, certainly for world
I
ranking
I
and so
think
forth.
so, actually. I disagree.
If you don't finish, sorry, Jeff. If you don't finish, are you eligible at your score that you've departed with, or are you out of?
no, you forfeit all-
yeah.
You're last place
Oh.
of those who made the cut.
He just scratched his
Who
asshole.
would have ever thought you'd be telling Tiger Woods, I found it?
Yes.
Whoever
Is
thought
it a,
what?
is it a, is
Who
it
would have
a,
thought they'd be telling Tiger Woods, I found it?
is it a
The
peanut
ball, like it's in the woods,
Yeah,
in the rough.
Okay,
I
that.
got what he was saying.
in the woods in the rough.
Whoever thought that
Well,
It would be necessary.
necessary. The guy used to hit it in the fairway every
Yeah.
time.
Oh, he did. Oh, I didn't know that. He never lost a ball. Huh. I guess I was watching a different career in the last.
I
15
was
years.
thinking what was at stake.
It's funny.
odd.
Because I remember him hitting it into the woods and losing a ball.
I feel like he
a
used
number of
those
times.
glow-in-the-dark balls, Norm. If I'm not
No,
mistaken.
I'm just saying. I
He
remember
wears
that.
those glasses that make him easy. The golf ball
I
easier to
must have
find.
been watching a different career.
Well-
Maybe the joke works.
I think it works.
He didn't lose
for
the ball?
Tiger Woods.
Oh, okay. I
I'm
thought-
specifically referring to this game.
And
not my whole
Justin.
career.
Oh, he tried to hit
Tried
the
for the
ball.
kiss.
He
So,
tried to-
well, but of course, if he hit the ball, Justin would play it wherever it landed. They
Yeah.
would put Spieth's
Right,
back
but I
as
think it
near as
would've-
could
I
be
think it would've
determined.
been
It would have been
a
better for
fortuitous
Justin.
bounce.
Chad,
Yes.
I'm going to charge you with something here. Is
Yes.
your-
Oh, rare
right.
birdie at
Birdie,
11.
rare birdie at 11.
For Dustin
Norm.
Johnson.
Dustin Johnson gets two.
Who is-
double digits.
Using his superior machine of a body.
All right, once
to good
Phil is
effect.
putt, Chad, we'll address.
And watch this putt.
Oh, that's
Looks like he's hit it a little too hard.
Oh, these crazy putts they have to hit at Augusta.
Just wild.
Just aiming 15 feet
Yes,
away from
Chad,
the
in
hole.
any event,
Crazy.
with those two balls almost kissing each other there.
Yes.
Remember a few weeks ago, someone hit a hole-in-one on a par 4, but it was their third shot. Do you remember this? Maybe a week or
weeks ago?
Yeah,
No,
a week or two ago. Yeah.
I did
So
not
someone
know
hit a 3, but knocked it in from the tee, and they talked about the only previous hole-in-one on a par 4.
I know of which you speak.
And it's very frustrating because it was a ball that hit another ball and then went in the hole, but there's no video that I could find. They just show the people on the green going, because they didn't have a camera on the green, and I was wondering if you could track down.
I actually
footage.
think what you're talking about, was it definitely another ball?
Justin Rose,
Because I
is he
think it
out?
hit.
Yes,
Oh, like a
definitely.
putter or
green
something, yeah.
putter.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
But
whatever.
This year,
This
Jordan
guy has
can-
if he makes it, Jordan's putt is going to look a lot longer.
bit ahead
He
of-
missed.
Oh my God, Jordan can pick it back up. to
He sure
4.
could, once again. In fact, he's very likely to. I think he's only about 3 feet away.
Justin
Man,
Rose giveth, and he hath it taken away.
crazy. Well, who would have thought Rose would pick up a stroke after their second shots on the last hole?
Amazing.
What just happened?
Jordan Spieth is going to get the shot
Justin
back.
Rose missed
Missed
his
the-
That
birdie
just,
putt.
that just happened.
That just
That.
happened.
That just happened.
It's really catching on.
Okay, these two are exchanging words, I think.
Did the butt
No, I
wiggle?
don't think
Well,
so.
they've got
We know
similar
what that's
animus
like.
as to the Josh Stevie Ray scenario.
They're both very, they're. Well,
Well,
I'm rooting hard for Spieth, I am.
I mean, I don't know what you say. I mean, isn't that what sort of Tiger-esque is losing a stroke, getting one back, right back immediately? Mm-hmm. Remind you of anybody?
Stevie Ray Fromstein.
Tiger Woods.
Oh.
A boy
was
named
saying to me,
Eldrick,
too.
so you may know him by another name.
Or El Tigre.
El Tigre. Yeah.
Tiger.
Is that a story that can be shared on air? I've just decided it can.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a dear friend that attended the University of Stanford, or Stanford University, I believe, sorry, that was in the same era
does
as
that
Tiger
work for
Woods,
you?
and one of her good friends received a phone message from Tiger looking for a hangout
Made it.
that she saved for many years, and the phone message began thusly: "Yo, it's El Tigre. Hit me back."
Wow.
Which seems like it would have been a clue to his eventual philandering, but
Oh, we have a phone call from Lori Jo Hoekstra.
well, there it is.
Go ahead.
Hello, Lori Jo. Hey, how's it going?
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Oh. No Mickelson magic with the flat stick.
Well, it's been back and forth, but
Three-putt
can't hear
bogey.
me right
Three-putt bogey for Phil.
unfortunately for Justin Rose,
Okay,
it's
yeah,
been
no,
back
it's
and
fine.
forth, down
I'll
3,
text you,
down
though.
4, down 3, down 4.
All right.
He's down 4 right now.
I think so.
Ooh.
Well,
Right,
you don't
okay,
see
bye.
this much. This is what I'm talking about. You usually, a guy hits it over, and all of a sudden he's got to look at this. though.
I wonder if that's the same
He's
clearing
shooting
where.
through this. This could be an amazing Tiger shot.
Is that the same clearing where Bubba?
This only Tiger has the creativity to make something out of this. Let's see what he did.
It's really pretty shoddy camera work, to be fair.
I think that's right where that could be exactly
That
where
or-
Bubba Watson hit that remarkable
Oh,
hooked
Do you want to
wedge
see it,
shot
Tim? It's
Oh, yes, I
not.
would.
to win the playoff.
It's not great.
I don't know how he
but
shot
it's,
that.
But it shows the contact.
oh, it looks like it. You're right.
It's Andrew McGee hits
Wow,
it,
look at that.
And the guy's
Right.
name escapes me. I want to say it's Pate.
Tiger Woods has not hit
Oh,
a
look,
fairway.
Tiger Woods is talking to us. I've never seen that.
I think he's saying "call me."
I never saw
That was the universal symbol, right?
Here is Jordan Spieth.
Okay.
Oh, no, DJ first.
Message received, Tiger.
It's around the Shooter McGavin.
Oh,
gold
that's
jacket.
going way
Yeah.
past. Dustin Johnson lacks a certain delicacy of touch.
Doesn't he?
Doesn't he, though?
So says Paulina on
Whoa!
No, he used to date Natalie Gulbis.
Natalie Galbus from The Big Break.
No.
Season 1.
I don't think so.
Jordan Spieth leads by
sure
4.
about this video you
leads
sent
by
out.
3.
Yeah, I don't know why. I
Leads
didn't-
by 4.
Okay,
Leads by
so
3.
this guy-
Is that something?
dot, dot,
Steve
dot.
It's iambic, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. Here he is, though.
He's-
This is a big, important hole, the 9th hole.
Walking
How do you
off
go
the
out?
green.
Am I right?
That's right.
How do you go
Forbes.
out?
You make the
Ball?
turn, you're hearing the sirens
bounced off his
of Amen
putter.
Corner.
Right there.
Look at that ball. Perfect. If he could have
Well
just
done.
spotted it in the fairway,
Good
that's the
angle.
point he would have taken.
Good angle. You couldn't drop it
Rose can't make a mistake. He
unfortunately,
knows
that's,
that in his mind.
this
That's
isn't it.
weighs
Right.
on every shot.
But that's the
doesn't
best
it?
we got, yeah.
better. Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can't
And
make a
I've not lost
mistake.
another one, right?
That looks perfect. That looks dead center.
You don't think it's a little right?
Oh, I'm sorry. I give it to you. Now, where would you rather have the ball? Sometimes. you like
Maybe you
that.
don't want to spin it that much
Yeah.
on this to this 9th green because of the severe back to front.
Interesting.
Didn't we see someone yesterday almost spin it off?
Yeah,
You know?
off the back.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, if they had been even starting the day, this would have been
Augusta.
a wild day of back and forth.
Oh, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't
it
it?
would have been amazing.
Augusta on Sunday.
Nothing better.
Tim O'Halloran, Stevie, Ray, Fromstein,
The Holy Atheist.
HolyAtheist.com, Jeff Martin. And of course, Chad Drew, his middle name is Gay.
It's true.
Oh, we just talked about. Do you know what Ricky Fowler's middle name
Ricky
is?
Fowler's middle name. Did you guys talk about this already?
We did.
We did while you were out.
Slick?
Yakuta.
Huh? Hoot?
Yes, Yakuta.
Yakuta.
Yes, his maternal grandmother is Navajo, and his maternal grandfather was, I've already forgotten.
Japanese.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wonder how they met.
Two groups of people treated very well by the U.S. government over
Yes,
the years. I feel.
they
Yes.
owe us a debt of your
What's his
welcome.
name in a funny joke? Adam Carolla? He said like they have the ancient sacred burial ground of the Indians.
Yeah.
It's like, weren't any of them just normal dudes? Like, it's not sacred. They just smoked and drank beer. Just regular Indians.
Yeah.
I love him.
I feel like the drinking is probably unlikely. Yes?
They wouldn't be.
Don't the natives have some issue with the drinking
Right.
traditionally?
So we have a 4-shot lead
4-shot lead.
heading to they're on 9.
They're on 9, and it's going to be important now for Justin Rose to birdie this hole. Doesn't he have to play like this is 18
Man.
every hole?
That's a tall ask, Norm.
It is.
Though.
And that's why I was saying, does that lead to mistakes? It's got to lead to
There you
aggression,
go.
All
obviously.
right.
And aggression will lead to mistakes, right?
Yeah. It's certainly trailing by 4 going into the back 9 is not easy.
Surely the par 5s, he'll be attacking.
I think he kind of has to,
And-
doesn't he?
Yeah,
He can't wait around for
It's
Spieth to make a
It's
mistake.
4 now.
Ryan Moore silently at
And I do
7
look at
under par.
I do look at 4 different than 3, the same way as I do in basketball at the end of a game.
That's right.
A 4-point lead compared to a 3-point lead, you know.
That 1 point is all.
It's 2
It's a
possessions.
2-possession game, exactly.
And that's what this is. That's why I'd
That's
love
a
to
bogey.
see. I'd love to see, for the sake of the competition, I'd love to see Justin take one back here
Yeah.
and have that magic number of 3
3 with 9 to play, yeah.
that our own Jeff Martin talked about
And then refuse to defend.
earlier in the career. Oh, he-
Mickelson,
I'm not
6
just-
back with
Mickelson,
9 to play.
Mickelson is
Trademark
not out of
modesty
that.
kicked in.
Phil Mickelson is not out of this.
No?
What
These
do you
guys,
thought?
these leaders,
dear.
these leaders have been hitting it into the woods all day long. That ends up being fine.
Mickelson had a disappointing 3-putt bogey
Mickelson.
on 9.
Would you have thought even par on his round today through 9? That's got to be disappointing for Phil.
No question.
I think he went in thinking he had a chance, I'm presuming.
Is that what he got? Is he
Even par on the back 9, on the front 9.
So he knows it was gettable.
Not enough, not
he
near
knows he
enough.
could have reached the leaders. He
Yes.
knows he could have reached the leaders.
Yeah.
Well, that's disappointing.
Created a few fireworks, yes.
Here is Spieth now.
He almost hit his
Spieth is
caddy.
on the fairway. Ahead of him and
You gotta
in the fringe is Justin Rose. Look at that picture, folks. And there is their target.
Oh,
We're getting that looks very good. I'm going to show that to the folks at home. Our fashion stylist, Josh Gardner, just
You drew
Is that Ian
added
Poulter?
me, and Spieth
You drew that?
uh-oh.
Good shot.
Where will this stop?
No.
stopped right
It
where
stopped.
it landed.
Okay. Good enough.
2 putts.
Good
at
job.
least.
Steve Fromstein on our way here told us that in his early career, he would pretend to be a magician, ask for a girl's phone number, and then phone them that night.
I think that is.
And it's an audience member.
Well,
That is
Okay.
and if she.
it wasn't. I wasn't going
Can you imagine
door to
getting
door.
a phone call?
Well, I
and
would say if
it's
she met
late
him,
at night.
if she met him
It's
for
like,
drinks,
I was a comedian.
that would be magic. I
Trying
would
to-
say.
What if she,
I think
Trying to
I
figure
even
out
said-
women, that's the greatest trick of all.
what
Am I
if
right,
she like
guys?
reaches
Huh?
across?
Huh?
What if she reaches
Okay.
across her husband's like chest to get the phone? It's like, it's me.
Yeah, that happened a
Thursday
couple
night,
times.
the second show.
I think I was
Go,
going.
he's asking it for to go.
And, oh, yeah.
Justin Rose, can he
Come
pull
back.
this back?
Come back.
Can he pull it back like a string? He's gonna have to sink that.
That ball wants so desperately to move.
Justin Rose has to earn this green jacket. Can he do it? He knows this might be his only chance. Jeff Martin, how does that factor in?
No, I think he's.
Who has more to prove here? I mean, Justin
think-
Rose, without question.
has more to prove.
Yeah.
Justin Rose is, he's got his major. To me, he's in his mid-30s. To me, him getting his second major, it's like when Angel Cabrera
Yeah.
won the Masters. It's a non-story. It's like when Olazabal won his second Masters.
Well, Olazabal was one of the greatest golfers ever produced in Europe.
Well,
I'm
in
not
Spain
talking
at
about
least.
Europe, in that way, or
Right.
don't look at me weird.
I felt bad for Olazabal coming after Sevi,
Yeah.
who was better and handsomer and.
Yeah,
Just-
Olazabal was sort of
How about
a dolt after that.
Garcia?
But
And even
Jose.
Garcia is exciting.
But Jose Maria was an exciting name. I remember as a child being very interested with a man named Maria.
Yes.
Jose.
A man named Maria. Doodle-doodle-doo.
Address it to my wife.
Address it to my wife.
Hey,
That's where he tells his secretary that he's leaving his wife.
Yeah. It's all right, Maria. Me and you. We're gonna hit the.
That's
hit
a
the
nice-
road.
I never listened to
Just
those.
take this down.
Take this down.
Yeah.
I'm leaving you, Maria.
How about?
Just address
you
it
have
to
a
my
Norm
wife.
Macdonald.
Address that to my
You
wife.
have a Jose Maria
In your
Olazabal
cursive.
story.
I do, yeah. Where he hit it?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, two things. I remember Jose Maria Olazabal having one of the biggest leads I've ever seen in a major. He wasn't a major, in an event. Can you look up? Jose Maria Olazabal wins by a lot of strokes. You're not going to believe it.
You going to the sandwiches there, Norm?
Rory McIlroy. Oh, I'm supposed to say that more is going on here than we have told you, and that my cast know nothing about. There are clues within the set that will take you places that you didn't think you'd be able to go. So that's all I'm allowed to say. Keep watching.
Boy,
Guys, what do you make of the what do you make of the
viewership
announcement?
just spiked
That's,
like crazy.
What do you make of the announcement, guys?
It's happening.
I'm
It's
a little-
happening.
I'm a little frightened.
I can't find
don't know
anything
what to
about
expect.
the
Jose Maria Olazabal, you can't find anything about him winning by a number of strokes, which I saw in real life, real time.
Yeah.
Will you tell me what the tournament was?
I
Nick?
don't know. I was only a small child.
So maybe it was somewhere in Canada?
Oh, no. It was a real tournament. It was on CBS.
Is the implication there are no real tournaments in Canada? No?
Well, there aren't any. There's the Canadian Open, and let's
Okay.
let's be
Here we
honest,
go.
that's it.
Mickelson will have a shot at.
Oh, Phil.
There is Phil Mickelson flirting with the double eagle. All right, look at Justin Rose and the incredible. Look where that ball is. Look where he putted it.
Wow.
Mickelson
This-
three putted from a.
Wow, he's
Yeah,
still got.
Same place Mickelson went
He's
to.
still got
Yes.
work to do. Woo!
This green is borderline unfair.
What's going to happen here? Here's Dustin Johnson.
Oh,
Before
okay.
we see Spieth's shot, we'll see his second to the par 5.
Oh, only
And
180.
only 180. This is what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Is it outgrowing this course?
Oh,
It's a par
come back.
4.
Come back.
Easily reachable par 4. I don't understand it. Where's the danger anymore in this hole?
Well,
When
maybe
it got-
if it's a par 4.5, that's fun, isn't it?
Not when every
I have a
shot-
hard time believing you watched Jose Maria Olazabal as a young boy win a golf tournament because he's 49 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is he only currently?
Okay, so give me.
That's like an Encyclopedia Brown mystery.
So you have
right
no
there.
word on the winning the thing by a lot of
He
strokes.
turned pro in 1985.
Well, you can look on Wikipedia and just see
Yeah.
how many strokes he
Wow.
won by every event.
You made Norm look like Bugs Meany right there.
He won by more than 10 strokes.
Chad, is it possible that he turned pro when he was 7 or 8?
It was in 1985.
Was there any?
Norm was born in
Spieth.
81, I believe.
Are you talking about, is there a chance you're talking about Seve Ballesteros?
Oh no. No. Look at Seve's. Look at his Wikipedia.
Who?
Not Seve. Look at Jose
Olazabal.
Maria's encyclopedia. As a matter of fact, somebody's probably notified me already.
All right,
Let me check.
Spieth's effortless par
I have no.
could pick up a stroke.
Somebody out there could. I'll also. I can't get this to work. Can you
Where would
get?
you like to go,
I'm
Norm?
trying to send a tweet.
Send a tweet.
Yeah, this part is all.
So, out of his 23 career wins, he has won by 9 strokes
Ooh.
in 1991 in the Epsom Grand Prix of Europe. He's won by 5 strokes 2 times. He's won by 6 strokes once. Oh, are you talking about the Open Catalonia,
Yes.
where he beat David Flaherty?
Yes, I did.
Wait,
I did.
oh, did you see what
That
just
was
happened?
definitely on CBS.
Yeah.
Justin Rose
Justin's
just
falling
lost
apart.
another stroke.
Okay.
So that's it.
It's gonna be up to
Down
Phil.
5
Eagle.
with 9 to go.
Can we just root for Spieth to
Well,
set the all-time record going
Spieth,
home?
I mean,
I was doing that anyway.
Yeah. We are a prediction of minus 19 from me, followed by Jeff thinking hard and also predicting minus 19.
There's an asterisk there. I wasn't listening when you made your prediction.
Minus 19 might well be
You only
the
have my
final
word on
score,
that.
but certainly won't take,
me, I would not have
it to
been
win.
listening.
He could shoot even par the rest of the way it would win. But boy, what a hole, huh? What a hole. Jordan Spieth
Man,
just sits there and allows Rose to.
how about that? Just, yeah, in the last 20 minutes, that's very notable.
They got to the magic number of 3, 2 holes to go. These guys, I'll tell you one thing, they don't tie.
No, are we going to get free golf?
Not like some sports.
Free tacos for.
This does seem more
viewers of
interesting
the
than
podcast.
yesterday, does it to you, or is it?
More interesting?
Yeah.
What's exciting? There's a run here. You know, I mean, this was a little blow, but it's not over for sure. You know, it's becoming over. I mean, he's at this point. What you got to think is, Spieth isn't giving any back, and if he comes, you know what I mean, with 2 par 5s, come on.
Well, the thing,
So even if he comes in even, how does he lose?
Because you had a 5-stroke lead to start the day or 6?
5.
5, yeah. So if he shoots even, you still have to shoot 67 to tie.
Seve Ballesteros has won the Dutch Open twice by 8 shots each time. That's pretty
I've
impressive.
never seen the Dutch Open. Spieth.
Dutch ovens, anybody for a comment?
That
maybe?
might have been the
Nice
issue with
low-hanging
that might have been
fruit?
the issue with Josh last night. if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken.
Oh, it caught the slope.
Jordan Spieth. Is
You
this
pick
where
up an
we
extra
start?
50 yards of roll if
Is
you
this
hit
where
the
we
left
start
side of that
hoping
fairway.
for him? This is a good question for the casual viewer who, of course, wants the race. But when do you go, okay, I give up, let's break a record?
I think you root for him
Another
to.
21-year-old was in a similar position a few years back.
Tiger Woods.
Rory McIlroy.
And
And he shot 80.
he didn't do well,
Yeah.
but he didn't do well from the opening hole.
I think you root against Spieth through the 13th to see if we can get back to a duel, and after 13 we root for the record. That's my policy.
All right.
I
I'm
admit, I was.
Chad is suspicious of my
no,
policy.
I'm just looking over the leaderboard to see if anybody.
This is what I love. I love seeing Tiger Woods in positions where he has to be creative. This is where
But his
he is like
hand-
no other player. Watch this shot.
Oh, his right hand hurts.
Look how smart
Boy,
this
look at
shot
that.
is,
Look
and
at
how
him draw
many
that in
players
there.
could have made
right
that
into
shot.
the water.
How
No,
many
no, it's
players
going to hold on.
How many
Hit the pin,
players
hit the pin, hit the.
could have made that shot? Attack the hole.
Ooh,
Tough result, but boy, what a shot.
that was something. I thought coming into today.
Jeff Martin, Tim O'Halloran, Stevie Ray Fromstein, and Chad Drew. Joining me is Justin Rose, tees off at number 10, down by 5, with 8 to go. With 9 to go, rather.
And with Rose perfectly, and with Spieth perfectly positioned.
Rose with a great shot. When you can see the soles of a
Wow,
man.
look at
shoes.
Look at that run.
Look at that
Mammoth.
roll. Look
Down
at
that
that.
ski
Wow.
slope. Well past his
Well past Jordan
competitor.
Spieth's center cut fillet.
Perfect.
Up on the green, Phil Mickelson
Need this
to
one.
get to 12 under and be just as close. What if Mickelson runnered up here, excuse me.
Wouldn't that be something?
Wouldn't that be
How many times did they miss
something?
a
How
putt
many
like that?
times, Stevie Ray From's team wants to know, has Phil Mickelson runnered up in a major? Let's find out. We know there's a few
actually know
U.S.
that.
Opens in
I
there.
actually know that.
Probably about
Jeff
6.
offhand knows it.
Now let's say 5. I'll say 5 times.
9 times.
9 times, because he did it so many times.
Six times at the U.S.
So many in
Open.
the Open.
9.
Yeah, so many in the Open. 6
Isn't
in
that
the
something?
Open. Where else?
I don't know the distribution
Augusta,
otherwise.
maybe? Here is Dustin Johnson, and he gets to 10
But
under.
just in last year's PGA, he finished second to Rory.
7 miles an hour.
You were going.
All right.
7.
I don't know, 60, 65.
Mickelson.
7.
Anyone care to venture a guess on the most?
What did Lojo have to say?
She was wondering about a place to go have a.
Bite to eat.
Yes.
Hideki Matsuyama
How about?
will be the greatest Asian golfer in
Yeah, that's
history
what
by
they
the
say,
time
huh?
he's done.
There's no Kevin Na.
He's better. That's what I'm saying.
Hideki What about?
Have you ever seen Ro Ishikawa,
What about
the Bashful Prince?
I was going to ask the
Yes.
young
Here
16-year-old
comes a chip.
that shot in the 50s. Rio. There's a chip.
Like
He was,
Ricky
he was
Fowler.
Vietnamese,
Let's talk
right?
about Rio, and let's talk about that 50-80 shot or 59. I can't remember.
Rio is.
Let's talk. I want to talk about that one round, but then we can expand from there.
You know more, but you're better qualified to talk about his great round.
Well,
Chad.
that was a fantastic round. I think we all enjoyed watching it.
Can a player on the Asian tour, obviously more likely to shoot in the 50s? It seems. It's happened a number of times.
I imagine that's probably course related and not
easier
player.
Do you think
courses,
it's a
you're
real?
saying?
Do you think are they small? Well, I mean, let's be.
Asian people?
We know Asian people are smaller.
They
Look
tend to
at
be
this
small.
from Zach
Our
Johnson.
Asian golf course
Lining
is
up
smaller.
yet
Oh,
another eagle.
In keeping with their cultural norms, perhaps?
Hey, back to the most runner-up finishes. At
Most
a
runner-up
major.
finishes ever at a major belongs to Phil Mickelson.
Jack Nicklaus.
Yes.
Oh, Jack Nicklaus with 22.
19.
Arnold Palmer has 10.
Boy, 22 is close to 19.
And probably the most devastating
Nobody
are
mentioned
the
that at all.
8 of Greg
I was going
Norman.
to say, does Greg Norman have a runner-up finish?
He has several.
I think Tiger Woods here, while they hand out crystal vases and glasses for different accomplishments, I think someone's going to be getting a gold statuette. Tiger Woods for his
acting. Best acting on a par 4. Here's Jordan Spieth
Best acting on a par.
from the center of the fairway, and he stops.
He's
saw
done that a couple
something.
of times.
Again, is that like Tiger, or
Is
is this a
that-
bad shot? What
Is that a
follows
photographer's click? Is it a breeze
What
on
follows
his cheek?
this? What I want to know is what follows it. What's the next shot? Is it like Tiger? Is it a great shot,
6 feet to the pin.
or is it a mistake?
Could he be listening to the Normcast?
Has he been waiting too long? Let's see if this throws him off, or if it was a good idea to stop.
He whispers a lot. No shouting.
And it's going to run a little. No, it's not in trouble, but okay. All right.
Well,
Big left to right swinger there.
he'll force.
Yes, it is.
He's forcing Rose to make birdies, and that's just to be within shouting distance.
Okay,
Rory
rare birdie on
McIlroy.
11.
We're starting to have 2 tournaments right now: race for second place and a coronation.
McIlroy gets it to 9 under.
Does Mickelson take second and another runner-up? He's right there. Justin Rose
No,
needs to get this close.
good time to start right now.
Put something in the hole. Hole out. Make a surprise. Well, not much.
Stay up.
Jordan Spieth happy with the result of those 2 shots. Spieth, the better putter, the better chance of actually holding this thing. Rose has about a 10% chance.
Now, at the start of the day, if you'd say Tiger and Rory had, way less than 1% chance of truly contending, but I was thinking, if Tiger can play well, play a whole tournament, finish 4 rounds in good shape, you'd say, okay, he's back.
Yeah, he's back.
No
question.
And
He should be a top 10
once
finisher.
again, he hurts himself.
Again, this may be the bigger story that we're just ignoring because we don't know it's a story yet. But a year from now, it might be a story.
Maybe he's setting himself up for his to keep the ruse of his ban that Chad has suggested.
Oh,
I think it's a faux injury so that he doesn't have to.
one of your Twitter, Greg, has alerted me. I didn't scroll down enough on the Jose Maria Olazabal. In 1990, in the NEC World Series of Golf, he beat
that was
Lanny
it.
Watkins
That was
by
it.
12 shots.
That was it.
And he beat a lot of the other players by more than 12. But
Yeah, that was it.
thank you, Greg.
We got to the bottom of it. Thank you very much.
Greg 9799.
Yeah, I'm sure if I hit notifications,
He's
I'll
a
find it.
poor man's Greg
Look at this.
9798.
I find it immediately as soon as I hit the
Well, there's Greg right there.
Yes.
notification. They all tell me I was correct.
Yes.
It's nice.
It's good
It's
to
a
hear.
nice feeling.
Yes, to know
Nice feeling.
that that's correct.
Especially when you know something that's so arcane that very few other people do know it. It's always nice
do you
to
feel
share
like-
that knowledge.
Do you feel like any of these
Even when the
people-
computer itself doesn't seem to have the information.
Okay, JD says, question for Norm.
Yes.
Will Tiger ever win another major?
Oh, absolutely. Tiger will win Augusta. Augusta's his back door, you know. And I don't think he'll win. Well, let me think before I talk. I think he could definitely win the British Open. So there's two that are easy for him to win, where he'd be about a 20-to-1 shot. Now, if you're a 20-to-1 shot, it means if you play 20 times, you'll win. Now, he's going to play 20 times, it'll take him 5 years.
Now,
and that'll win him, you know, that's if he's 20-to-1, if that's a true line.
Is Tiger a victim of his own success by winning so often and in such convincing fashion that now people, the guy's going to finish in the top 10 of this major. That is career numbers for some people.
Sure.
All right. Is Tiger's problem stem
If it was Mike
from
Rear,
his
he'd be pretty
run-in
happy.
with
From
his...
stem cells, which have been illegally injected into his body.
Well,
That's a whole nother question.
Okay, I thought that's where you were going.
No, from his notorious night when his Swedish ex-wife smashed in.
I don't think it affected Tiger's play at all.
I'm going to postulate a different angle here, which is that Tiger's downfall has been when he stopped being involved with the whores all the time. And I think that maybe a re-upping of that might generate, because when this
Do we
incident
know
happened,
for a fact that
never
he
heard
stopped
that
that
theory.
behavior?
Well, that's another good
we don't know for a
Oh,
fact, but it would
he's-
seem like
he's
he
very,
ill-advisedly stopped the
yeah.
behavior, at least in regard to his game.
Very happily in a relationship with Lindsey Vonn.
I feel like we should get that Rachel Ucatel on this podcast.
Yeah.
Would that be feasible, Norm?
I think the whole thing is racist,
Oh.
and I take Tiger's side, of course, 100%. He
Excellent.
didn't break any law.
When people say, what do
He
I tell my
acted
kids?
he acted as all of us act, and you know, we hide things that we're ashamed of, and he did that, and I don't blame him for it.
So
People say, what do I tell my kids? I would just say, look, Tiger Woods was, you know, a fantastic golfer, but he was also really good at fucking.
Yes,
So,
that's a dynamite.
Ho! That was Spieth.
Wow.
Spieth
Spieth.
just
Hunting
So
records.
that's it right there.
put a candle on it and
Have
lit
we?
made a wish and blew it out. Happy birthday, Jordan.
I wonder if this is some sort of coronation. Have we thrown that word
I
around
believe
at all?
Norm has a few times.
Yep.
We have?
Yeah,
you're
not for
about-
3 minutes or so.
Yeah, you listen, and then you say what you heard earlier.
I'm just
from
wondering
me.
if this
was,
is some sort of coronation. for
Well,
the
there's
young man.
18 under. Now I said 20 under, starting to look like the number.
That was
Look at
an
these sandwiches.
abdication from
Oh,
Tiger.
boy.
What do you think, Chad?
Let's watch this
An
again.
abdication from Tiger?
Wow.
Remember what I said
What a
earlier.
pod.
I
Remember what
have
I
no
said
idea.
earlier. Remember what I said earlier. I said they're both on the green, but these are the putts that Spieth makes,
Yep.
the 20-footers.
Well
I wonder if
said.
we have a stat for him 10
No.
to 20 feet on the Masters.
so we
Is that
saw it.
feasible, Chad?
No, that's not feasible.
Putting chart, perhaps, of some kind?
No.
No, he's just a guy with a computer. I mean,
Following up on
he doesn't have like a...
following up on your comments about Tiger.
Raymond Floyd, wire-to-wire champ in 1976. That's the one
I think you're
remember.
also in looking at many of these past Masters champions. You're looking at many of the people who shared the same desires. Shall I say,
Mickelson
of
at
Tiger?
Hogan's Creek.
Well, Ray Floyd was
Mickelson. Let me
a
ask you
swinger
a
before he
question.
settled down.
A question
Yeah,
for
yeah.
all of you here. A question.
Oh no!
And
Oh,
it stays
stayed up.
It hangs up. A question
A
for all
miracle
of
at
you
the
here.
Masters. Yes.
It's hypothetical. Chad.
Yes.
You're involved also. Hypothetical question. But this is the question. Phil Mickelson. How many championships and how many majors does he win if Tiger does not exist? If Tiger never was.
Well, I think the
Let's
person,
go to Chad first.
The person who finished second most times to Tiger is Ernie Els.
Ernie Els, he was just hitting his stride when Tiger took the stage.
Yeah, so I think
He was the
you would
number
have-
one player in the world.
Ernie Els would have a number of.
Would Ernie Els have
I think Phil would have a handful. I'd say 4 to 5.
four to five more?
more?
4 to 5 more, that's
Tournament
it?
wins or major wins?
Or what are you talking?
Tournament wins.
Tournament wins.
Oh, then I would double that number. I would say 10.
Oh, just 10 extra. Okay. Here's Phil Mickelson's third. Now he's going to try to put this in. You know that. Wow, that's
That
close.
is a good bid.
All right. Phil, happy.
6-shot lead with 8 holes to play at the Masters. This is either a coronation or a
Cataclysm.
cataclysm.
This is
They will-
Coronation or cataclysm? Which
they
will
will,
it be?
look, this is historic.
Spieth now may have hit it a little hard. Now that was a little hard of a swing. I said it instantly. And he's going to be punished for it. But how badly?
Isn't he? Where is he?
How badly will he be
Well, we have a
punished?
shot like
He
Tiger
shot it
had.
with too much confidence. You heard me say it
I did hear
before
you
it
say that.
happened.
I would say that's his 5th 4 right off the tee today.
That's his miss.
What is it?
You can miss it
What?
right.
Something on my nose?
You can miss it right at the
Snot?
Masters.
Snot?
Dry.
Dry skin.
Dry skin.
Not snot.
Not snot.
All right.
There's actually a comment, I believe, earlier about the moisturizing level of Chad. I don't know where it's
Is
going.
it high or low?
High.
Really?
I thought you had a
Sounds like an
wonderful-
indie movie, the moisturizing. Finally, the Tim O'Halloran hit the nail on the head with Popeye and his spinach. Good decorum or no? I'm talking about Tiger. How about that?
That's exactly right.
Dino Bozo says, I think the racist fans of golf dislike Tiger because he's black. Justin Rose at the 11th. Can he, not proven himself much of an opportunist yet, but he has to start making these
that's
mean something. And now,
Very well done.
could we see a 2-shot swing at this hole?
That's what he needs.
Big question for Norman the guest. What is the golf ball made out of? It's interesting because the last time I was on, it was winter, and I was asked the question, what are the curling stones made out of? I said I didn't know. I always took them for granted.
It's a strong response.
He always surprises me. Every one of those.
Tremendous.
Don't ever see them coming.
Now, Norm, when
Says Tiger's game is stinking more than refrigerated Mideastern food.
That's a Stevie Ray reference.
Or
Stevie Ray Fromstein.
Dustin Johnson, how did you?
Or
I bet he
feet.
didn't think he could leave that one short.
Or feet.
Now, Norm, when Tiger had his scandal, I thought Jack Nicklaus was asked about it, and he said, I don't have any comment, none of my business. You know, he said instantly. And
This is what, who said?
Jack Nicklaus said that, and
well,
Tom
good.
Watson said Tiger needs to clean up his act,
Ah.
which is sort of the difference between the two
Yeah,
men,
yeah.
maybe, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And
That's gross.
Well, I think there's an element of
I'm
many
not sure,
pro athletes are not calling the kettle black type situation.
Right.
Sure.
Because there's always been speculation that there's some love child
dear.
of.
I always find it
Nicholas?
disheartening when
Nicholas?
athletes don't
Yeah.
get laid a lot.
No.
If you can't get laid
Well,
a
I'll
lot,
tell you who
you
I
know.
feel bad for. I feel bad for women that were with the person prior to their fame, maybe a high school sweetheart that they had the bond previously. I feel like if you start dating or marry a wildly successful professional athlete when you're already 28, you are signing up for a degree of difficulty.
Yes.
And it shouldn't be shocking, but I do feel bad for the people that have been with
Plus,
them from their
you
youth.
But it makes for a good
you
story.
are a guy. We're all
I
guys.
used to date.
So
Yes.
it means unless you're going to the WNBA.
All right, now
a
here's
guy
another
is
question.
Fucking your ass, which to me is the biggest thing about it. Sorry.
Really, that's. I
You're
fear
talking
that was
like
not
it's
what I intended.
normal. Like, I'm sorry.
Now, Johnny Miller,
I
when
mean,
asked
it
about
happens, but not to. It's not a hypothetical
not to-
I'm willing to entertain.
Yeah.
No.
It's the Murphy bed of sex acts, I would say, yeah?
I would agree with
I
that.
don't get it.
Murphy bed, well, sort of a backdoorish bed of some kind, I guess.
It's also
No?
in passing reference to our previous discussion as well.
Yeah.
But what is it? Murphy bed is a.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely it.
Yeah. So he didn't get it either. He just didn't say
Well,
it.
as long as Chad and I are on the same page.
Yeah.
right?
So
I got the intent of it.
I see.
Without
Question
look
for
at
Norm.
Justin Rose, folks.
Same guy who asked the previous question says, Norm, who
Where's
is
that
the
Spieth?
greatest current golfer without a major? I say it's Jordan Spieth.
Oh, Ricky Fowler underneath.
Whoa.
Ricky Fowler.
That could be a. Some would say.
Look at that. 4-3-4-3. Just
Well, I wish our fashion expert was here to talk about my orange shirt.
look at that. That is seasonal.
Autumnal.
Wrong season, but still. That's right.
Oh, there it is. This will be a big. I can't imagine there'll be a comment
This is,
about the
Jordan
belly
Spieth.
bearing on.
Okay.
This is Jordan Spieth.
Well, the ladies are
What do you say,
not
Jeff
protesting.
Martin? What do you say?
For this shot?
I mean, does this have to be a two-shot swing pretty well? And you're back to your 3?
Even then, he's up 6
Even
now.
then?
He's up
4
6 now.
Oh, he's up 6.
I say Jordan
comes Josh.
Jordan plays for.
So we need two-shot swings.
Jordan takes 6 out of play. He plays a very conservative shot to the right, and you know, you could easily birdies are extremely hard to come by on the 11th hole, even though
Yeah, if he forces.
Justin Rose has to go for it.
I have a shirt on. I was wondering what our fashion expert thought of it.
A single shirt worn by one of our athletes on a Sunday afternoon winning a tournament can raise sales 10%.
Wow.
We see the influx online.
The Norm shirt.
Norm shirt, it's bold, it's in your face. I love it.
Too strong a choice, Josh?
I don't think so. I think the weather today
Justin Rose.
is a little
He's
bit
got to get something
drab.
going. He's got to attack this hole. He's got to seek this pin.
Oh,
Well,
watch this.
That's going to be
Okay.
tough, but these are the ones he's going to have to
Still.
see.
He could drop a few strokes,
get
but
into
he's going to
this.
have to go
Now,
after
where's the
him.
drawing that I
All right.
Right there.
Now, unless there's a penalty.
Now he seems to be going. I think he's going to go way right, perhaps. Like go over that shorter tree, perhaps.
It's got to lay out. There's got to be a
Now,
layout.
here's the question, Norm. At what point, if you're Justin Rose, do you start playing for second?
You've got second one.
Never,
He's even with Phil.
No, you don't play for second.
never. That does nothing for his legacy.
Yeah. Hey, there's the guy that beat everybody but one guy. Woohoo!
Chad, what's the purse difference between second and third? Oh, Chad is
Significant.
You know, again, for a journeyman
It's,
pro,
you know,
significant.
If this is $3 million, it's $1.5 million.
I think the money is academic to guys at this level.
Jordan Spieth, our leader,
Yeah.
in trouble. Justin Rose, maybe his last chance to make anything happen. Seems like Spieth has to just
Make hay while the sun shines.
hit a wedge over these trees and still have about 170 to the hole.
Has he got a lofted club? Okay,
He's
They're
got
saying, get the heck out of here.
He's got to hit this ball high.
You go,
He can't worry about the third shot. He's got to.
get back, is what they're saying.
Fat lady, please.
I've never seen anything like this.
no.
Wow.
I think he's.
I've never seen anything like this.
Norm, do you know anything about the difference in the tiers of personnel, the green poloed folks versus the coat and tie with the whites?
I don't think they know their authority or what their power is right now, and they're kind of frightened.
No.
But now it looks like he's going low. You
Now,
notice the brushing
I've never
stroke.
seen a pendulum-like brush stroke in a warm-up as intense as what we just.
We're about to see
Well,
something special. is
I'll
what
tell
you're
you
saying.
this.
Okay.
Look at how long this shot is taking.
Yeah.
Spieth knows.
Well, he's careful.
He knows the number he has to beat. That's what he's thinking right now. He's not thinking about how do I win this tournament. He's thinking about how do I get to the magic number.
Okay.
And the
Is he
smart
going
money
over?
says you just lay it up. He's got the.
And that number is.
Oh, it went dead right.
Number is
No, he hooked it.
No. He
Boy.
hooked it under.
3 is the magic number if you ask De La Soul.
Wow.
Norm, I was told I had to take this popcorn out of.
Nice. I think
Yeah.
that
Well,
was
he-
exactly what he was trying to do.
Well, then it was
Norm?
perfect. Yeah.
I had to take the popcorn out of this wrapper, but I will say I'm going to be much more knowledgeable after I eat it.
I don't know. Oh, it's smart food. Yes, of course.
No,
But
the whole point,
I need to get a sandwich.
the entire point of taking it out of here.
can you get Stevie Ray? We need to outro him.
Oh, before he just leaves.
Well, no, Stevie Ray
Steve,
off
come on
getting
in. He's right.
enjoying
He's
a
actually right.
sandwich. Stevie Ray off to enjoy a sandwich now. While we're here, let's take this opportunity to thank some of the people who helped make this happen, make this possible today. Go ahead.
Well, everyone behind the scenes did a dynamite job. I got compliments on my moisturizing, so we obviously have to.
The kids that are working today, do they want to be doing a golf show on a Sunday afternoon? Heck no, they want to be at Coachella. But they did come out here today, and we appreciate that. You guys make us look good, and for that we were very thankful. Speaking of fun, let's do it. Let's go ahead and talk about Lumpy
More
right
fun.
now.
Tim
Let's
Lumpy
talk
Heron.
about Tim Heron,
And
let's talk about his
golfer who
sartorial.
won 3 tournaments.
Well, here is the
20 years ago.
Mickelson on the
That's
12th.
about it.
Found very good
Good for
spot
birdie.
to be. A very
go
good
right.
spot to be. But it
okay.
does go right. It seems it's kind of like, I don't know. Now you go who gets second. You know what I mean? It appears to be Mickelson right now, the way he's playing.
I'll tell you, Rory with that Volt fade to white shirt is going to look awfully good with a you-know-what colored jacket.
Oh, the tartan next week when he plays at the Heritage Classic.
The RBC Heritage Classic.
They give a tartan jacket.
They do, in
That's a
fact.
little bit of a you're kind of stepping on the
Yeah.
heels of.
How many jackets?
I should add it was Tartan Day this past week.
Wow.
Where we honor our many Scottish relatives and such.
Okay. That was an inspired layup, I'd say, from where he
Well,
was.
I thought it was a miss hit, and turned out to be,
Very safe. The water's not in play.
A lot of green.
pretty beautiful shot.
Yeah.
And almost assures himself a par.
Well.
And there you go.
Well,
Oh, it's gonna go in.
okay.
It's gonna go. Oh.
Well, Norm, I was about to correct you, and the more fool I.
Does Justin Rose have to wonder what is this guy made of? Is he even human?
Justin Rose has to say, I can gain a stroke here with one brush of the blade. That's what he's got to be thinking.
Here's the
You better
injured
think
Tiger
that. You
Woods.
better think that at Augusta National.
Oh,
Gingerly.
Tiger, he
the wrist,
seemed,
wrist seems
maybe
to
that
feel-
wrist.
someone who seems to be hitting better
Oh.
golf shots isn't complaining about his wrist now.
True.
I would not wish Tiger an injured wrist in addition to
I agree
his
with
knee and his back.
Well, that
Guys.
could be at the risk of being a little bit.
Racy.
A little bit uncouth.
This guy's had
The risk of
an
being
injured
uncouth.
wrest for quite a while.
Well, that's what I was going to say. The injured wrist might be related to the lack of
Money, eagle.
prostitutes.
That's Eagle, Tiger
Get
Woods.
to 6 under par.
Now,
Not
Tiger
7?
Woods is going to go to the next
Back to
tournament he
even
plays
on the day.
True story.
with an eagle.
True
As
story.
one of his last few holes. That'll serve him well next week, don't you think, Chad?
He will not play
Or
next
the
week,
time he plays.
guaranteed.
I should, by week, I mean
His next
tournament.
event? When is his next event?
By week, I mean tournament Tiger plays in.
How long do we have
Which
for the
will be
next
what? A lot of
major?
us,
When's the next major?
Middle of
Well,
June.
he's going to play
5
before.
weeks,
He'll
maybe
play well
around.
before the next major.
I think he just
If
plays.
he's allowed.
I think he plays 1 week before the next major.
He'll play the players, won't he?
Justin Rose, he's got
he's
it.
allowed.
He's not going to get it. And another tied hole. Spieth now, 6 up, 7 to go.
Now,
It's
did anyone see
becoming
on
match
Justin's
play.
Two,
Possible.
was
two
that
par fives.
A single 9? Was it 09 or 99? It'd be interesting.
What's this?
The ball, his number on the ball
Oh, I don't know.
was either 09 or 99.
So Spieth,
Spieth,
man,
to
what a
hit
par,
hit
what a
into
par.
the woods and then not lose a stroke.
Yeah.
How old is his sister?
It's gonna be hard to.
But will he really
Or
breathe
birth year,
easily
perhaps, if
until he
he's
clears
16?
Ray Creek
Yeah.
on
that's
this
true.
12th tee?
You're right.
Now, Norm, when Johnny Miller, discussing Tiger's scandal, said, yep, he's hurt the game. Now,
Who said that?
Johnny Miller.
About Tiger?
Yeah.
Well, that's absurd.
I thought, are we sure?
That was his macro analysis, or just the incident has hurt the game? Certainly, Tiger can't have been said to have hurt the game in his career.
Oh, no. But after his scandal, it was, Johnny said, yeah, no, Tiger, he's hurt the game. There's no question about that.
Well, he might have lost viewers.
It's definitely hurt the viewership when he's
Did
not
he?
involved.
If they,
Well, no, that
they're
is what
only
Johnny
watching-
didn't mean. He's hurt the game by, getting hurt and not playing. He meant he's hurt the game by.
No, but I know. But if you lose fans for the game, that's not good for the game.
Did he?
His sister's 14 years old.
Okay.
That's what I said.
But did he? Did he actually lose any
I
fans?
said she was 14 over there.
I didn't hear you say
It's
that.
like Groundhog Day, man.
Has anyone seen that movie Groundhog Day?
Wait.
I love that movie. It's
Ned?
so good.
Ned Ryerson? Needlehead Ned?
Needle Nose Ned? Ned the Head?
I combined them both. Thank you, Chad, for
Thank you.
It always threw me off that he was that character on Californication
Chad got
after
it.
being Ned
Now, which
Ryerson.
of you can do the best, because Adam Ega did one.
Thank you.
Which of you can do the best impression of the guy, the movie producer that's talking to Robert Duvall about why he won't cast the singer, the singer that The Godfather wants,
Oh.
the Sinatra kind of character.
Oh, I can't do that.
Not at all.
No? It's up to you, Jeff. Let's hear it.
Oh, all right, my Kraut Mick friend, that guy?
Yeah. That's it.
Well, that's very odd.
got it.
Okay.
Your greasy guinea charm.
Well,
Oh, you can just
well, it's very odd because he's being very friendly to him,
Yeah.
and he's saying, "Why didn't you tell me you knew Don Corleone?
Yeah.
You worked for Don Corleone. I'm this. Look at my horse. Look at my beautiful friend." And then he does a flip. And he says,
Gets
you know,
angry.
she was the best piece of ass I ever had,
Yeah.
and that Johnny Fontaine, he took her away. Now you get the hell out of here. And it was where'd that come from?
I
Yeah.
was there.
All right. Running out of time, Justin Rose, 6 back now. He has to stick this close
Well
to the
delivered.
I
pin
got a million of them.
to gain a stroke. Spieth is safely on with an unmakeable putt, but an unmissable
Still.
2-putt.
That was a bigger stroke. Spieth
That has a much better chance of going in, but still low.
Spieth
gotta
put
do
it
better
right
than
where he
that.
needed to, don't you think, with a 6-shot
Yeah.
lead?
Oh,
and-
This is
definitely.
going to be a very boring
He's forcing.
final 7
I
holes.
don't agree. Not for me, boy.
He's forcing Justin Rose to attack the hole. Now, what that means, though, is I
No,
believe he should attack the hole, and you can get some swings then.
I believe that was Jordan Spieth last year in the final group,
Yeah.
who hit it in the water at 12.
Now, Spieth
And eventually
was,
lost to Bubba.
Spieth was just in the woods and lost nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet they're talking about that's the difference between him last year and this year. But look at this.
Jordan
don't think- you
Spieth
don't- look.
crossing the bridge.
It might only be one candle
As
on the
a-
birthday cake, but boy, it's a lot more in years of maturity and
Sure is. He is a mature young man, no question. Jordan Spieth, the next superstar. How
Yeah.
do you feel? How do you feel now if you're Rory McIlroy? Do you go, we got a makings of a generations-long battle, or is it threat?
I say you say the battle is joined.
Yeah.
I say good.
You're
This will
happy.
help me keep my edge.
Yes, you're happy about it, even if it costs you some majors,
now.
as it appears to be right
The,
now.
the world of golf has come into focus very sharply
Do we
in the
think
last
10
9
years-
months, has it not?
Well, in the past month, Jordan Spieth has
Been the best player in the world.
been there.
But
what do you get from a
not only
Rory?
best, but first, second.
What do you get from a Rory Jordan Spieth duel? They're both like there's got to be a hero and a villain.
Who plays David Duval?
Between those two guys? No.
But like Jack and Arnie, like the sort of the new and the old, and even Watson,
Tiger and Phil?
Tiger
Well,
and Phil.
Well, I think Rory is the villain of those two. Certainly, it's a little bit harder edge. Villain is perhaps a little
Rory,
strong.
he's friendly as can be.
I think they're but I think if you had to choose,
You know about
would
Jordan
say
Spieth's sister, though?
You would say
Do you know about
you would
Jordan
say
Spieth's
that
sister,
Rory
Jeff?
is the
His 14-year-old sister?
antagonist.
Oh,
Oh, do you
well, he
know
doesn't know the
at all?
story.
Oh, heavens.
Really? Why?
So he'll
Just
like
because
it.
if you had
now.
to choose,
Yeah,
if you
well,
had to
Spieth-
He doesn't know the story, but his
Spieth
sister.
and
is
McIlroy.
super sympathetic for a variety of reasons, but his younger sister, 14, as Norm says, severely autistic.
14.
Yeah.
He's retarded.
Severely autistic, and he does all sorts of work with her. She comes to the tournaments, and
Yeah.
he keeps her ground. He doesn't.
He did
she doesn't.
know.
I'd say she keeps him grounded.
Did I say it backwards? I might have said it backwards.
No, yeah.
Probably both are true. I
Yeah,
thought
it's not gonna keep-
I wasn't correcting you. I
They
was
talked about
expanding.
how
That's a
she
difficult
loves
position to
his
be in when you're
success,
looking
but
for
doesn't
birdies.
know the
Who is
Masters
that?
is different
Mickelson.
than another tournament or whatever. So
Right.
it's. I mean, I feel like a few lengthy pieces have been written about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And that everyone's saying that his maturity is attributed to that
Yeah.
family dynamic.
Sort of forced
Yeah.
responsibility and.
But no, look.
Can I add something here?
Oh,
I
I'm
know
mad if you didn't.
I'm on the fashion beat, but now having a severely autistic sister along for the ride, every tournament, doesn't know where she is. Let's call it what it is. Now, this has got to have a negative effect on his picking up women on tour, the Tiger Woods syndrome.
What are we talking about now?
Well, a negative effect if the goal is to sleep with many women, perhaps.
No.
Of course it is.
Now, Josh, Rory McIlroy, you may know, was.
I'm just trying to speak bluntly here.
Rory McIlroy, you may know, was engaged and even was dating and engaged to Caroline Wozniacki, a nice-looking tennis
And-
pro.
and, player.
And
Now
before
it's-
that,
they even-
he had a girlfriend, and everybody was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, he's an old
And then he
timer."
dropped
Holly.
Well, then
something.
Wozniacki is
Yeah.
now, I believe, receiving the business from J.J. Watt, if I'm not. Wasn't that the
Receiving the
business?
business.
And now, how about
Seems,
that right?
unless they're in a business agreement
Yeah,
contractually, it
It's
does.
tempting to
It
be
seems
euphemistic
rude.
on the
Little sexist.
It's maybe
Little
not.
sexist.
Well, I always wondered what happened to
Maybe
make
sexist. Maybe sexist.
Rory. They
Justin-
sent out the wedding invitations.
Yes.
Oh, that was
Yes,
Rose's.
that was
I'm
Rory.
sorry,
That's
that
why
was
he's the
Rose.
villain.
Rory McIlroy, and then he quickly,
So-
and then right after that, he like told her, "I'm sorry, I'm backing out."
I
I'm
believe he
not."
said, "I'm sorry, I'm too famous." I think is what he said.
Well, you do.
Justin Rose has put himself in the situation where he must beat outright
He had
every
Augusta,
hole
so
for the next 6 holes.
You do
He
wonder
has
if
to
Rory's
beat-
friends got a hold of him and sort of said, "You dumb."
don't
idiot,"
make
you
the
know?
same mistake that Tiger Woods made.
You know the ad? Have you seen the ad where they have young Rory looking at Tiger and going to model himself after him?
No,
They got some, pie-faced Irish lad to look at,
Phil
to be
Mickelson.
watching Tiger on TV and
Phil Mickelson has
practicing
an
in the
eagle
rain and stuff like that. Supposedly Rory, and then in the end they're
It's
playing
funny when you
together.
have
And
a guy
I
with
showed
an
it to
eagle.
my wife, saying, "Hey, this is stirring," and she said, "Is that really Rory?" "No, it's some kid actor." And she said, "That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen." So there you go.
That's
They
nice.
should have showed Rory watching Tiger with the scandal,
Yeah.
picking up the phone and calling off his wedding.
that would have been
Would have been exceptional.
true
right.
story.
Please.
I have.
Norm, what comedian would you have watched as a boy in Canada?
I think we all know the answer to that.
You mean that I liked?
Yeah, that
Oh,
you said, "I want to
Steve.
do that."
For a
A bogey, oh.
Just,
Suddenly Tiger's
that was
record,
three-putt territory.
Tiger's record got a little
You heard
further
it
away,
here
maybe?
first. The
Another 3 putts.
16 or 17?
He's 17, so he needs...
Now 5 with 6 to go. A little breathing room. not much.
Every time we think it's over.
Now remember, every time he's lost a stroke, he's come back to gain at least one the very next hole. There have been very few holes tied between these two players.
Dear.
That's not good.
Did the ripples
I mean,
tell the sad story?
Let's take
I
a
think
look
so.
and find out in a segment
Big tee
we
shot here.
call Inside the Hole.
Okay.
And where we actually say how many of these holes between Justin Rose, the man you're watching at this moment, and we along with you.
This is not to be confused with the
perfect.
segment that we did yesterday, Deep in the Hole.
Right, and because the lights were out.
Yeah, I found that uncomfortable, actually. Yeah, it was very...
We
The
went.
question is, how
hole by
many of
hole
those holes were tied? Let's take a look. Let's find out on that computer. Between Rose and Spieth, how many holes did they tie today?
Oh,
Charlie
I
Hoffman.
feel like few. They kept having opposites.
They sure did.
Well, they tied one.
They tied one with birdies.
Birdie, yeah.
They tied 2 with pars.
No.
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 He dropped one of the second.
Rose got a birdie on
Rose
two.
got a birdie. They didn't tie 3. They tied 4.
He likes that.
Didn't tie 5. Didn't tie 6. Didn't tie
Oh,
7.
he turned it around the corner, which
Tied
is
8.
Wow.
which Rose was not able to do. That is strong, boy.
Yeah, that's just a slinging,
Slinging hook.
perfect.
They've only tied about 3 holes.
and pretty.
To your.
They've only,
deep,
they've only
too.
tied 3 holes. There you go. Well, that
What a
was a
shot.
powerful and real brave shot.
This kid does not get rattled.
This kid don't get rattled.
Now we're looking at history. Now look, Spieth could be, and it doesn't have, you're looking, you say like, this guy could be one of the greatest 15 golfers ever if he kind of keeps it up. He's on his way, right?
Yeah.
And how often do you say that? Have we said it since between Tiger and Rory? Did we really say it even once?
Josh, I think you'll agree with me if
Maybe Sergio, maybe
Jordan
Adam
Spieth
Scott.
was
but,
not
you know.
involved in U2, their album would have been called And Hum.
Correct.
This is the biggest coming out party since Tiger in '97, though. Even bigger than Rory, I'd say.
This just in, family members, Vail, Colorado, this year, Tiger Woods visits sweetheart Lindsey Vonn. Complaints are being registered almost on the minute by an area above, below, to the side, every room near the Vonn Woods suite. The banging, the screaming, the athleticism. Tiger takes matters into his own hands. He says, you know what? Here's how my sweetheart and I will have a good time. I will rent every room around it so we can make all the darn noise we want.
Wow.
Vail, Colorado.
December 2014.
Okay. Cool.
I would just do it more.
Somebody
I just
asks,
do it
is
more
the crowd
quietly,
control a bit lax, or is it me?
Let's go across the. We heard just moments ago from Jeff Martin that Jordan Spieth might go down as one of the 15 greatest golfers of all time. Let's rank the greatest golfers of all time. Let's think it's 20 years from now, 30 years from now. Where do you put Spieth? And we'll start with Tim and move down the panel.
Greatest golfers of all time, 20 years from now, Jordan Spieth. I say he falters and is not among the top 20 golfers of all time.
Very possible.
I say he burns out after a few majors.
What do you see when you look?
You know what? I was about to say what Tim just said, but I'm going to say the opposite. I say yes, he is. Why not?
He's what? One of the top 15? Where do you place him? What number?
Top 20, within the top
I'm asking
20
for a number.
of all time.
I'm asking for a number straight out.
In 20 years from
Take
now.
a chance.
If you want to say
Number
15
9.
to 20,
The
Wow.
9th greatest.
no, you said 15 to 20. Okay. So that's not time.
The 19th greatest.
Okay, that's fine. Steve,
Okay, and
you don't
can
know
quote,
much.
You can quote me on this.
Okay.
Top 6.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, I think Chad and I'll have the best answers probably. And maybe Jeff if he was given another chance. He said top 15. Well, let's go to Jeff first, see if he wants to make it higher than that.
Well, let's see. I think I would call Mickelson about the 11th greatest player ever.
Yeah.
I'd say his British Open win put him just ahead, moved him ahead of the likes of Seve, Faldo, Trevino, guys of that
Right.
stratosphere. Let's see. I like Spieth with a Trevino-like career.
Oh.
I say at the
Well,
end of
then
his
you
career,
got-
we
then you
rank
do.
him as about the 15th greatest
Well, he's
player
got him
ever.
at 15 then. Okay. What do you say, Chad?
Well, I think I don't know if I agree with Jeff, first of all, on the Nick Faldo, Lee Trevino comparison.
Oh, happy to debate it.
I just looked up Faldo with 41 career wins.
That's almost as many as Phil.
And
he has one more major.
he's won 6 majors.
The Phil's 5, that's
Yeah.
right. Here's what I'm basing it on, is Phil has, I think, 21 top 3 finishes in
Right.
in majors, which Okay, that's.
I just took exception
Wow.
to Faldo
Is
and
that Spieth?
Trevino.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
Spieth. He'll go to 20 under with that putt, and the coronation has begun.
I have a quick question.
Well,
How many
we're still
majors?
on, we're
How
still,
many
we're still
more-
doing this question.
What do you
about
think? What do you
Spieth.
think Faldo's
We still think
career
we're-
would
we haven't
be
finished the
if he
Spieth thing.
played in
We haven't finished
Europe.
the Spieth.
all PGA instead of like they do now? Like instead of he played for a number of years in Europe.
Who are you talking about?
Faldo.
I don't know. About to say. I don't know. What do you think?
I think he would have been. I think he would have been like top 5 golfers.
I agree.
think.
Because it seemed like for a number of years he was the best player in the world.
Yeah.
For 5 years, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
and he
more.
played. It was when you didn't come over here, but I was only taking exception to the Faldo Trevino.
Those guys have won one more major than
Trevino's-
Mickelson.
He's saying
Mickelson.
Trevino doesn't deserve to be. I mean, Trevino doesn't earn the
But I think that
Faldo comparison.
I think if Spieth.
No, I think they're on about the same level.
Oh, really?
He thinks
Faldo and Trevino?
He thinks Faldo is much better.
Oh, maybe a little. I'd say they're on the same level.
But I think right now, I think you have Mickelson and I think Jordan Spieth would be very happy to have Mickelson's career in 24
No
years.
kidding. No kidding.
And so I think you gotta think about what Phil Mickelson's done, and obviously Tiger too. But these guys don't go away. I mean, look at David Duval. Like he's won 15 times on tour, and he doesn't even play anymore. I mean, there are guys that have won majors that don't play anymore. So
Well, that's what's been very special about Mickelson.
Yeah,
Is
I
guys pop up like Jeff Ogilvy and
Yeah,
Duval
right.
and so you,
Duval's a special case.
yes, but I'm just guy Paul Casey looked like he'd be great. He goes away for
right, yeah,
years and years, and Mickelson has been great.
Find it hot on the set?
a little bit. But it was
For
Fred
like
Couples,
24 years,
like Fred
you know?
Couples and Davis Love and Payne Stewart. Like those guys just
Yeah.
seem to be around
Anything to be on camera.
during right before Tiger showed up. And it seemed like it was a sort of a good old boys club where they were like, let's not, let's just share the wealth here and let's all play and have fun. And then Tiger came in and was the competitor.
Well, I also think there are different eras, some eras where you have 7 or 8 relatively equivalent great players. I feel like for almost 10 years, Tiger was unequivocally by far the best player.
Yes.
Which is, I think, what makes him
I would
probably
love
the
to
best
see-
player.
Was there a finer putting stroke than Lauren Roberts?
Oh, the boss of the Moss.
Boss of the Moss. Phil Mickelson. He's pretty close.
But I would love nothing more
As
than
Augusta-
a Rory Spieth, for
doesn't
the
like
next 15 years.
Has the field outgrown Augusta? Should they be shooting?
Oh, that's
I
going to
just said that.
that's
Like an
one of
hour
those
ago.
where you miss your target by a yard. And
And that's the end of it.
No, we asked it a couple of times. I asked it first, you asked it a half hour later, but we never answered it.
No, the answer is no, they haven't.
No, they haven't.
And Norm, more importantly, we haven't got your exact number on Jordan Spieth in 20 years.
My exact number? Well, I read one thing by a man that I thought was really smart. He said, anybody that tells you, has a prediction for 20 years from now is a damn fool. And I've always lived by that.
Yeah.
that's a
Nothing
good point.
against you guys, nothing against you guys.
It seemed like you
Yeah,
set us up for
but-
failure though, by asking me that question.
I just remember that quote.
You're saying
Now,
we're
Steve, did you
fools by
predict
just
he would
trying
fall
to-
apart his career? He wouldn't have a remarkable career?
No, I predicted he would have a career, and I guess I'm another example of a damn fool.
Well, that's just a saying. That's just Mark Twain.
What
What
I
is-
mean, I think we
It's
all
just-
need to discuss.
Well, we all
are we
fell into
counting?
that.
Are we counting AI? Because once they let those bastards into the tournaments,
Hey, oh.
artificial intelligence, because that's happening.
You know what?
I mean, we're
I did not murder him.
Let's
Yeah.
meet back in 20 years and just let's see who is a fool.
yeah.
Let's go back for
I'm
a
gonna,
second.
you know what? I'm gonna put
right,
that in
it's
my
agreed.
calendar.
Norm takes my ball. I hit it, right? It gets lost in the
Uh-oh.
trees. Norm takes my ball, leaving me nothing to hit. Is that correct?
Is this for Eagle?
You got to go with what's going on, though. You got to go with the flow.
I had no ball to hit. And
Is this
then
for Eagle,
I was
fellas?
called a
Yes, it
thief.
is.
It's
You can't leave it short.
Those,
use your imagination.
Tiger made that
Liar.
putt for Eagle.
Do you think you really
That's
took
right.
your ball? Is that what happened? Norm, did you take
I
his
know.
ball?
I don't think he did. I know he did.
No, he stole things all over the place.
No. You can call me a liar till the cows come home, but you start calling me a thief, then we got a problem, my
Well,
friend.
you just asked the guy to your right.
What's this now? I think Norm is blameless in this encounter.
I did nothing but found your ball over and over again.
No.
It's Norm's ball at some point was hit.
Yeah.
A second ball was hit.
Of course it was.
And he located your ball and was under the impression that you had hit his first ball.
Yeah,
So
you had hit
the
it
only
since you were
option
now up by the
was
green.
He took your ball out for a free relief.
And four
fairway.
people told me you had hit a ball, so.
This to go to 19 under,
Again, it was dark.
a number no one has ever reached.
Golf in the dark.
No one
Good idea.
in
not such a
Masters
good idea.
history
Mid-range idea, really.
has reached the number -19.
Now, Jordan has touched
Jordan Spieth.
18.
Really, 19? Minus 19?
Jordan Spieth for history.
Jordan has touched 18 several
Look at
times.
the head of hair on
Before
that.
we,
And then
before we
he drops
switch, I thought I would
the
just,
Do you see that
Stephen
gentleman
Anthony
with
has
that head of
called
hair?
me
All right,
a
little
man
history
among
here.
boys.
Little history.
Really?
A dirty old man with altar boys.
Here's some history.
Little history here.
Oh,
Did
goodness.
he get to 19? No. No.
How about that?
Wow, wow.
Sounded like a backhanded compliment.
Wow, did you hear that?
No, I did not.
It was
Stephen Anthony.
this comes from the blogosphere.
Guy in green is a man among boys.
Oh.
Ellipses.
Isn't that kind of insulting?
A dirty old man with altar boys.
Hello,
That saved it.
Nelly.
That saved it. But before it was
well,
kind
that's
of
the joke.
insulting us.
That's the
Imagine
joke.
boys.
Darn it.
Are we getting in? Are we getting in any Twitters?
The
You know,
Twitter machine is right in front.
The
We need,
Twitter sphere is
Brett, we
going
need
for
your
Norm.
we need Brett's passcode again.
Which we don't have. No.
What's going on?
Just complete. Just.
Can you?
For Birdie,
This is what we talked about the other
he
day.
makes it.
Can you just please review these?
Oh, here comes.
Rose to 13, tied for second with Mickelson.
Oh.
You got to get up, man. He's got to sit.
right.
He's got to sit for a second.
When we come back,
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4.
When we have a moment, I think we should talk about Josh and what exactly is going on. Maybe there's a moment here as Justin Rose.
Before we all go home, that might be a good
All
idea.
right.
It's Spieth.
Spieth will put this in and
Go to 18 under.
get an even
Spieth
lower number.
Extremely well liked by his fellow pros.
Sure is.
Impossible to dislike, I'd say, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Handles himself beautifully.
very
No
very difficult to dislike in that conservative yet highly functional and comfortable looking ensemble by Under Armour.
Tiger Woods won with 18 under.
Am I right?
Jordan Spieth has 18 under right now with a par 5 yet to play.
21 years old.
21 years old, folks. How do you like him now?
It's quite something. Norm, we have a text question for you from Greg Marmoreau and Alex Diamond, who ask, how many majors will Spieth have won by age 30?
Well, he's 21 right now.
Can I just interrupt real quick? Because I definitely do not want to lose Cody Comedy from here. So I'm just read more comments or I'm unsubscribing.
Well, that's what we were doing.
This is like the Jerry Lewis tell.
That's scary. That's scary.
Cody Comedy was in a very heated battle yesterday.
Oh, yeah. It is a very heated battle.
Atheist versus Josh in an arm wrestle to settle. I'm a lover, not a fighter, so that's not going to happen.
Okay, now back to the how many.
No, you actually have been very violent, especially with Steve.
Not, I haven't been violent.
Did he say
no.
he'd punch you in the face?
No, I
Yeah, there
didn't.
was a few things.
Now,
I called him a crypto-fascist, and I said I'd sock him in the nose.
It's a touch of violence.
He was
right?
calling me out, and I
Yeah.
didn't go.
He wanted to go outside and
I
fight.
didn't
No,
want
I
to go
didn't.
out.
I
Yeah,
didn't.
you didn't wanna
I
go
couldn't
out.
have.
Is that why you left originally, to set up the fight?
No.
Like,
me outside.
he's wrong, so instead of being just wrong, he's going to be wrong and punch someone. Oh,
that
now,
makes it right then,
now he
correct?
walks away.
Does that make it
What?
right?
Why is he walking away?
I never would.
Why don't you just tell?
message,
Why don't you just tell people?
question.
Why don't you just tell people what's going on?
I never would have.
Just look at the camera and
I
tell.
never would have hit Steve, or
No,
you could.
Not all that. Just the entire. Just look at the camera and tell people like where you are and.
In my journey,
Yes.
in my
Headspace.
in my
Yeah,
trip.
Yeah.
Well, Josh, you stink like BO.
Yeah.
From Wang Wang.
quintessential Wang Wang, really.
Josh is the only thing. Harry Sutton, very nice guy. Hey, we're all trying to keep this thing going. It's not just me. I'm not the only guy that's keeping this going. We all are trying. Harry Sutton.
Can we answer
Non-responsive.
before I...
I had gotten frustrated with the heat, with the sleeping on the floor, with the lack of personal space. So I said, you know what?
And you were violent,
Before
too.
this escalates,
Oh,
I think
Mickelson slips out of a tie for second.
I think I should leave now, and if that happens to be at what time was it? 12:30.
You know, this might be more supportive if you said, "I'll fight you for the bed, for the pull-down bed."
This is one of those drips on with Norm Macdonald just said something sort of profound. He said the world of golf has suddenly come into focus.
Stink like a hairy dump.
Who was that?
That
Wang
was
Wang.
Mr. Jeff Martin.
Jeff Martin.
Jeff Martin, arguably the adult in the room here.
Oh, without
I would say
question.
inarguably, really.
Al Clark says, can we now dump Sergio Garcia in the never was category?
Pikesville Al was unfortunately absent from yesterday's podcast. He was had previous engagement. We missed him.
That's true.
Glad he's back.
What's going on here with the Smedrick and Cody comedy? They're on the
you wanna
verge
talk
of
about-
fisticuffs.
You want to talk about a fight?
Yeah, they've been at each other's throats now for
These guys.
a couple days.
Yeah.
Um,
That was Rory McIlroy's ball coming up woefully short.
Not thrilled.
Not at all. Although, let's talk about the Tiger Rory. We have Tiger Woods -6 even on the day. Rory McIlroy at 11 under -5 on the day.
I notice you have long conversations with Pikesville Al. Interesting.
Was that just that was just them noticing?
Wow. You guys have talked a lot.
Thank you.
Wasn't that the idea?
No, I mean Pikesville Al and
Oh.
him.
Oh, I see.
Oh, you're saying-
You're saying it. I thought you were reading it.
Pikesville Al talks to you a lot. I don't know if you answer or not. It looks like you
He
do.
no, Pikesville Al is very he sends a lot of condolences on the on my.
Tiger's just even par on the day, huh?
Everyone is now.
Oh, look at that.
All right, here's a good question from actually.
Oh, this is a gross.
How about a good question?
Oh, man.
What do you got?
Not worth reading.
Yeah, I think it's.
You can tell it to him if you want.
I will.
Well,
you
just
can
show
show
his
Here's
point
Rory
at it.
McIlroy.
The top one there.
Yeah, you don't want to repeat that.
Look at this, Rory McIlroy, folks. Now let's get back. I
Tiger put
feel
him in the
badly
bunker.
that I hijacked Tim's text question. How many majors will Jordan Spieth have at the age of 30? Just 9 years from now.
Well, I mean, just to put it in perspective, he's 21 right now. I don't know when he turns 30, but I suppose it's right at the end of the year. That's what, 40?
36.
His birthday's in the
Yeah,
summer.
36 majors.
I think
He has
it's-
30.
I think it's 40.
What?
I think
Ooh.
it's 40. Oh, before he hits 30. Is
That
Yeah,
wasn't-
before he hits 30.
That was not
Okay.
his best. Probably.
So that would be
Well, he just hits the two-putt
actually
out of
35
trajectory,
majors because
yeah.
you're
Oh, yeah.
including this one.
Well, including this.
4 a year for 9 years.
Yeah.
So he's got 35 after this one.
I mean, you know, he could win by that time. I don't know. 8, 10 majors.
10
Oh, wow.
majors.
I was going to guess.
Why, who's going to beat him? Who's
I was
gonna
going to
beat
say
him?
2 or 3.
I mean, who's-
Over a third
You
of the
gotta go.
majors.
You gotta go conservative.
I mean, who's going to beat him today? This is what Tiger was like, I remember, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I never thought he'd win. So many people said crazy numbers, and I go, no, he'll get beat.
I mean, Rory is 25, I think, and he
Oh,
is,
well.
has
He doesn't play like this.
he has
he has 3 majors, right? One of each.
yeah.
He hasn't
No.
won 2. has he?
Okay.
In this of the same one.
No, yeah.
No,
So
I
he
know
has
it's
3
goofy.
majors.
We
Exactly.
could have a 2-shot swing here.
Oh my gosh.
No, I just.
With a 3-putt and a birdie.
Are you talking about for second place or?
No,
For
no.
first.
Oh.
I'm saying Rose is 5 back, and you could have a 2-shot swing here.
But we're-
Not likely.
But we're now to the
But
point where
if
this
you
would
do,
be
you get to the 3 number with still 4 or 5 to go, right?
an epic collapse.
You could.
So,
But
yeah.
there's water
Of
on
course there's a
15 and 16.
Yes. Any round is collapsible. They're like cups.
But they're like collapsible cups.
Like,
you mean.
like recyclable cups. They're all
Not like
collapsible.
obstacles.
Yeah,
Goodness gracious.
Spieth's birdie putt on 10. He's birdied number 10 3 times this week.
That's amazing.
The historically hardest hole on
Yeah.
the course.
But you know, the battle for second is still alive and well.
That's right. He regrets that 3 putt on 12, I betcha.
You always think, you know, when there's I feel like when there's a clear cut winner, and you look in the, you know, without Spieth, you would have 13, 12, 11, 10 with 5 holes.
Well, look at McIlroy. I did not even realize McIlroy has gotten to 5 under on the day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was a good round.
Excellent
Perhaps
round.
you were in the restroom when I said that, but it's like Groundhog Day out here.
So, with him and
Who was
Tiger, I
talking
mean,
about that a few minutes ago?
I was.
Yeah. There was
Just me. Only me.
with
I
him
like
and
that movie.
Tiger, I'm just saying, with him and Tiger in the same group,
Yeah.
playing for, you know, some sort of bragging rights, some sort of statement about
Besting
Who's the
Tiger by
man?
5 shots.
right
It's
now. I'd
Tiger's even.
say Rory so far is the answer.
Well, you got to figure they both were weaned on Tiger, yes, in their youth, both
Yes.
Rory and
Yes.
Spieth, etc.
Sure. They watched him on
Weaned.
TV.
Yes, not literally weaned, of course. Steve.
That's
Yeah,
gotta
no,
be
the way I watched
No,
Norman
literally,
Lear on
just
TV. And I
figured
thought
if
someday
he weaned.
I'll write sitcoms. Yeah, that's right. Same thing. You've seen the commercial.
Paul Casey with a
Of
birdie.
a young Jeff. Look,
With
Yeah,
68.
Well, that's a TV. Dreaming. Sure.
Jeff was going to take me to play at, can't remember where, some fancy course. Where he's a member, but he never did.
Oh, the very same.
Jeff Martin.
But I specifically invited
No, you
you.
invited me, but you never.
I like named a day last
Yeah,
week.
But you never played golf with me.
Do you want to come play
Mickelson.
golf with me at Riviera on this day?
At
I-
Whitsett.
That's true.
I don't know if I could really come off badly.
Maybe we
in
could
the-
get the
Yeah.
in the
could
true story.
Could the blogosphere maybe hazard a guess at Norm's score in a round at a Riviera?
Oh.
Me and
Maybe a prize for
Look
the
at,
win?
oh, is this going to be, this
Oh,
might
in your
roll
life?
back into the hole,
Okay,
folks.
we're all
Who is
thinking
this?
this. We're all thinking the same
This is
thing.
16 Tiger Woods.
No.
In your life.
That just
Good call.
happened.
Did it?
That was
do
sort
you
of
know?
astonishing that the Nike logo was on
Oh,
the
I
ball,
know.
was visible for
And-
a couple of
But
seconds.
it's that's like
You
just
gotta
do
figure
it,
Nike
and then
gets-
he goes, do what? You know what I mean? Like,
What do
when
we
you
think about,
calculate
what do we
the,
think
just
about,
How many Nike golf balls
what do we
did
think
that
about
sell?
Tiger Woods
publicity.
blatantly ripping off Jordan Reed with his red and black on Sunday?
Patrick Reed.
Patrick Reed.
If he had said the right name, I would have
been
Who is Jordan Reed?
Have you followed Patrick Reed since he, I mean,
Yeah.
his
I think
backstory?
that was one of the Gossip Girls.
That sounds right.
Here now,
actually.
Jordan
Vampire
Spieth.
Diaries?
Look at that. That's
Oh,
true.
Not to be confused with Vampire.
all right.
Well, this is what Jeff Martin was talking about, the 2-shot swing.
If he misses this putt.
But Rose has already missed, right?
No, Rose comes up now.
Maybe 13 feet.
And he's pretty close.
Well, here we go. Here we go.
And there's still a little chicken on that bone, right? For Jordan's putt. Damn it, he just said.
Jordan wanted to get a lot closer than that. It was a lag putt, but he doesn't want a 3-footer with all kinds of break.
No, he does not.
This is exactly the kind of putt he knows he can push left. That's what he's got to be thinking right now, Steve Fromstein.
Surely Rose has to putt first.
Yeah, and I don't know why they're.
Charlie Rose.
Not sure why they're. I mean, this is when you know you're a star. when the other fellow's lining up to putt and the camera's on your mug.
That's right, because watching a guy study the putt from all
There's-
angles,
There's
is
the
great theater.
This is now he's got to make this. I mean, this is a makeable putt. Not much happens. Breaks a little bit
I think
to
it's
his
in.
left.
I say it's in.
No, that's perfect.
You know what that one did? It broke 3 inches straight down.
Straight down 3 inches. You know all about that. We're gonna.
Murphy bed.
What? No, it's just, go on.
Good stuff. Good stuff by Rose.
Okay, Rose has done what he has to do, and now there's no defense
Sterling Hayden.
in golf, but he has to just
I
hope
don't know what
that.
someone wants Norm to do a Sterling.
Hope,
Sterling Hayden.
Someone wants you to do a Sterling
Jordan
Hayden
Falters, is
impression.
that what you're saying? Okay, this
I
isn't
doubt
it.
that.
Okay, backs off. This isn't in, is it?
Look at this now. Now some doubt. Now every time we've seen this happen, he has missed. Every single time. 3 times we have seen him 3-putt. The first one was called by our very own Chad Drew.
Okay.
This, his third 3-putt? No, it's in. Used all of the cup for
He
that
pushed
one.
it again, though.
Any idea- any-
Certainly
Like
did.
on
where it is right
How
now?
about that?
The center of the cup.
4 now between Rose and Spieth.
know, at this
Not
point,
out of it.
Look who's in third by himself. Phil
this
Mickelson.
point,
Phil
it is
Mickelson,
suspenseful
Like at the start of
from
the
the
day.
beach. Sorry.
Nothing.
Phil Mickelson in sand here has found this greenside bunker, and nobody's better at getting up and down than this guy.
Wow. Wow.
Phil
Score it,
Mickelson.
Phil.
Wow.
And he says, maybe I'll take second. I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
I mean,
Sterling
can you
style.
imagine?
12 or
Can you
13?
imagine
Not
without
with the cap.
Spieth,
Oh, yeah.
Rose
14
birdies to go to
under.
14,
Wow.
Mickelson birdies to go to 13, but everyone, Spieth is at 18.
This could have been an exciting
You
game.
sure he didn't
Sure
just go to
could've.
14 under?
Match.
Mickelson should have gone to.
Mickelson ties
Oh,
Rose.
that's Eagle. Sorry, I
was
did not
Eagle.
know that.
That was Eagle, yeah.
Here he comes.
Wow.
I'll tell you, if Spieth had missed that putt,
That's right. That's right.
The Eagle has landed
Yes.
on 16,
And Spieth.
Will Mickelson get his 10th runner-up finish in a
and to
major?
tie one Arnold Palmer.
He had 10
Arnold
runners-up.
Palmer had
finishes.
10.
Wow.
Steve Fromstein.
Mickelson has had more top
What is
threes
your
than Arnie.
the
twice as
advantage
many.
you
Oh,
have
really?
here
And
is
twice
you
as
know,
many as Trevino.
You know about
Wow.
as much about Spieth as we do. I mean, you know,
Trevino-
he's been in my radar for about 2 years, so you're right here with us in
Lee
terms of
Trevino
in
golf.
terms of what do you think of him? What do
Yeah,
you
it takes
see
years. Well,
against these
I love
experienced,
He's a great story.
much more experienced golfers? Just a 21-year-old
the
kid.
thing is, you are rooting for him, you know, and now it's suspenseful because you don't want to see him blow it. So even those shorter putts are like, oh no, please don't blow it at this point. Before it was a little boring because he was so far
Well, it's
ahead.
not boring with that drive by Justin Rose.
I don't know.
This is the par 5. Justin Rose.
Just in some purple drag.
2 in the front 9, 12 in the back 9. That's what makes up this 14. The par 5, 15th. The time, he wants him to knock it out. He wants him to knock it out of bounds.
He likes it.
With a half smile.
I wasn't sure whether that was a
Means
Oh, wow, yeah.
positive smile or whether
center of the
He is
fairway.
not as long as Justin.
Jeff,
Rose,
did you hear the story of Trevino was whatever country club he was happened to be living in? He was outside mowing his lawn, and a woman drives up and rolls down the window and says, "Excuse me, how much do they charge you to mow the lawns?" And he points behind him and goes, "The lady here lets me sleep with her."
Lee Trevino never knew his father.
Oh, what was his father? Traveling salesman or?
No, I think his mystery is identity is a mystery.
Well, it happens in all cultures, of course, in all races.
Oh, I'm not judging, but
Seems like you
I'm saying he was.
drew a strange.
I'm saying he essentially had to raise himself. He had to learn how to be a man.
Dustin Johnson.
Justin.
Well done.
As
Has
did,
anyone had a bigger up and down round?
Yeah, he had
Masters
well,
tournament.
I mean,
He had to make a tough
three
putt for
eagles
double
in a-
bogey at 16.
3 eagles in a day. 3 eagles in a day, and this guy's not winning the tournament?
Yep.
He's only 9
That's
under for the
6.
whole tournament.
Well, the 3 eagles is 6.
Yeah.
He's only
6 of
played-
his 9.
Yeah, but 3 under over the.
A very costly double bogey at 16 for Dustin Johnson. All right, Phil.
There it is.
You know.
Can someone get in the clubhouse at 16 under?
A hole in one here.
Well,
That's a lot of work.
you can catch the slope
Only
just
thinks he might
right.
have it.
And
Oh, the ripples
Yeah.
tell the story.
that's right.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
That looked like, I thought it was
And
water, didn't you?
then that story is
That story is he's dry.
okay. The lack of ripples.
Wow. That, I saw
Tell the story.
water splash. Didn't you?
Yeah, I thought so.
I guess not.
This could be a scandal.
Deki Matsuwa. Oh, wow.
Hideki.
What's he got going here?
He shot a nice little 6 under 66.
Somewhere his
Oh,
father
Shimashite.
is
Was
rooting
that,
for him.
was that a birdie at
whoever
the
he is.
finish? 11 under. A 66
It's a good effort.
for the dashing Eastern gentleman.
What if his father's watching this game now and doesn't realize he's his father?
That would be amazing.
His father?
Yeah.
Are we back on Lee Trevino?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Lee
all
Trevino.
right.
I see.
Oh, why? Who is that?
So Lee, did you mistake Hideki Matsuyama for Lee
Well,
Trevino?
I don't know these guys very well.
They are very eerily similar in their
I
age.
thought it's
and
just the
look.
last time you brought this up, that's who was on camera.
No, most pro golfers are, I'd say a large majority of them are like very close to their dads, learn the game, you know, with their dad taking them out and all that. And Trevino's just
Very few learn golf from their mothers.
That's true.
That's true.
Trevino's a hard scrabble story. He joined the Marines like when he was 18 or 19. And he said like at the recruitment center, the sergeant punched him in the mouth. And he said, I got right back up. I was just glad to have someone paying attention to me.
Jesus.
This was not your response when.
No, when
Josh
my
hit
dad
you.
punched me in the mouth, I said,
Yeah, wow.
I'd rather you just pay attention to me than.
You'd rather he ignore
Yeah,
you.
I'd
punch
rather
me.
just pay attention to me. You don't have to punch him in the mouth to get
Oh,
my
okay.
attention. He never punched me in the mouth. Spanked me twice. But that was when spanking was
We're in fashion.
not an arrestable offense, and it was just a regular spanking.
Would you have objected to Josh giving you only a spanking last night?
You know,
Objected isn't the word at all, I bet.
I think by the time it would have gotten that
Hey, is he
far,
going
I
for
would
it?
have been out of the
He
apartment.
is going for it. That was a long drive. Now this,
Easy tempo there.
if he keeps
Be
it up,
good,
yeah.
I think is maybe what he said.
Come
on, baby.
Oh, yeah. Well.
Shit.
I think long is better than short here.
Well, certainly.
Well, yes, but it's still tricky. Is he going to hit the big flop or something a little safer?
Bothers me sometimes when people have looks and talent. I just, come on. Come on.
Feldmother brings up a good point. He's
He's
always
losing his
hearing
hair
about
fast,
hard
Steve.
Scrabble stories. He never
Maybe.
hears an easy Scrabble story.
No.
Okay, well, Justin Rose kind of needs an eagle, I'd say.
Drop it in right here, maybe.
Well, oh, like the Squire, Gene Saracen.
Very
He doesn't like it. Leaking.
Uh-oh, no.
Another one in the water.
How does that stay there?
It is,
It is
no,
not.
You don't speak too soon.
Don't speak too soon.
Oh,
You stay.
At some
you
point-
stay right there.
At some point, it's got to
It's still
stop.
moving.
Still moving, boys.
It's still moving. Oh,
It was like it was alive.
that was exciting.
the hair of his chinny
That,
chin chin.
that had attitude. It's like, oh yeah, you think I'm stopped? Yeah? Okay, look at this.
So,
Did you,
Little,
Fromstein
Did you ever
ball
order-
impression I was not expecting.
did you ever order anything in the comic books? The
Oh, yeah,
Johnson
X-ray glasses.
Smith,
Yes.
Yeah,
X-ray
wow.
glasses and,
Yeah, for
hypnotism
sure.
and throw your voice and everything.
I heard of the Confederate or counterfeit money maker.
Well,
well, I got the little horsies that, they turn into horse. there was like starfish.
Yeah.
They
Like
add
sponge
water
stuff.
and they.
Oh, sea monkeys?
Yeah, maybe that's
Brine
monkeys.
shrimp? Yeah.
Yeah.
They were wearing bow ties in the ad.
We had them for dinner.
In your life. Here it is, folks. Can Mickelson do what
Oh,
Tiger could not? No.
Not quite. Good try.
Oh my gosh.
No, I asked because one claim they would often make about like a monster was that something would obey your every command.
Yes.
Oh.
And if you order a few, you realize that means you can tie a piece of string to it.
Okay, what, to a monster?
Whatever.
Yeah.
If you can tie a piece of
Mickelson
string
just,
to it, it obeys your every
The
command.
same.
They should
not
just
this,
address
that
all
was
those things
yesterday.
too.
Who is
You
this?
That was
idiot.
yesterday, Mickelson, but he was in the bunker as well on 16, and he tried to.
Who did?
Mickelson tried to flip it up past
Like
the hole,
hypnotize
hole
women.
in, but it was not to be.
Beat up bullies.
All right.
It's a-
Do the life of
four-shot
the
lead.
party.
Still
We're talking about
four-shot?
stuff you could order in the comic.
I think Mickelson, if Mickelson can get to 16 under in the clubhouse,
And those women you
takes the
hypnotize, you
pin
know what
out.
they
Here
look
it
like
is.
naked in advance.
trying to make
because, you have X-ray vision.
oh, this was on the previous hole. Or how about the skinny guy getting the sand kicked in
Well,
his face?
we were just talking. We were saying.
Charles Atlas.
We were saying you could beat up bullies, be the life of the party.
I could have used that last night.
Katie Bowden
That, but you
remarks,
women
I have
already, but-
officially been sucked into the game of golf. I'm not happy about this.
Hey,
Katie, that's
Look at this.
Terrific
Look at
news.
this.
this
Look
was
at this.
much earlier
Much
today.
earlier.
Much earlier.
This is
today.
what. Remember this shot?
This was a little Mickelson magic back on 7.
Putting on a little clinic for the kids.
All you
There's a
kids
shot.
out there, anyone who
Some
likes
trick,
to listen to
trick shottery at Augusta.
I was so
Enzo.
naive back then when this happened. I remember.
This is the kind of thing that a man like Phil Mickelson can do. Now, we were just in the other room, and he said that you accused him of stealing by recording your podcast last night, what he refers to as your podcast.
Stealing what?
You said he accused you.
Did you see where Justin Rose's second shot ended up? On
Just
the
right
bank
on the
on
edge.
15.
On the bank, and it didn't
Who's
stop
lucky?
wiggling for.
Josh accused me,
Yes.
or I accused Josh?
Josh accused
Josh accused
No.
me of what? Who said that though? Josh said you.
Yeah,
that he
you just said it in the other room.
That
In front of Brent, wherever
I
he
think
is.
Brent can be the decider.
Well, Brent heard the discussion.
You want to repeat that accusation?
The truth,
repeat it?
the truth
Or
doesn't,
not?
the truth doesn't lie.
You don't want to repeat it? Then now you're in
Wait,
front of him?
maybe it'd be more comfortable if you do it
see if
behind my
Justin-
back.
Oh!
Just a
No,
drop of
we were
bone,
very
no.
clear about this source of our argument where I took umbrage to the fact that I thought that you were accusing me of using the non-existent footage, which admittedly was a bluff of mine.
He's talking about the iPhone, the alleged iPhone recording, duplicate recording, the Nixon tapes.
I took
You
umbrage.
found a
those
duplicate
were
recording?
No, there was a claim
He
of a
says nothing
duplicate
was
recording.
by who?
Now,
This
By
is an
Josh.
important pitch.
This is a very important shot.
All right.
If he sculls it, it could go in the
Let's-
water.
we'll just hold
Hardly
this.
likely, but yeah, if he's a man, he's not a machine. Let's see if he can. He's not going to get cute, is he? Surely he's not going to get cute.
Not-
No.
no,
Check
he's
on
not.
it, yeah.
No.
But that's not in the hole, folks.
No,
That's
but too much for
downhill.
Clark.
That's as cute as a machine
breaks.
can get.
That's
That becomes a little
Maybe.
precious metal.
Have we talked about the fact that Jordan Spieth could be artificial intelligence? It's not impossible.
AI?
Yeah. We all know that's happening,
No.
right? Everyone is.
I think there's rumors.
That's likely his best shot at the birdie he needs to touch 19 under.
Hey, 19.
And that's a very small club.
That's a par for Mickelson, who, once again,
No one, right?
That's right.
even though he's dressed in black,
Hey,
Very
19.
exclusive club. It has one member.
Hey,
If he,
19. I don't know
makes
about the
putt.
Cuervo Gold, but I do know something about a fine green jacket that'll make tonight a wonderful thing for some lucky gentleman.
absolutely.
We've seen every shade of green today in Augusta's fairways, but ultimately, only one matters.
Ooh, Samir Rhea coming in early with Jordan Spieth, Texas Instruments.
I like that.
He is,
That's so clever, but so unwieldy. You know?
he is a calculating man.
This is a tough
Look
putt.
who's on the tee. Texas Instruments himself. It doesn't quite work.
This is
it really
not-
seems like it should. But
This
it's
is
just
not a
The
gimme.
TI 84.
still,
This is in no
tip of the
way.
hat.
And this is
Right.
no way a gimme
Very hard.
putt. This is about 50-50 shot. I think.
Okay, no one has ever gotten to 19 under at Augusta
I don't think it
National.
happens.
Until now.
Until now, Norm.
That just happened. 20 under is one away now, with the par 5 still to come. And the round of Jordan Spieth. There is no par 5.
2 holes remaining.
3 holes.
3 holes remaining. Players to reach 16 under.
Nicholas, Floyd, Woods twice, Mickelson, and of course Spieth.
Players, okay, this
Now
club-
goes down to Nicholas,
Swindling,
Floyd, and Woods joining Spieth this year, and then just the 2 of them.
So what's your prediction
now-
for the end? How many under?
And
Look
look
at
at that.
You get your picture when you're
Jordan
the only one.
Spieth.
That's a good
only
graphic.
Eclipses.
That's okay.
Tiger Woods.
Now,
The
No
receiver.
matter
have
what
the,
happens, no matter what happens.
Norm, do you want to
this
read the
hole.
recap on
Those next 3.
the people's? We only had the 4. I don't know why we didn't get, but those were the predictions earlier in the day. These
That was great.
you said 20. Tim and Jeff. Bit of a point of contention between Tim and Jeff. They both chose 19.
And what is it right now?
It's 19. So
I chose
one more
20.
birdie, and you will be right.
Power.
We'll see. The 16th is birdieable.
That's correct. And 18 has proven to be birdieable.
But, I mean, what's he shooting for? Does 19 give him a record of 4
Yes.
holes?
Yes.
Well,
19
then
is the
he'll play
record.
for par. I mean, you know,
Still,
he's not going to let the 19 slip away.
16.
He's going to be playing safe.
16 you can birdie, even
And
playing
of course,
safe.
you got to win the tournament, so you're playing safe for 2 reasons. But you say 16, the ball could just accidentally get close.
Maybe.
Well, the safe play is to the right, and it
I
can
think he's going to
feed
do one
close.
more. I think minus 20.
Okay.
Well, you don't get to say it now. I said it
That's
when they're at
it's minus
16.
yeah, but like you're saying, he's going to play it safe. I'm saying, I think he's going to go for
I'm the one
more.
I got 20 here.
He's
I
doing
know,
it, folks.
I'm
He is
rooting for
doing
your
it.
original score.
Now, Jeff and Chad, as former patrons of the Masters, the people sitting in the bleachers,
I would take
are
mine
those
over there.
specific tickets?
No, no.
I mean,
you're
everywhere is first come, first serve?
I don't think
And
there
from-
are any unique tickets other than like Clubhouse versus.
So how's the decorum at the Open?
you?
Is it a
There's
rush?
no
Outstanding.
running allowed.
Okay.
The gates open at 8 a.m. and you are allowed to put your chair down, which most people do.
Yeah.
And then if you want to sit at 11 or 16 or wherever, you're allowed to put your chair down 8 a.m.
Yeah.
and walk around, and that chair will be waiting for you
And there's no
whenever you want
There's
to
no
sit.
aggressive power walking in the beginning of it?
I mean, they are. It literally on the ticket says no running.
And I understand no spitting and no cussing.
Well, there's gonna be, and
These are Southern gentlemen, anyway.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
know
that
how
should, you don't have to
comport
even say
themselves.
that. Yeah.
Josh, I think
You
you'll,
don't even-
You
That's
might
not
as
even
well
on
say,
the
and
tip.
don't treat a lady
Josh, you'll agree with
disrespectfully.
this that the name Spieth is comes. There's a few, you know, the
Theories.
internet hasn't made its mind up yet. But I'm going to go with this: that the nickname, the name Spieth is from Middle High German, coming from the word "spoot," meaning successful and speedy.
Wow.
Well,
Trying to figure out a nickname, and that didn't help at all.
there are many German immigrants in
It
Central
could also
Texas.
come from the word "spath," meaning late.
Fredericksburg.
Thus, it is supposed that it may have
Schulenburg,
evolved from the
places like that.
nickname from a tardy.
Well, let's ask him. Let's ask him out
Why
on the
is
Twitterverse. What
hill
is the best
country?
nickname for Jordan Spieth? Let's put it out to the people here on the internet.
Beat Texas Instruments.
Look at Norm
That's the leader in the
Macdonald.
clubhouse.
Try to find. Go to Norm Macdonald and try to just type in the best Jordan Spieth nickname.
I was
Hashtag
thinking,
Normcast.
I like the precision, the mathematical, surgical precision. So I was thinking the abacus.
I thought we were going to hear the surgeon.
Yep.
The scalpel, maybe.
Here is our leader on
Okay.
what Jeff Martin says is the biggest chance to pick up a stroke is on this
And he
swing.
backs away.
Right.
What about Spieth softly?
What is it? I think it's
I,
cameras.
Speed softly and carry a big stick, says Stevie Ray
Or in this
Fromstein.
case,
I think a lot of people are just wowed by his abilities. So I would
And his
purport
trousers?
to,
His trousers
to
also?
say
What do you say about his trousers?
Texas golly.
Come on.
What do you think
Get
about those
down.
trousers?
White is tough to pull off.
But they're
Ooh, Lance.
revealing.
Ooh, not a good spot.
I find his trousers revealing in a complimentary way to the young man. Do you notice that?
To Spieth?
Yeah.
A touch of,
Big cock.
Whoa,
Well,
my
you know,
mom's.
Once you notice it,
oh yeah, but the banana, Norm, you missed the
That's
banana.
Norm, Texas golly.
Don't know what that means.
Well, Texas dolly.
We don't-
is that?
Oh, wow.
We don't have to read them all.
Texas Dolly instead of Dolly?
I believe that's Chad's own effort. Yes?
No, that
Yeah.
came from Don 1.
Ken Cabot's off. I'm going to retweet him because he says, if you're not watching the Masters now, you should be. Because history. Well done.
History
Exactly.
capitalized, it should be.
I hear
noted.
one. Here's one that I like. The unrhymable Jordan Spieth. That's from clearly someone who's been watching
That's
the entire.
excellent.
Well, maybe he didn't watch the entire telecast
credit.
yesterday. He turned it off after it was claimed no
wish
word
we had a
rhymes
way
with
of,
Surgical nuclear
Spieth, but
Spieth.
he turned it off before we came up with
Justin
a half dozen
Almonstro
very
Spieth.
quickly.
Is there a way of keeping track of who watches for what duration? I would love to see someone that had
Well,
borne
we
witness
could-
to all
We
12
could
hours.
look at. There's a handful of people.
There is a way to find out. The obvious nickname, says Russell Keith, the Texas Ranger.
Oh.
Not bad. Not bad.
Texas Ranger. This guy says Jordan, really good golfer, Spieth.
catchy.
A phone call for, let's find out who it is.
Jeff Aldridge
Jeff Aldridge phoning in.
phoning in, receiving no love.
I'll tell you, they do say everything is bigger in Texas, except Jordan Spieth's scorecard.
Yes.
Nothing big about that today.
No. A lot of low numbers.
All right.
How about?
Lost in the shuffle here is Phil having really
Phil
a great tournament. Yeah.
still would love to finish second outright, but he's
Phil?
going to
He-
need Justin Rose to falter.
Phil truly seems to enjoy what he does for a living.
Doesn't he? It's infectious, isn't it?
The color has returned to his cheeks.
Oh, Matt
He's
Pagan,
walking with.
tweets in. Jordan Chad Drew Spieth. I like that as a nickname.
Well, I think this may be the best one. Spiethy Gonzalez.
Oh. Oh, Spieth car named Desire.
Oh, very nice.
I just got a really Dan Patrick like from you, Jeff. I in the look, for a second I actually saw Dan Patrick. That was.
Wow.
You have a very.
This is a
Somebody
very,
suggested
a very
I look like him
literary,
yesterday. First
very,
time I ever heard that.
a very literary one here, coming off a title of a Nabokov.
More than Spieth
Novel.
car named Desire.
Nance should definitely use Spieth Memories as the final call. Speak memory. Nabokov's.
I'm going to go with the elegant assassin.
I like.
This guy says deaf Spieth guy.
How about?
That's pretty indifferent.
Who was that?
That was Spieth. From
That's not much. That's
not
no
much.
good.
And
That's
Lots
no
of stay at
good.
19 though.
his
yeah.
stay in the 19 under club
Nora,
could be brief.
I'm gonna piggyback here onto Stephen Anthony and say that this round of this year's Masters could be coined Star Wars: Revenge of the Spieth.
Okay.
What's that? What's
Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge
of the
One
This is the
one of
Spieth.
Star Wars
Because
movies.
last year,
And last
he
year,
finished second, so I had to.
That's
didn't wanna
a funny
claim that as
article.
my own.
I'm trying to think of a nickname for him. It's just impossible.
So, let's see if
What about Adam Tilsner says Spieth easy?
I like the count. The count.
Account.
Yeah.
Okay, there they are.
Spiethy Ray Vaughan.
Oh.
The great Spieth.
I like that.
No.
Jordan, the whole thief, Spieth.
What about Spiethy Ray Fromstein?
We don't have to read them all.
All right, here
I
now
think we do.
Catch on.
is this
Justin.
Rose?
Oh, he can't
You
believe it.
can't believe it. And Mickelson suddenly
Exactly.
is in the catbird seat.
Wait, is that for par?
No, that was for birdie.
Oh, all right. Well, he's at 15. I needed someone to get to 16
What?
because I thought if they could get to 16, Jordan would be nervous on.
I don't think it's
18th
going to be.
hole.
I don't think it's going to be something with Spieth.
Well,
In
Spieth's
it,
going to have to
nickname.
back up. Listen,
It
they
will
can't
be
get
something
two.
like the
They can't get
technician,
two
or
hole-in-ones.
Right.
the assassin, the something assassin,
Well, here he is. He could
polite
lose a stroke.
assassin.
He could lose a stroke
something
right
like that.
He could lose a stroke right
The
now.
polite
could.
assassin. That sounds like someone that could kill you with kindness.
I predict he's going to lose a stroke, but then gain one back.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Here now for par at the 16th. Jordan Spieth has been better
How about
at
birdie?
20-foot putts than he has been at putts of this distance.
I don't want to leave Club 19.
Oh, hey, 19.
That's right.
I'm happy to be proved wrong.
Very good.
Could he
I'm
be,
not psychic anyway.
what about Forever 21?
20.
No, how long can he use that?
How about 21 gets 21? He birdies in here. 21 makes
Hey,
21.
19. That's a song, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, very good. Well done. Well done.
That's right.
Ooh, Spiethel weapon. I like that one.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Matthew
Yeah.
Norris. Well done.
Now we're talking.
And this guy, I don't know how you pronounce this, but Chris something, his last name, he put Jordan and then in all caps, booby, but instead of an S, it's a 5.
So Texas Instrument.
It would be booby.
Position is looking better.
Oh,
is
that's
you're
what he's
saying.
doing. He's doing the upside down.
Very clever.
Wow, that
Very
is-
clever.
But he should have done the 8000.
Oh yeah, the calculator
Yeah,
trick there.
yeah.
That was-
It looked like the calculator when I saw the
What's the one?
5.
Shell
But
oil.
he didn't. He only did the 5.
Hard to see it.
I don't get the joke.
Because when you used to be able to type in something and each number meant, you're like, I've been with 4 girls, and then you would.
So what's that one mean?
It would be.
Movies.
Well, here, let's look it up online.
Yeah,
This is a good one.
Boobless,
Dude, the whole thief.
What does that mean? I
Jordan, the whole thief.
Like the book
Spieth.
thief?
don't know. I didn't get what that meant.
He steals
Whole
holes.
thief, I see.
Here,
Yeah.
how to write boobs on a calculator. Ready, Norm? Look.
I could write it B-O-O-B
5.
on a calculator. I don't care about that.
Yeah, well, that's what he was doing. It was just
Oh.
80085.
That still doesn't look like boobs.
Well, come on, you gotta have a little.
Looks
bit.
like
Those look like
800.
boobs.
Jordy
Boy,
golf.
it's so strange. You try to type boobs in onto the internet, and you'd be
Oh,
shocked at the number of things that come up.
whoa. McElroy just made himself.
McElroy sent a
Bird.
message to Tiger.
oh yeah.
Somebody just said
Johnny come lately.
Jordy golf ball.
Okay. All right. They're trying.
Jordy golf.
Well,
My
like
entry,
the way, Ted Williams was
final
Teddy ball
answer.
game, that's not bad.
I have my final answer for the
Johnny
nickname.
football.
Oh, Johnny Football, yeah.
Jordy, yeah, not bad at all.
Geordie Golfer.
It's Jordan Spieth, but the S is a $sign.
Oh.
Okay.
Like Kesha?
Correct. But this is
I'm hip to the kids.
Spieth easy. Spieth the great tactician. Yeah. Okay. Roast Spieth.
Roast Spieth.
Roast Spieth.
Well, the one thing
I mean,
is,
I
the
enjoy
one thing
these,
is it
but it's-
teaches you to say I before to spell I before E except after C because we'll be doing it a lot in the next
Ooh.
year.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
I like that one.
Carl Reiner uses that as a joke.
What?
I before E, except after Reiner.
What?
Because Reiner is spelled
Okay.
R-E-I.
Jordan
Oh,
Spieth
and now we're
should-
getting a lot of
Well, the Karishnikov says
ways to
Jordan
draw the
Tiger
male
say.
anatomy.
Tiger wanted to say, "Not yet, young fella." I'm
Guys, my
There's still a
wrist
tiger in
really
town.
hurts.
Yeah, no,
y'all.
you could see that. He really pulled his wrist there.
Oh, my wrist, y'all.
Spiethosaurus Rex.
Ooh.
Can you
Caitlin,
imagine that catching him?
Oh, what about
Walking up the 18th of the
Jordan,
Spieth of swords.
quote, is an existing Palestinian state, unquote, Spieth.
Did Tiger shoot even par?
Jordan the Jesuit. Got a lot of us.
King Jordan.
Tiger Spieth, someone
there you
says.
go.
Not bad.
King Jordan.
Look at the picture.
Wow. Okay. Tiger shoots an even par 72. McIlroy shoots 66.
Whoa. The
So,
torch has been passed.
I'd say if there was
New
any doubt,
generation of Americans.
if there was any doubt,
This seems like a coronation, if you ask me.
One man's coronation, however, is another man's funeral dirge,
Funeral, yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
Mickelson.
Will they light up a funeral
Mickelson
pyre
only one back of Rose.
for Tiger? And Lindsey Vonn left a throw.
Picks up his tee quickly. Always a good sign.
Second play is more compelling.
Very much so.
But has pretty much with that drive, Mickelson has locked down yet another top 3 in a major.
That's right.
I think this will be his 22nd, perhaps. Remarkable.
Whoa, look at Ken.
That is consistent excellence.
Bob just wrote.
And our man Spieth.
Oh,
Our man Spieth.
Well, I was just blabbing.
swimmer
put it in the
J-Lo
right
wants
side
to
of the
call
fairway.
him the White Tiger.
That's good. What about this? The golfer.
The golfer. What
The
about
golfer.
What about
I got
ice?
the need for Spieth.
Yeah.
I
That
Spieth
was,
with my
Caitlin
little
Maggotty.
eye.
What is it?
I Spieth with my little eye.
Yep, I've seen that one.
Not really a nickname per se.
He's seen it, he says already. It's not just me.
It's more of a nickname than most of these that we're getting, but
Well, it's hard.
Oh, I have one for him. Big Country.
I like that.
There's Bobby
I believe that is
Jones.
Brian
Brian Reeves
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
of the
Oklahoma State, maybe?
and after that of Vancouver.
Yeah.
Before they moved to Memphis.
Easily confused.
Vanilla
with
Thunder?
I went to a basketball game in Vancouver and sat pretty near the bench, and when he was open, I can vouch that everyone on the bench shouted country, meaning get the ball to Brian
I
Reeves.
found him to be easily confused with poor Celtics draft pick Eric Montross.
Oh, yes.
He won an NCAA title, didn't he?
With Carolina, yeah. Is he on Rasheed Wallace's team? Is that possible?
El Nino?
I don't know about that, but it was the game where what's his name? Handsome guy called the illegal timeout. Tim.
Oh, Weber?
Weber, yeah. That was the.
What do you think about Texas
Montross
toast?
was on the winning team.
Texas Tea.
Texas toast?
Yeah.
Well,
Don't get
toast
the
sounds.
toast.
That's not a
Sounds
good
like he's doing
sports
poorly.
term.
Is it Texas
Yeah.
Tea?
If he hits one in the water, you could say, and Jordan Spieth is Texas toast. And
What about 100% American grade A Texas beef?
you'd be the toast of the commentators club.
Yeah.
What about
A little
when
cumbersome, I
20
think.
years from now when it starts to, reputation starts to fall, Spieth no more?
I don't know, the Lone Star. How's that? Something
Ooh,
like
the
that.
Lone
The
Star.
Lone Star.
Oh, there you go.
There it
Bingo,
is.
bingo. Let's see if we can make that stick.
You don't know it until you know
The
it.
Lone Star. We'll say it now. We'll have it on
It's like
tape.
meeting the girl you're going to marry. Is
Yeah,
that what
that's
you're
right.
saying, Chad?
Yeah.
So we know the date that you said
You don't
that
know how
on.
to do it, but you know it
The
when you know
Lone
it.
Star. What day did you say that on, Jeff?
August 11th.
It's April 12th.
All right. So if it starts being said by the broadcasters and so forth, the Urban Dictionary knows.
All right. Jeff Wells writes in
Genesis
Spieth
now.
softly.
Yeah, we've had that a few times.
Have we?
What about Kid Fresca?
I think the Lone Star.
I like
is
that.
pretty unbeatable.
We'll see. We'll see.
The Lone Star is.
You come up with a great nickname, and there's some kid out there, some hungry kid,
Yeah.
thinking up a nickname that.
Well, I think regardless,
You can never
Norm,
relax.
we can call this Masters a Spieth of history.
Commander in Spieth we have
Oh.
from Tom Williams.
That's a good one.
Oh, okay. But I'm being seconded by
Caitlin
a few of them.
The
McGarty.
Lone Star.
Caitlin McGarty has a need for Spieth.
Yeah.
We have indeed.
Now, JD,
Eyebrows on speed.
he likes the Lone Star, and he's been asking, keeping it clean and asking good questions all day. So.
What about the human cucumber? He's cool under pressure, and he's got that mechanical precision that the cucumbers are known for.
That's right.
Commander and Spieth.
Commander and Spieth.
Can't all
Says
be,
Thomas W.
it
Not
can't
bad.
all be.
Yeah.
It's. I mean,
Home
let's
runs.
face it. It won't catch on, but it's pretty clever. Jordan Spieth, Caroline, sweet Caroline.
Oh.
Sox fans sit up and take notice.
The guy in the green has red elbows.
What about Astro?
Oh, you know why? That might be because I was scratching them because my sister kept telling me that she was watching with her children and to touch my elbow.
To say I love you.
To say
To
hello.
some little kids, but
It
make
took-
fun. Go ahead.
Yeah, they were 5. They're 5 and 2, and it took them a while to realize it wasn't FaceTime. They were getting upset that I wasn't saying hello to them.
Well, let them learn life isn't all
That's
play.
right. Yeah, you can't always get what you want.
The TV's not talking to me.
Ooh, the Texas Playboy. I like that from Andy the Grifter. Although Andy the Grifter
might be the nickname, yeah?
Andy the Grifter is the nickname that we all like. So
Jordan the
far.
Grifter.
Where's Andy the Grifter living nowadays?
Speed carotene.
It's like they're not going to be saying Jordan Spieth Carradine himself stepped onto the tee. It's not.
The
a
hot-
nickname has to be
Hot
used at
Speed
some point.
Tato.
Sure, we have a new winner.
We welcome your suggestions, and please, let's keep it going until.
That's right. Oh, the soft drink.
Not endorsed by anyone here, just no. We are endorsed by someone. It's called the love of the game.
That's right.
Yeah.
These laptops were made by the good people at Jack.
Yeah, it's
Doesn't
true.
matter.
I
if
have
they're-
one of those.
Top quality.
Al Clark comes in with Pikesville Al comes in with Wyatt Earp.
It's
Now, I believe I think
because
Ben Crenshaw or something met him. This is taken from an anecdote that's been passed
That
around.
met Wyatt Earp.
No,
Oh.
he met when I met Jordan. He said I looked in his eyes and I saw Wyatt Earp looking back at me, just meaning a cool,
Oh wow.
cool hand.
Interesting.
Ben Crenshaw, of course, who has the famous moniker, the Crench who stole majors.
We haven't been watching. Was he that close to joining the 20 club?
Yes.
He was that
Wow.
close.
Maybe man wasn't meant to. You know what I mean?
I don't disagree with that one bit.
What do you think about only a
If a
half-hearted,
machine could shed a tear,
half-hearted standing ovation from the crowd here at 17?
I just wonder if what would have happened. I mean, we're talking Higgs Boston possibilities here if someone gets to 20.
Exactly, Chad.
I mean,
exactly.
you could just the universe could eat itself.
But
Precisely.
that was it. Like that could have been in. I mean, that was it. That was so.
But that's like a hitter batting 500 for a season.
Right.
It's just no, too close to the sun.
That's right.
No, I saw.
We all know what happened
Hubris.
No, I saw
It's a hubris.
Spieth.
when he flew too
Let's
close
see,
to the sun.
and Justin, no miracles.
we know tomorrow in golf crazy Germany with the headlines will scream. They'll say Spreckens this speech.
Yeah. Because they're known for typos.
Spreckens
It's
my
easier to
German
read.
is
What about
It is.
Spieth Sie Deutsch? Is that what you're looking for?
Spieth and yes,
There you go.
yeah,
Well, Norm,
or Spreckens this.
Should I do my impression of,
Okay, that's a little more of a tongue twister.
firing
Yeah.
Steve Fromstein from a job? Can I do my
All
impression?
right.
Give Spieth a
Can I
chance.
do my impression?
yes.
Steve, you know why I've called you in here today?
Why?
Well, it's not because we're happy with your work.
Okay. So what is it?
Well, mostly it's the suggestion box, you know, by the lunchroom
Yeah.
is filled with suggestions, complaints, and they all center around you and how
Wow.
you use the word hubris all the time, like you say it in regular conversation.
No, but I mean,
No.
I don't think. I think that's
Is that
pretty. That shows a lot of hubris, though. People putting in.
This is exactly what we. This is exactly. What
No,
I'm
but
talking
it does. I mean, like this is just one place where it applies.
is it worth losing a job over though? Is it
Yeah,
that?
it's
Is
a
it
word.
fireable?
Is it worth losing a job over?
No, listen, I'll stop saying hubris. I don't care. I'll just,
This
but
is
if it
exactly
comes
what
up,
we're
if it
talking
comes
about.
up, if we're talking about
If what comes up?
the Tower of Babel or something, and I'll say, well, God thought man was showing such, you know, the egotistical something.
Hubris.
And hubris would be the perfect word.
Did Phil just birdie 18? He
think
just
he
sunk a
did.
lengthy putt.
Wait a minute.
And
Hold on, folks. Hold
that will
on.
get him to a bogey on
Holy
9.
cow. Oh, how many years would 14 under take the green jacket?
Well, if you
Most
told him
hard.
before the
Oh,
time,
Would
it was
he have
far.
taken
Okay,
it?
I take it back.
will you take
Still.
14?
You know what the average is over the past some number of years? Probably 10,
Probably about
12?
12.
It's 11, I think. Was one. Here he is on 18. We've been witnessing a true master, Spieth.
And that, all of a sudden, the rails come off at the worst possible time. And look out, he's in
Speedy and
trouble.
bounce.
Spieth
Okay.
is in trouble.
Very
Can he stay in
He can't.
Club 19?
No, he can't. Not from that
will.
line. No, sirree.
He could. He might.
How about Cody Comedy comes in? I'm going to just alter just slightly with Maverick,
Now, that's pretty cool.
The Lone Star, though.
the Lone Star.
Now, JD,
Star.
classy
Lone Star.
commentator JD writes, if anyone can get to 20 under, it's the Lone Star.
Oh, already.
Already
it's catching
using
on.
it
It's
as
happening.
if
It's
It's not even pointed to anymore.
This is my moment. This is my moment. I got to jump on this.
Now, for those of you out there just joining us, let's recap a little
What
bit.
has happened is Jeff has coined a term that
Right.
has now moved into cybersphere.
Oh, there's the Lone Star right now, taking
he
a
is.
sip of water.
Lone
Look at the
Star.
Lone Star sip
You
that
mean from
water.
you're
knows?
saying from Spaceballs, correct?
If you want to hashtag Lone Star, we might get something going here. If you hashtag just Lone Star, Jordan Spieth together.
Jeff Martin
See-
coined it, though. You heard it here first. Jeff Martin
Coined
coined
it?
the name Lone Star.
Yes.
Wait, that's not Lone Star. That's Rory McIlroy. Where's
Yes, it is.
Where's
Does he look
Lone
like a-
Star?
He looks like
All right.
Okay, petulance child.
That's going to be first
Yeah, he
sentence of
looks
my
like Andy,
obituary someday.
What?
he looks like
Coined
Raggedy.
it
I
Lone
came
Star?
up with the sobriquet Lone Star.
Does he not? Like with those
Jordan
freckles?
Spieth, 15th greatest golfer
Pretty
ever.
Irish.
What does this say?
He's boyish.
What does this say?
He looks like a puppet.
Rory?
Jordan
Doesn't he?
Adam
What's the
Egan's
puppet with
asshole
the-
tastes
with
like
the
a
freckles?
sweet
Charlie
cherry
McCarthy?
lollipop.
Or
Spieth.
no, that was Mortimer Snerd, I think.
Or is he
It's catchy, but
is he Patty Tanager, the caddy manager from?
The Elastic
Family Guy?
Assassin. That's got a nice ring to it. It's easy on the ears.
After
not
7
saying-
hours on air, we have Jordan Lone Star Spieth. The riding cream rose to the top.
I hope Rory right now, maybe he's saying in an Irish accent that the Lone Star was too much today.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Wouldn't that
he's
be
saying-
great?
Maybe,
that would be wild.
Maybe he's saying, "Where's the Spieth?"
I'm not. I've never claimed to be able to see into the future, but I think an appropriate Jordan Spieth nickname would be Old One Arm.
When he's older, or now?
I'm
Yeah.
just saying,
If he loses an arm, what are we
it's
saying?
It's possible.
something could happen.
But with the
down
AI.
road.
Well, let me tell you, the eyes of Texas are on a green jacket right now.
Oh. The eyes. Don't we have to turn this up to here?
Pikesville
Nance?
Al says his nickname is Wyatt Earp for shooting down records.
Well said, indeed.
A true master Spieth.
When they're selecting
Somebody
the
tweeted
matchups,
me, Master Spieth, like first thing this morning.
Master Spieth Classic.
I'd give his name if I had it handy, but
Thus Spieth Zarathustra.
Oh, little Nietzsche.
wow. What a well-read viewers we have.
Crossing Jordan, not just a hit television show, but something that a lot of golfers will not want to do
How
now. They
about
won't want to cross him.
suspension of Dispa Spieth?
Yep, that's next year. They'll be saying on the tee.
The apple
Suspension
doesn't.
of Dispa Spieth
I just
himself.
suppose that I think
draw
the master
Spieth
could be
from the
Jordan
downstairs.
Spieth
Yeah.
for many years to come. This is just the beginning.
Anybody
Now,
remember
this
the
is
Lone
what-
Star's real name?
Isn't this what everyone said after?
We've been calling him nothing but the Lone
Rory
Star. for
He's
so
a
long.
Druish prince. I know that.
Come on now, come on.
A nice Druish
the
nose.
things we're saying,
Okay.
the things we find ourselves saying today about Jordan Spieth, we've said in the past about Rory McIlroy. Is there a difference?
Well,
Could the same thing
McElroy
happen?
has more firepower.
McElroy also
There's
doesn't
the Lone
lend
Star's
himself so
parents.
easily to nicknames.
The sister's out of town, correct? At a relative's, I believe.
She is not there, I believe.
Is that Mr. and Mrs. Spieth?
Lone Star, you mean?
The Lone Star.
There's Lone Star right
There's
now.
a fair amount of hair loss for a 21-year-old.
Yeah, that's.
Totally
You
frank,
better get
yeah.
used to seeing a bald head. when he
Let
takes
me
his
put it
hat
that way.
off at
I
the end
had a
of,
lot more hair
the
than that
round.
when I was
You know, we can
21.
put a man on.
Congratulate the runner-up.
We can put a man on the moon, but we cannot find a way to
Do you like
have
this? Do you like
the
this?
ring around the
do-
temples when they remove
do
the
you
hat.
like
We can't
this?
do that. It's red. It's unsightly.
Steve, can you read this Jordan Spieth?
That's an interesting one.
This one here, Jordan.
Yeah.
Adam Egan's
Yeah.
asshole tastes like a sweet cherry lollipop.
Okay, we
Speed.
don't want to hear your own
I haven't
personal
said
stuff.
hi to my mom yet.
It's
God almighty.
there's a time and
Watching
place.
back in
It's time and
Texas.
place for
Kind of
everything.
hubris for
proud
him to
just-
come up
Well,
with
always get it
that.
right after any asshole lollipop.
These are hallowed grounds right
There's a
now.
time and
We're
place
watching
for
the
everything.
family, and
Yeah.
I think the whole state is.
one of the commentators can talk about
It's
is
a-
a
Yeah.
certain taste.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
Now Patrick Reed is.
By the way, it's
Patrick
not an
Reed is
insult to
estranged
Adam.
from
It's
his
just an insult to
parents.
him
Is he?
saying it.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, Brett,
what
can you-
happened?
can you
I
read
think
Brett?
his wife has sort of talked him into.
Brett,
you know,
man, can you come
He's
in?
the other guy who.
convinced them they're suppressive people.
There's another guy who did that.
Well, they're
with his
SPs,
dad,
all of them.
right?
No, yeah. They're not Scientologists.
I'm full of Thetans, I believe.
Oh, look at that. Now Jordan loves his parents.
Walking
no
up
scandals.
18,
No skeletons
just
as of yet.
round.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Jordan Spieth.
Jordan Spieth. Nice looking young man, huh? Keep that hat on, Jordan. Keep it on. No reason to expose your hairline.
And Chris,
Now, Justin,
Rose really
he
never.
hit a very indifferent approach, which gives Mickelson hope of tying for second.
Never put any pressure. I don't understand. There's a par or a bogey, I mean.
Yes, if he bogeys, he will tie Mickelson.
Oh, I see.
Jordan.
Not much chance of bogey here.
A lot of great rounds on the course today, though.
Ricky Fowler.
Rose.
Mahan 5 under.
All right, my brother
Poulter
says.
5 under.
My brother Rex back in Houston texts me, boring as hell, walk over, let's move on.
So he doesn't have the whole Lone Star State on.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not. It hasn't been exciting.
Well, we've been going back and forth on that. I've been telling him it's exciting to see history made. It's exciting to see a coronation of a,
It's like when you've lost Walter
great
Cronkite.
new
Oh,
champ.
that's the word I was looking for. Coronation.
There you go.
of a
I've been
great
trying
new
to think of
champion.
that.
But I think it's concerning for him that when you lose Walter Cronkite or Rex, you know,
When,
There it is.
Now this is similar to the length Tiger made
This is not.
to
nothing.
stay in Club 18 back in '97. You know, the famous
Yes.
fist punch to the
Where,
sky.
where a brilliant Tim
famous
Meadows
take
gave
that
the,
God
the Tiger
uppercut.
Woods. That was my favorite moment of the day, even though my dad was walking up the green behind me saying cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Okay, what a moment.
that's the day my dad punched me in the face to say, I want you to remember.
Oh.
Now, can we listen to the broadcast just for Jim Nance's call?
Is that
Or
allowed?
is that disallowed?
It sounds like it might be disallowed.
Would it make the audio unstable?
It's just a thought. Someone please, tell you what, someone please text us. Someone message us what Jim Nance says.
Oh,
After, when the final putt drops.
will actually be ahead. We'll see it
All
here
right.
first.
Spieth could get that hair club for men's
I don't think
sponsorship.
they want it.
No, no, you
Someone
can't.
write Catherine
Oh
Merriweather
my
writes
God!
that.
You seriously?
That's
Well, I've seen
Steve put his microphone beside me.
So the people at home could hear,
Jeez.
but they're already
Oh,
watching.
here we go. Look
well
at
done.
this.
We've got the.
Who wants to read?
In 2004, Phil won for the first time a major. When Jack retired from all the majors at St. Andrews in 2005.
All right.
That was when Tiger won, and of course this week was
Thomas W. asks, what is
Jordan's fellow Texan Longhorn Ben Crenshaw retiring.
Thomas W.
Pretty neat
asks, what is the
symmetry.
Lone Star's real name?
Longhorn.
Well said. We've been calling him nothing but the Lone Star so long.
Lone Star. What is Lone Star's real name? That's a good.
Oh,
Ask Siri.
It's like Dr.
Futuristic.
Seuss at this point.
It's a
you know?
futuristic
Yeah,
trivia
yeah,
question. It's
yeah.
interesting. I don't know if we made a big deal enough about how hard it is to go wire to wire, but to have that lead on every day.
Okay.
39 years since that last happened here at Augusta. That is quite phenomenal.
oh, Josh, maybe you should read Nick since he's
Oh,
English.
Phil Mickelson.
Nick is English.
Just made a
Maybe
couple
you should
$100
read
grand, I
him.
think, right?
Scrutinizes.
Oh, now we're on Jim.
Yeah, we're on.
Justin Rose at -14 a share. And Phil Mickelson, another runner-up.
That's
right.
10 to tie Arnold Palmer.
And that is a great showing
Only
by
one
Rose,
of which have a
though.
delicious, refreshing drink.
He was
named
under
after
par
them.
every single day.
So have another Mickelson, is what
That's
you're saying.
right.
Just didn't add up.
Mickelson,
Action.
64. Oh,
Man-
how come he hasn't shot
man
64?
you.
Now, here's
All
the
right,
moment.
here we go.
Here's the moment.
Chelsea nil.
It kind of reminds me of
I'm always gonna
Tiger's
remember where I
final
was.
putt.
Wow,
Back in
look at
97.
Jeff Martin. Oh, no. He didn't get to Club 19.
There will be no Club 19.
It's like Toyland. Once you cross its
It's
borders,
his worst stroke of the week.
you can never return again. To tie Tiger.
Do you think Jim Nance is refocusing now?
Okay.
Oh, man.
Half a smile.
Jim says one of the
Little-
epic
little
performances
sad, little
In
in
sad.
the annals of the sport.
sport.
Well said.
Well said.
It took him 4 days to come up with that?
His father inspired him to say that. Always by my side
Eh.
is the name of Jim
Always
Nance's.
by my side. Hey,
Forever in my shadow.
forever in my shadow.
Forever in my shadow.
It's a book I wrote about my
Called
father.
I Make More in a Day Than He Made in a Year is Jim Nance's memoir. Dedicated
Have
to his
another
father.
drink, you bastard.
Nobody has said anything. for
Loser,
quite a while.
eh?
Oh, somebody just said something.
That
They
is
said,
a tremendous
That is
partnership.
a tremendous partnership. Don't know what that means.
Break me off a Spieth at that Kit Kat bar,
Whoa.
suggests Andrew Schnacky.
Speak of that.
No, these-
Snacky.
Classic Schnacky.
that's
Classic snacky.
Oh, classic snacky.
And on that,
oh,
That's it. Classic snacky.
okay.
Schnacky has to be thrilled with
I'm
this
a little sad.
publicity.
I thought it was so close. It
ah,
was in his hand.
see,
Oh,
Tyrone
his
Frazier this
girlfriend,
whole
Danny.
time, he's been so nice to me. And then
does
he
have
just
a
says,
girlfriend.
Guy in green likes it in the annals.
Classic snacky.
Tyrone Frazier, if that is your real name.
And I'd say, speaking for Norm, I would like to thank everyone out there in TV land. We've had a fantastic time. To borrow a nautical expression, at times it's been a bit of a slog uphill to windward, but we pulled it all together. History was made. We were a part of it. So were you. We are just delighted to have you back, and we will see you right back here next year.
And I'm sure Lone Star will be in competition.
Follow me on Twitter, The Holy Atheist.
Classic snacky.
Snacky. How about that?
You got
Did I
snacky.
say that?
Pretty soon, I think.
Fromstein gets snacky big time.
Our
Good, I just
biggest
said
beef.
The Holy Atheist. That's not,
Look.
did that?
Let's just.
Has anyone attempted to snacky the Holy Atheist on Twitter? We're asking.
The
right now.
biggest beef last night was when I did point in Steve's face and I insisted that he admit that he is neither holy nor an atheist.
Okay, Adam Tilsner says, Spieth dreams are made of these.
Sweet dreams are
That's
made
pure
of
Tilsner,
these.
boy. That is Tilsner
You
to a
Like
T.
the
and
Godfather,
I
how about-
disagree.
Let me not be the one to break the peace.
Oh, we can do it on the air. I don't care.
I thought we
we
were
can do
on
it
air.
on air. We're on the air. I just didn't think we'd do it on live national television.
Oh, let's just hope he signs a correct scorecard. Unlike
That's right, it's not over.
That's true.
Unlike the
America
South
wanted
American
superstars.
guy.
And
Roberto
they got
DiVincenzo.
one
Roberto
very quickly
DiVincenzo.
At 21 years old. Be incredible. I've seen more young patrons this week before
This reminds me of
lining-
my Tour de France I did, where all the they're so close, waving their flags. And,
Really?
Yeah. Oh, look at this, the caddy Coronation.
The caddies all love.
Bones.
All right.
And had he
Bones.
stayed
There's that other guy.
at Texas, he would have
And
gone to
there's
college.
someone else.
next month.
Yeah.
And
That
there's
was a
Dustin.
bad move.
Look at all these guys with green
Zach
jackets.
Johnson.
Well, he's got his Masters. The first chapter in history we're watching right at this moment.
I think the only question, Norm, is how long will that book be?
How long will Jordan last? I mean,
Bless you. How long, Norm? If this is the first chapter, how many chapters will there be
Well, it depends.
in the book of Spieth?
It depends on how many, you know, when he's in the final group with Rory, which will happen a number of times. You know, who comes out of those with the wins will obviously be the decider of.
The Nantucket Reds over there, I like those. That guy's representing.
Never out of fashion, timeless.
Okay.
The more you,
Gorgeous.
They are shooting off guns in Texas.
Gorgeous
right?
embrace. He's done it.
All right.
He's hugging two middle-aged people, clapping.
Byron
where is-
Loves
Nelson,
his
Ben
fans.
Hogan, Jimmy Demerit,
He loves his fans.
Lee Trevino, Tom
There's
Kite,
one
Ben Crenshaw.
teenager they've forgotten about. They've forgotten about the kid.
The sister isn't there.
Oh, the sister couldn't make it.
His girlfriend is there.
Yes.
Yeah, but we didn't see her, did we?
No, we got to look at her. We were.
Hey, what's 4 plus 4 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3 plus 4? That's what he's asking his caddy right there.
Okay.
What's on now? What are we gonna watch?
Yeah. Isn't Game of
A little
Thrones
something
on
called the
tonight?
Green Jacket Ceremony.
It's
We're
the
gonna
green
watch-
jacket
get
ceremony
anointed.
in Butler Cabin.
The Coronation.
Wire to wire. There was never much doubt at the end of day 4.
Now,
he,
you must know,
he
why
went
do
to
they call
-8.
it wire to wire? What does that mean?
Don't read it. Don't say it.
It's a tough question.
Do you know? You must.
I don't know. I don't know that. No.
I would have figured that would have been a nugget of knowledge.
Oh,
that
wait,
would
you
have-
don't know? You're just.
I do not know why.
Oh, wow.
Do you know what?
Imagine on a game show.
I think
and the
it's-
answer, what is
I
the
think it's
answer? I
like
don't
you
know.
break
We
through
don't,
the
we don't have any
wire,
idea
right?
what the answer is.
But you don't break through a wire to start.
Okay.
4 days in a row.
Okay. A stirring victory for the Lone Star, deep in the heart of
Star.
Georgia. There we
Somebody
go.
already said that?
I said deep in the heart of Georgia.
yeah.
Did someone say that?
We have to say goodbye, everybody.
Oh,
Bye, everybody. Oh, you have a mic.
Well, come on in. This has been quite a telecast. I want to thank everybody involved. Of course, everybody behind the camera. Of course, everybody behind the camera. And
People with Jash for making this happen.
those are the people behind the camera.
Anyone else?
Well, I just want to say for the people in front of the camera,
Yeah.
Jeff
Why don't we
Mark-
thank the people in front of the
Thank
camera?
you. Thanks for having us, Norm. Appreciate it.
I was
Good
just-
fun.
no, go ahead.
No.
No thank you would be
Guys-
complete without a mention of Chad Drew, who at this moment is still looking up the origin of the term down to the wire. Good job,
No,
Chad.
wire to wire.
Wire to wire.
Oh wait, why does this say down to the wire? Forget that. Wire to wire.
it's horse racing, yeah.
Wire to wire.
Well, that's down to the wire is horse
There
racing.
was wire to wire. That was a Lone Star statement. Thank you.
Norm, you were.
I was just going to thank everybody that
my moment,
was in
man.
front of the cameras today. Jeff Martin,
You're welcome, Norm.
the whole
My pleasure.
Yankees.
Welcome.
Tim O'Halloran,
Tip my cap.
I think the wire to wire may come from, they used to race wire-haired terriers.
and of course Chad Drew.
That's probably it.
Thank you. Let me, I don't know the answer, but would it have anything to do with reporting back in the day when they would have to go across the wire? So the first name that came across to the last name.
Well, that's pretty good.
I bet that's it.
You think that is it?
That's right.
I wasn't really listening, but
Unless
says
it
the
came from down to the
telegraph
wire,
wire. He
because
said, yeah.
before horse
He said
racing
the
would.
telegraph wire, it being announced to the world. I
Yeah.
guess. That's an odd one, I guess. It's not really winning as much as the announcement of the winning.
But you won from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, from the first reporting to
From
the
the
last
first to
reporting.
the last.
And although I wasn't thanked by name, I would like to thank, ladies and gentlemen, the great Norm Macdonald for having us and making this truly a special.
Without him, this
event.
certainly would not be possible.
Good night, everybody.
Okay.
Good night.